Anthony are no strangers to scandal. Opie and Anthony on satellite radio.
Apparently, Opie and Anthony are dicks.
Oh, here they go again.
It's a fun, dopey radio show.
Not just any radio show. A radio show that inspires beyond your wildest dreams.
The show was a lot funnier on NEW.
The show's hosts, Anthony Cumia and Greg Opie Hughes.
Controversial team.
6 years without getting fired, a new record for us.
It's just astounding to me.
I didn't want to say it's racist, but goddamn.
This show will rock as best as we could possibly do this radio show.
I'm going to go home and whack to a tranny later. There you go, all right?
God, we just lost our demo, man. What's wrong with you?
Is this the last straw for the raunchy radio duo?
The Opie and Anthony Show, the most popular show in the history of satellite radio.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Yeah. Good morning. I haven't stopped laughing in 20 hours.
No. Were we on when that happened or no?
No. Shh.
We were off.
No, we were off when the final...
There's more to the
Blow.
Jim Norton, Ozzy Osbourne, 18 pounds of birthday gifts saga.
The final indignation, is it? Or
All I remember,
indignity?
yesterday I walked out here just laughing like an idiot down the hall, all the way home, just laughing to myself. And then Anthony caught up with me and told me that more stuff happened after I left, which I can't imagine how more stuff happened.
It was, just tragic.
I guess we got to back up just slightly for maybe the people that missed yesterday's show.
If you missed yesterday's show.
Or maybe some of the newbies. Just
Kill
really
yourself.
A quick recap anyway, right?
Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne came in here yesterday, and we love Ozzy.
Yeah.
Jimmy has turned us on to Ozzy. I grew up with a little Black Sabbath, and then I veered off and became a Zeppelin fan. There was a time where it was either going to be Sabbath or Zeppelin. I went Zeppelin.
You went Zeppelin?
Jimmy went all in with Sabbath, but I always liked Ozzy over the years.
Yeah.
But because of Jimmy, really started liking Ozzy because he started doing our show a lot.
And he's really a cool fucking guy.
Oh,
That
he's
guy
great.
is the definitive rock star of decades.
Yeah.
Right. And
you
he,
know?
I don't know. I just got to say we talked to a lot of A-list celebrities. Ozzy's the type of guy you really feel like he's having a really good time on our show.
Mm-hmm.
Or he's the greatest actor ever and could care less and just knows how to work it.
Yeah.
But it really seems
he
genuine,
had
and
fun.
he's having a good time when he's in here. And he's funny as all hell, man.
Yeah.
That guy is a funny dude.
Yeah.
I loved yesterday. I really did. He was
That was fantastic.
he was laughing through a lot of it.
He was.
I was just so happy.
He was. He was laughing. He was leaning on Jimmy.
Oh,
He was,
yeah.
like patting his arm and stuff.
Sure.
It was good, like two pals.
He slapped me in the head to mimic jerking off.
So we found out before Ozzy came in that it's his birthday or tomorrow or Friday.
Third, yeah.
And Jimmy decided he needed to get Ozzy some birthday gifts. Here's the quick recap. If you did not hear this, please listen this weekend to this fine channel when we do the best of the week because it'll probably be number one.
Probably.
Because there was an hour where we were talking about the birthday gifts that Jimmy got and if they were appropriate gifts for Ozzy and
we just knew it wasn't going to go well. I don't know why, but we all knew it. We look at our adorable Jimmy, just all full of goodness and happiness
And sweetness.
and sweetness.
There's
Yes,
certainly a
his
sweet
hero
boy
was
in
coming
there.
in. He couldn't really decide which book to get Ozzy, so we got them all. We weighed it. It was 18 pounds of books.
Four different books on the Beatles totaled
Yes.
18 pounds.
18 pounds. And then the tragedy started rolling out when we realized one of the books was 10 years old and that he'd probably had it at that point, which he did.
I got the hiccups again.
It just,
From laughing.
And then it just cascaded
don't forget the part where then Jimmy wasn't sure of himself anymore, and he wanted to bail on the whole thing and not give Ozzy the birthday gifts. And then me and you were like, you have to.
Yeah,
at least for the radio at this point, you have to do this.
Before Ozzy even got here, there was the whole story of should he, shouldn't he? He was... he didn't know quite what to do. Very nervous about the whole thing.
Because I didn't want Ozzy, I know he knows me now. Again, it's like I don't want the guy to think I'm a dick. Like, I want him to like me. I don't want him to think that I'm a fucking creep, like an obsessive idiot who goes on a third date and buys a diamond engagement ring.
Yes.
Every
That's
kiss
exactly
begins
it.
with
Yeah.
yeah, that's exactly what it's like.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy went to Jared. Exactly. So it started unraveling even before Ozzy got here. And then...
and then through the whole interview, there's a pile of books all wrapped awkwardly in front of Jimmy.
All wrapped. Yeah, they were wrapped. They weren't just kind of. They didn't just. You didn't just bring them in a bag. They were wrapped. He also had his giant poster, which it didn't even qualify as a photograph that he wanted to get signed.
Yeah,
he blew this thing into poster size.
Had to. It was my only picture. Ozzy's like smiling with me, so I had to blow that one up.
It was good.
How big was the picture again?
13 by 21. It is the good size for a photo.
Where are you going to put that?
Well,
I think the biggest picture I got in my house is like an 8x10. 8x10 is about that. Maybe a little bigger than
Dude, I was
8x10.
like that, but I have a couple pictures like that one, and there's one more. I have a good picture of me and Lemmy together, which was blown up and laminated. There's some stuff that's bigger.
Honestly, I would love to beat you up about that, but when I come over your place, you got some cool-ass pictures.
It's cool as fuck. The thing is, it adds into the whole thing.
It doesn't look like an adult's apartment, but it still looks cool.
Dude, I was thinking that last night because I was hanging something. I once in a while will switch photos around.
Unfortunately, it wasn't yourself.
Believe me, my girlfriend thought the same thing. She's like, "You sure you don't want a rope and a stool to go up?"
Too bad you don't have any. You don't have any beams in your apartment. Oh well.
I was
here.
I was hanging this Ozzy thing I have, and I just like this. It's signed by Randy Rhoads. It's like a really hard to get thing that Florentine gave me years ago. I love it. And I'm like, this is not a 42-year-old man's apartment. I just didn't feel it. And I'm standing at my little Lemmy figure. I have like a little Lemmy figure who's holding a guitar, and it had fallen over, and his little arm fell off. My little Lemmy arm fell off. So I had to, and the microphone broke. So I'm like just readjusting it, and it's on top of my Dallas Cowboys football, and next to my Ace Frehley doll. It really is.
Oh, fuck.
That's fantastic.
But I can't put it over here because that's where all my signed baseballs are. I'm like, this is not a grown-up's place.
Like a little children's. Oh yeah, this is the Lemmy doll right there.
Eventually, you're gonna need a big house.
Does it come with a sugar pop on the side of his face?
Yeah.
His little right arm fell off. The poor fella.
Aww.
Poor Lemmy.
Poor Lemmy.
Yeah, I mean, your fans would love to walk through your place.
It is like a museum type.
I mean, I
thing
wonder
would
if
gather.
somehow you could like display that somewhere for a week or so. You would do well.
A gallery
man.
showing.
I'm serious.
Yes.
I don't know how expensive that would be, but maybe if you do it in Jersey or something, get out of Manhattan.
I've thought of it, but it would have to be obviously in a with funny. There would have to be something for people to see. Like I would have to write funny stuff with it. They'd have to be able to come in and look at it.
This
is a story behind the picture.
There's a way to do it, though.
Yeah.
Maybe an audio tour.
Yeah,
with little Jimmy explaining everything.
It's more. It would have to just be photos, but I don't know if I have enough of them yet to do that to justify an event.
An event that goes with it.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, with Ozzy and the presents and the books and everything that went on yesterday, had a great interview with Ozzy.
Yeah. Then we all knew that eventually it was going to lead to the presents sitting in front of Jimmy.
And Ozzy unwrapped him. He was very gracious. He had said that he did have the anthology book, the 10-year-old book, the giant one.
The expensive one.
The expensive one. Jimmy then gave Ozzy, and in the video, when you give him the card, I didn't even realize how mushy you were. It was like
that
giving...
wasn't that mushy, though.
No. You know something? As I was watching live, sitting here, it didn't come off as mushy or anything.
Right.
But watching it on video, it comes off a little bit boyfriend, girlfriend, first Valentine's Day card, junior high awkwardness. Yeah. No, it's a little awkward.
Know why? Because the card wasn't on top of the presents.
No.
So then it would have just been part of the gift.
He pulled it out.
And I know why he did it. And tell me if I'm wrong. All right. You were feeling pretty good about the whole thing and how it went down. And went, you know what?
Feeling pretty good about Ozzy's books. La, shut up.
You weren't sure if you wanted to give him the card, but then it went so well when he was opening the gifts. You're like, yeah, what the hell? I'm going to give him the card too. And you pulled it out of your jacket or your pocket, whatever.
I know you're right. I had actually signed it because again, the only reason I had that was they handed it to you. And I didn't. I told you my chick yelled at me, like, don't write in the book. She's like, it's not about you forever. You don't
It's not
people
about you.
But you could have put that just on the rap gifts
And
as
I was
part of the thing.
But at one point, I was so doubting I was going to go through with this. I'm like, I can't do it. And that was from you guys, not him. I knew I would give the card to, but I'm like, I can't. And I hadn't written anything in it that was like, you mean so much to me. It was nothing douchey like that. It was just a nice little sentiment and happy birthday.
Whoa, slow down.
You-
a little douchey.
You think so?
A little douchey. What?
You said he was bigger than the Beatles.
But I was kind of a goof because I'm a fan, but they're all Beatles books. So that's why I tied it. I'm like, the Beatles were great, second only to you. Happy birthday, Jim.
Second only to you.
But it's like, it's...
Love your Jim.
But I didn't say that. Love your grandson, Frank. I drew him a picture.
Slightly douchey.
Maybe,
Slightly.
but it was literally was only because there were Beatle books, and I was purposely not writing anything like, "Hey, thanks for 30." I was purposely not trying to put anything that would be anything other than a little whatever.
Sure.
You know what the awkwardness comes from, and we've all been in this situation. I've been in it. We've goofed on it many times. When you have when you're a fan, a legitimate fan of a guest that comes in here, you get this giddiness that goes on.
Yes.
I am totally guilty of the same thing.
All of us are.
Shawnee Smith, I was a fucking babbling idiot with her.
Yeah, I know. She's a fuckable chick. This is a 62-year-old gentleman.
I know. Your example's not good, Anthony. You were trying to get your dick in her hole.
I was just trying to make an
example's not
analogy,
good.
a little example of how we do get a little starstruck with some people.
Yeah.
And you do with Ozzy, which is fine. The thing is, the card, the way you gave it to him, if you watch the video, and by the way, the listeners, viewers of that video have dissected it like this Bruder film.
Oh, they
are
have.
going frame
they
by
really?
frame. They're talking about facial expressions. They're talking about, like, what did Jimmy, what was he feeling during frame 362?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Because
they are.
There's one frame that says it all because you were laughing hard like me and Ant were. And then you turn to look at the gifts, and there's a serious look on your face.
Yeah, there's one second.
It's when I come close to the camera, right?
It's one frame. You're looking at the books, and the books are there.
For maybe a split second, and then you go back to laughing. But there's a moment where you look like, holy shit!
Split second.
He didn't take the books.
Oh, it was. I so tried to. I'll tell you what happened with the. Well, do we tell people what happened? Like what?
No, we didn't tell.
Because you were doing a live read.
Indignity.
We ended the show.
Yeah.
And do we go back on the air at all or no?
The whole thing was on the air because technically we didn't end the show.
Right after the read, all of that was on the air.
Usually Anthony does the live read after we step away, but because we were so late, even though the show ended, Ant went into live read mode.
And you and Ozzy were talking about
doing stand up.
Yeah, and also you were looking
Wendy
at TV,
Williams.
looking at Wendy Williams' giant
I took
tits.
I took that part out of the video because I wasn't sure his wife would appreciate that Ozzy was really into Wendy Williams' tits.
But wait, so he. Oh, because I remember I was. So the people knew that.
Yeah, they heard all that.
Good.
yesterday.
I was so glad they actually did. It was.
Oh yeah. All that was in it, and then I heard Opie laughing. And
say there it is.
And say there it is.
Then
and
he just found it.
I'm still talking about something because I don't know what's going on. And then when I looked and saw the pile of books and Ozzy was gone,
well, I
lost my mind.
No, from my perspective, I'm like the whole time I'm thinking, is Ozzy going to take the books, or is one of his guys going to come in here and take the books? So when the show ended, you started live read mode.
Yeah,
I zoomed in on Ozzy and Jimmy. And then I'm looking at the there's the look. You gotta see you gotta tweet that, Jimmy.
No, because it really is. I have to say, it's in between face. It's like when one fat face is melding into another fat face.
It does look like you're looking down, going like,
but I really wasn't.
No, I know.
I'll be very honest.
Because the very next frame you're just smiling.
Yeah, but
happy Jimmy.
Yeah.
So I zoomed in on Ozzy and Jimmy as Ant's doing the live read, and now the corner of my eyes, I'm kind of filming. I'm looking at the fucking books. I'm like, I don't think he's fucking taking these things.
Yeah.
And then I was trying to get Ant's attention because Ant was laughing at Jimmy about how
I was just laughing at the whole
how
thing.
he was just being fanboy, and I'm like, fuck that. You're not going to believe what's going on right now.
How they had to drag Ozzy out of here because he was late for things, and you and Ozzy were talking, and I was laughing at that. And then once I saw that stack of books sitting exactly where Ozzy had placed them down after he unwrapped them, I lost my fucking mind laughing. I mean, it was the saddest little boy moment I'd ever seen.
It really was a. He had to go though. He had to go to. Here's what happened.
You tell us how you got to sleep last night.
Well, Travis.
Did
Travis
you sleep last night?
Not really, but I mean,
I can't wait to hear what your girl said about this whole thing. By the way,
dude, she just
I
hugged
can't
me.
wait.
Oh,
Really?
did
She was like,
you?
oh,
that is so sweet.
And I'm like, don't. And then we watched the video, and I was really great.
Yeah.
And then she was, she just kept hugging me. She's like, oh,
That is very sweet.
And I'm like, but I don't feel sad. I really didn't, because what happened was after it was done, the pile of books sat, the pile of gift, as it were.
18 pounds of books.
Yes, the almost 20 pounds of gift. I literally, if I had gotten him 2 9-pound bricks. But Ozzy went to pick them up.
Yeah.
He went to take them, and I told him to leave them. He went to pick them up, like he grabbed them as we were. He didn't run out. It's like normally when an interview's done, he would just go, all right, guys. But he actually was just standing there.
People had said that you completely sabotaged your own gift giving by talking to Ozzy.
I did, but he went. He went to grab them. I'm like, no, we'll get Tony to grab because Tony's his guy. But that's all I needed was for fucking Ozzy just to take these and have one of them fall off and smash his fucking the top of his foot bone
And break his toe.
and have to cancel 2 shows because of me. I didn't want, it's like,
Oh my God.
let the guys. There's fucking 10 guys out there. Let them do it.
Sure.
Oh my God.
So he left it there, and then he just started talking to me, and he's like, "What time do you get up for this?" And I'm like, 5. I'm like, I do comedy at night. He's like, "You're doing comedy at night, like on weeknights?" And we're just chatting, and he's not leaving. He's just hanging. And then he looks up at Wendy Williams on TV, and he goes, "Who's that? Look at her tits." He said something about Wendy. So me and Ozzy just looking at Wendy Williams' tits. I'm like, "That's Wendy Williams." He goes, "Who is she?" I'm like, "Well, she's a radio chick." And then the door had opened, and Mike from Sony, who literally he just had to. I heard he had to go right to Fuse from here. He had to go to Fuse. And then the president of Sony was presenting him with something. Oh, yeah. So he had a hard out. At
Did he leave that too?
Yeah, no, I'm sure he didn't.
And then the books just sat there.
Yeah, and then he left.
Oh my God.
And then that's why I wasn't sad, because normally, of course, I would have felt like a douche.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I knew what happened. And Ozzy's a little forgetful sometimes.
Could
Dude,
be,
he referred
sure.
to Jon Stewart and Stephen Colbert as those guys.
Those guys, and we were supposed to know.
Those guys who did that
from
thing.
those guys.
But Ozzy left his mug here.
Yes.
And
Wait, before you get to that really
That's the big
fast,
story.
just be so Ozzy's long gone. We're
Yes.
laughing our asses off, and just when you think that it couldn't get any better, Roland pops his head in. Because a lot of people are saying, what did Roland say? And I actually put...
which was great, by the way, that you put that.
I put that on so you know exactly what Roland said if you look at the video. But Roland peeks his head in, and in perfect timing goes, he wants the books. And Jimmy goes, no, he doesn't. And then Roland goes, I know.
Yeah, but he got me. There was a glimmer of hope, like because Roland goes, he wants his books.
He wants his books.
It was a kill shot.
And you turn around like, no, he doesn't. Like hoping
that he did.
And Roland, without missing a beat, just goes,
perfect timing.
Yeah, you're right. No,
Roland goes, I know, and then just kind of ducked it. He got me so good because I'll be no, he doesn't. It was almost like, hey, that chick wants to fuck you. No, she doesn't. Like, really,
No.
really.
Yeah.
But here would have been the honest moment. Say, this if emotionally I was being honest. Say he asked for the books.
Yeah. Ozzy asked for the books.
I'm so happy because I really felt bad for a second. No.
So that's where the video ends, and you can check it out on the YouTube channel, Opie Radio.
Now, the big thing is, it wasn't a complete loss for Jimmy.
Right.
Because Ozzy, most people just come in here and drink water out of the bottles, or they have styrofoam cups or coffee cups or whatever. Ozzy came in with this lovely ceramic
Christmas mug.
Christmas mug.
I thought we gave him that.
He was drinking out of. And
That's his mug.
Jimmy looked at that like the last bastion of hope in this whole grim situation of gift giving.
The Holy Grail had been left here.
Yes, the Holy Grail, as it were.
He had like soda or something in it. I didn't see what was in it.
Uh-huh.
But it was
Maybe
a dark
some tea or something.
Tea, right?
Who
It might have
knows?
been tea.
Yeah, and it was sitting right there. It was Ozzy's mug. I could see Jimmy was just thinking like he's taking it home, and he even said, "I'm going to take this with me, using it home.
Yeah,
it's like, I'm going to wash it out and drink out of it. It's like this will be Ozzy's mug. Great piece of memorabilia.
Right next to the 18 pounds of books, by the way.
Yes.
Within minutes of him kind of having that glimmer of hope that something good came out of this whole disaster of Ozzy's birthday.
When the laughter died down, Jim was like, I got his mug. I'm like,
I'm
ready
taking
to
this
leave.
home and drinking coffee out of it immediately.
The door opens. A gentleman walks in
from Ozzy's camp. To get the books, I guess.
And yeah, we were thinking, oh, maybe the books. And he goes, I need the mug that Ozzy left here. It's his favorite mug, and he doesn't drink out of anything else. So I got to take the mug.
Yeah, it was Liam. He came in. He goes, he has to have that mug. I think that one of his guys realized Ozzy probably said, "Where's my mug?"
Yeah.
He didn't remember
He didn't even say the books or anything.
Yeah,
The guy
why did one of the
back.
guys realize that he?
The guy didn't say, "Can I have the books
gifts?
and the mug?"
Right.
He came back specifically for the mug, and grabbed the mug and left. And everyone was shell shocked because it happened so fast. The guy just came in that no one remembered to go, "Hey, how about you take the books back to Ozzy?" So he left with the mug, still leaving the books behind.
Oh my God!
And so there was Jim with the stack of books he had bought. And no mug.
There's no mug for me.
They took the mug.
They did take that. What's it? Take the mug.
Take the mug.
So,
where are the books now?
I don't know. They're here, but believe me,
because someone said, "Please tell me Jimmy had to walk home with the books."
Oh God! Imagine the 20 pounds of books under his arm as he's trying to hail a cab in the rain. They're getting wet and ruined.
Ruined.
They're ruined.
I was.
The books are still on site, huh? Somewhere?
The books are here.
Those are very, very famous books now.
I believe they're here for the next time Ozzy does come in.
Do you think
he doesn't
he's
visit very often?
No, every 6 months or so.
So it'll be a while.
But do you think he's getting away with that? Do you think that he will not someday have that on his coffee table? But he was very nice about it. But
Oh, he
Why don't you
certainly
mail him
was.
to his house out
Oh,
there
yeah,
in
there you
Beverly
go.
Hills?
Ship 20 pounds of books.
Yeah.
I actually got, it's funny because I had emailed Sharon last week to ask her something. Because I do the Boneyard show. I wanted to ask something about this re-release of Blizzard and whatever. And I finally heard back from her last night. So I had to email her.
Oh.
She was like, I hope things went well with Ozzy today. And
Fantastic. Couldn't have went better.
You didn't bring up the books.
I did. But it was funny.
Oh, God. That is great.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. It's just watching the video, though. I watched it a few times. God damn.
You did you
good.
retweet?
I did.
I know Jimmy did.
I don't think I retweeted.
I just want people to see it.
It's great. It's great.
Yeah, I retweet.
It's my last tweet. If you follow me on Twitter, and then Opie Radio on YouTube, which is one word. I just want to say that you can find it that way. It's the latest video.
Dude, the only problem with I'm watching, I was embarrassed. I'm so fat in the video. That's why I believe I'm eating better now. The last few days I've been so miserable with. You know how it is the holidays. You're in mini bars.
Oh, yeah,
that fucking Leno
crazy.
show when I go out there, it kills me because they feed you on the plane really well. You eat in the fucking hotel. It's really hard not to eat.
Deliciousness is everywhere.
It's so hard. But anyway, it's for anyone that watches the video. I know I'm a fat pig. Please, I know.
Dude, they have to just dissect everything.
Oh no, I didn't.
It's
I don't know if they
unbelievable.
said anything. I didn't read any comments.
I might not want to read the comments.
Oh, I don't care.
I'm just
yeah. I wouldn't be offended because they're right. I know when I put on, but I put on 10 pounds. I know it. It's got to go. But that's the only part I was embarrassed about. I was watching.
You look the same to me.
But I just watch.
But then again, I'm not gay like half these fucking guys that have to comment on our appearance all the time.
Dude, I'm so pale that any weight I put on is noticeable because you can't see any structured definition separating things. I look like a flesh stalk. Like my eyes look like an extension of my stomach and chest.
Anyway, sorry. So you wrote
that's okay.
Sharon about the books?
Oh yeah, I just told her what happened, but it was very. I wrote to her. I won't read the whole thing, but I said Ozzy was great as always. We had a lot of good laughs. For his birthday, I bought him 4 hardcover Beatles photos, which totaled 18 pounds, and I put them in capital letters.
Did you write photos?
Photo books.
Oh, okay.
I bought him 4 hardcover Beatle photo books. And I wrote, I'm a true horse's ass. He was rushed out to make it to a Fuse interview, so we wound up leaving them on the counter in studio, which was a hilarious ending to the show. Me and my stupid giant pile of books.
Stupid giant pile.
I wrote that to you. I said he really seemed to enjoy himself today. It was one of the most fun times I've had. And that's I'm going because she asked if I was going on the show.
That's
but
great,
yeah,
yeah.
it was a very funny ending. It really, honestly, I had so much fun yesterday.
It was unbelievable.
And sitting next to him like that, like I know we've interviewed enough people, and I've talked to him enough. He really had a good time.
Yeah, he
and
did.
I know
He did.
he enjoyed it, and he was laughing through most of the
He
interview.
wasn't rushing to get out
No.
of here. Other people, you know,
there's no
obviously
doubt.
He had a
enjoyed it,
fucking great time.
He had a lot of fun.
That's all I cared about. That was one of the most fun times I've ever had on the air.
Yeah.
Was interviewing him
Now you
yesterday.
got the video and the pictures. Danny was taking pictures the whole
Yeah.
Danny did great,
Yeah.
man. He did probably like 90 photos.
A lot of candid shots, which is
Yeah,
good.
and it's hard to take with a camera unless you have a tremendous shutter speed, because when one of us is laughing at this movement,
moving.
but they still came out good.
Can I? What did your girl say?
Well,
so she just hugged you. Anything else there?
She hugged me, and she was like, she felt really bad because she was like, she knew about me buying the, and I said to her, I was like, yeah. I was like, I told him, and she bit my head. I'm like, yeah, I told him about your idea about getting a gift bag. They were laughing. And she's like, what are we going to do? Give them to him in a fucking Borders bag? And I'm like, yeah, I guess you're right.
right. Jesus.
It was very funny. Oh, she really gave me a good smashing yesterday.
Oh, and well, she should.
But no, she felt bad for me because she just kept hugging me, going, "Oh." She felt really bad for me, but I'm like, you don't have to.
I gotta tell you, the video.
Horrible.
The video is really just is a moment, obviously, but it doesn't truly do it justice. Make sure you listen to the best of this weekend on this channel.
Yeah, you gotta hear the
because
whole
the
setup.
build-up where Jimmy talks about the gifts for, I think we talked about it for 45
We
minutes.
absolutely did.
Yeah, and then
Should he, blow it off?
Yeah, where he doesn't quite know
Oh,
if
my-
he should or shouldn't.
And then the confidence when Ozzy liked the first book when he unwrapped it. Oh my God!
Well, I figured it was going good by then, and we were having a fun. The whole interview, I thought, like, well, will it be about the books or won't it? Like, I didn't know what the. And then it turned out not to be. Like, we were just fucking.
And did he call
chatting.
you
Right,
homo
yeah.
sweet?
Yes, that was funny.
Yeah, almost.
He goes, "Oh, you're so homo sweet." That was the
Homo
fucking
sweet.
homo sweet. It was a very thank you. It was a very very funny moment.
I can't remember the last time I laughed that hard.
That was crazy.
That
We've had
made
some
the
big
video.
laughs
Dude,
on
your
this fucking
laugh,
show.
because I was
Crazy
watching
funny.
it from your flip cam point of view, and I saw that it was really a great job with the video because you transcribed Roland's, which was great.
Yeah.
And your building of your laugh on those pile of books is fucking great. And then I could hear Ant going, and they're physically removing Ozzy from Little
Yeah.
Jimmy Norton. Like, it was
Yeah,
very
yeah.
funny to hear that natural moment. And then that,
And the reason why
it was great.
the reason why I'm loud in the video is because I'm holding the camera.
Yeah,
asshole.
you didn't have a boom mic.
It's so exhausting.
Does the flip cam
dealing
come with a boom
assholes.
mic?
I'm holding the camera. That's why I'm
Yeah,
the
he's right.
loudest.
It was right there. And it was like
Jesus.
you weren't hearing that audio through microphones. You were that flip cam audio
No, it was just
is through
room
a flip
audio.
cam.
Right. Yeah,
So
because
you-
that's all we're
Room
doing right
audio.
now. We really need to, whatever.
It was very funny.
Let's just keep it fun. But
It
I
was
mean,
good.
if it's so obvious
Yeah,
that
it was
this
fun.
show needs a visual element. It's so obvious, but they're not all in down the hall for some reason.
It was fun.
So we do what we can here and there.
I think it came out.
Oh God, dude. That
I
was
do. I
just
really did
unbelievable.
laugh, and I could not have been happier with that interview. I really could have been. It
Everyone-
was so much fun.
Everyone I talked to, people, the stuff I read on Twitter was just that everyone loved it, thought
Yeah.
it was hysterical. Keith called me at one point. He was driving into work and listening to the replay, and he goes, because I told him what happened yesterday when I got home. He was there doing some work, and he said, I'm at the part where you guys are just talking about his poster-sized photograph, and he goes, already, I just know this is not going to go well. Yeah,
He got the
great.
photograph of the poster signed.
Yeah.
though.
Oh,
What,
yeah.
what did he write? He was writing for a while.
To Jim, you are the best. Love, Ozzy.
Aw.
It was actually a great photo of us. It's us. It's after I did the I did like when I did the hour with him to promote Scream.
That was out in L.A.?
No, that was here. That was in.
Didn't you interview him in L.A.?
That was the MTV building here in New York. We used their studio.
Gotcha.
I did Bill Ward in L.A. And we took a couple of really nice photos together. But this was a really good one. We're smiling together.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
he's like,
that's
"That's
a
a
good
great
one."
picture." Like he commented on what a good picture it was. I was so happy.
Yeah.
But he
You
genuinely enjoyed it. And now, believe me, I know he knows me. That's all I care about. It's like
That's it.
he probably doesn't know me
does.
by name, but he knows my face.
Yeah.
And it's great.
Let's say hi to Tammy in Tennessee. Tammy.
Hi, Tammy.
Yes, I love you, Jimmy Norton. I love you, Opie and Anthony.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I listen to your show every day. I'm dedicated.
Thank you.
I listen to it twice a day,
Tennessee.
morning and afternoon.
No, it is.
But I was
Little-
just wondering.
It's a slower pace than New York.
Yeah.
Is what I
But I
noticed.
know-
Yeah.
But I was just wondering.
Compare it to the
We've
eastern
had
or
this-
western coast.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not wondering
Will you
that.
just get your point across?
What do you want to say, Tammy?
Yes, Tammy.
We talked about Ozzy yesterday, and we've talked about him today for 39 minutes. Mentioned his name about 50 to 60, maybe 70 times.
Sure.
That's
Are we
right.
gonna talk about anything else?
No, I'll be honest, Tammy. Here's the schedule. One, hang up on inbred retards. That's number one on the schedule.
Okay.
No,
I love the people that can't.
Tammy, we're just.
I love the people that can't pick up on the fact that a moment went down. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter if we're going to now talk about it for another hour. People want to
Exactly.
hear this. They want.
I know,
They want the
underestimated.
dissection of what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
But
was-
then you got dummies like Tammy from Tennessee.
Dummies.
Excuse me.
Who's too busy fucking her brother to
Yeah.
understand what the
Dark.
fuck is going on
Excuse me.
with the show she enjoys so much, but she doesn't understand it.
Listen to that twang.
Come in. Hello, come in.
Ozzy.
What?
Ozzy.
I love
Ozzy.
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 Yay.
I want everyone today, if they get on the air with us, to just say Ozzy.
Ozzy. Say his
Ozzy.
name. Or say his proper name. John Michael Osborne.
Oh.
I want his name mentioned.
Okay, John Michael.
Atta girl.
There you go. There you go, Tammy.
It was a very fun.
All right, bye, Tammy.
Tammy, it's a recap of. Here's the thing.
She doesn't understand.
The reason
how
it's a
things
little
work.
bit of a bigger moment than most normal interviews is because everybody knows I'm a fanatic for the guy, and for many years we all have these weird, like when Danny went down and tried to get Mustaine to sign the guitar.
Right.
It became.
It becomes a thing.
It became more than just a guy who couldn't get something signed.
forgot about
It's
that.
a whole fucking thing.
You didn't forget that?
No, but it's always nice when there's a humiliating celebrity dick in you to bring your friend in, who's also swabbed his own ass blood off a fucking celebrity dick.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Danny just running around the building like Super Mario
That was-
with this guitar.
Yeah, he's fucking strumming it like that guy in the he did around a Crambo. Remember that was in Tom and Jerry? He had to play with Tom's fucking.
Crambo.
But it's like one of those things where it becomes more than just the moment. It's like because we know how much he loves it. That's what it. That's
Yeah. You know.
Before we wrap this whole thing up for now,
I'm not done. No,
Were you-
we're gonna go
were
until
you,
9:40.
Yes.
were you sad at all?
No, honestly, no. It was like
Did you reflect on the whole thing after the show when you were kind of in your apartment?
honestly, my feelings about the whole thing were, and I really honestly, was that I know he would have, because he physically did, and Travis even said to me, he goes, I got the audio of you telling him not to take the books.
Oh, okay.
Like, I guess it got picked up on Mike and I didn't even realize it. You got it, E-Rock? E-Rock, welcome back! Congratulations.
Oh.
What do you have? So I guess
Where was
we
he?
have to get
Yeah.
Ozzy out.
All right.
Right.
Good seeing
you guys. God bless you.
Ozzy, we
man.
love you,
Thanks
bro.
so
Thank
much.
you, Ozzy. We love you.
All right,
Always
we're
the best.
I guess we're done too, right? We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Of course we are.
I'll have Tony get for you.
Oh, well,
Sign a picture of us.
there it is. I'm telling you for you. Could you sign a picture of it? And that's where that was the breakdown right there.
Well, then he
guess you
started
get-
just talking.
That
I guess
was
you
the
got to
moment.
call Tony.
The moment of impact.
No, I never got Tony.
I know, but call him. You know him. Tell him to come.
I don't have
get
his
the books.
He's a sweet. I actually
Where are the books? I got to see the books.
the big pile of them.
know.
They really are. I'll take a photo with them.
It's giant.
The day after.
A giant pile of books.
I would actually like a photo holding the books.
Yes, if you can hold them that long.
Your fans would love those books.
Oh, my
they're
fans
famous.
can buy them. I have a
They're
receipt.
famous books now.
They're extremely famous.
famous books now.
The but honestly, the interview, like it's like, I made him laugh a little bit. It was like he had so much fun. We were yelling at you because you asked me if he looked at tits.
Oh yeah. No, I know it was
fucking
fantastic.
love-
We had
so
a
I
great
felt
time.
great after
A lot of
it.
laughs.
Good.
I loved
a
it.
lot of laughs with the
All
gentleman.
right. Why don't we take our first break? We got a busy show. We got
Yes.
Kevin Smith calling in today at 9:30.
Oh, good.
I think he's playing Long Island this weekend, right?
The old
Yeah,
Westbury.
man.
whatever
That has to
they
be
call
sold
it now.
out.
That's huge.
All right, go ahead. Just drop them on the console.
There's the books.
Ah, look at that.
Those books
Aw.
are so famous now.
in the
And
bag, the big fucking Barnes & Noble bag.
Also, Bob Saget's coming in here in about an hour. His new show is called Strange Days. It's on A&E.
What is it? I didn't see
I
it.
saw the first 2 episodes. I like it.
Is it a
He just
sitcom?
puts himself in weird situations. No, it's like reality.
Oh.
He puts himself in weird fucking situations.
The first episode, which I think aired last night, I saw it beforehand. He was hanging out with a hardcore biker gang.
Like the real
cool.
deal kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you would think it would be Bob Saget goofing on the whole thing, but it got real serious, which I
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
liked. Kind of like to see another side of Bob Saget. And then the other episode, which is next week, I saw already, he hangs out with Bigfoot hunters in the woods.
Hunters.
It's a
Great.
good show. Every week he's doing something a little different.
It's weird how Saget became this. He really is an iconic figure as far as from good-natured stuff.
Right.
America's Funniest Home Videos, and
2 of the biggest shows ever. That other
what's
piece
the show?
that other piece
Full
of
House.
shit.
But yeah, both very family-friendly things.
Yes.
And really, you cannot. They're in syndication like a mother. He is a really famous guy for that mentality and that.
Yep.
And then he was on that game show, 1 versus 100. I
Yeah.
guess I was the only one. I really loved the show.
It
And
probably-
he laughs when I bring it up.
Yeah.
But I really liked that game show. It just didn't stick.
Bad time. I think they had it on at a bad time, and also I think Howie Mandel's show just won that battle. I think that's what it
It
was.
was
That's
kind
true.
of a battle between those 2. Yeah.
And then also at 8 o'clock today, Magic Bob.
Magic Bob.
Magic Bob will be making his appearance today. And
Magic Bob.
And I just think of what Jimmy says about Magic Bob. This is Bob's new thing.
His new thing.
His new thing, right? Bob's always finding... What's up?
Oh no! Danny's saying there are tickets available for Kevin Smith because I guess he's doing it primarily in Westbury.
Is he doing it in the round?
Yeah, it's the NYCB Theater at Westbury.
Where the
Tickets
stage
are
fucking rotates the entire show?
He may rotate, he may not. Sometimes they set it up, but either way, it's an amazing venue.
Very cool.
And Kevin gives you your fucking money.
No,
for
what
it.
I was saying, Magic Bob, this is his latest thing to...
He's a magician.
No, to get rid of the demons or whatever. You talk about how Bob's always finding something...
Oh, yeah.
Something new to occupy his time, so he
Occupy
doesn't
his
have to
time.
think about, who he is.
So he doesn't he doesn't have to look in the spiritual mirror, as we say.
See what dreck he is.
Not that he wants to look in the physical one either, but the spiritual mirror is really bad for Bob.
So for the first time on our show, Magic Bob.
Yeah.
God, we got to do it all over again today. What the fuck?
Magic Bob.
Hello, my name's Ozzy Osbourne, and you're listening to my pal, Little Jimmy Norton. What a fucking little guy he is.
Opie and Anthony. Hey, I want people to stop sending me something, and they're probably sending it to you as well, Anthony, and you, Jimmy. There's a story going around that some dude ejaculated while he was getting patted down by the TSA. It's a fake fucking story. It's not real. Look at the guy's last name. His name is Cummings.
Cummings?
Yay.
I think his name's Percy Cummings, right? Yeah,
Percy
see?
Cummings.
Man arrested after ejaculating during TSA pat-down. First of all, would you get arrested for ejaculating?
I don't think so.
You're not doing the ejaculating.
Hey, I didn't do anything.
You're just sitting there as they pat you down, and then you spill cum in your pants, and
Make
you're getting
cumsies.
arrested for that. No,
Make
that's
cumsies.
that can't happen. That's impossible. But people are sending this around like it's a real story, and I would bet a lot of money it's not a real story.
No.
It's like The Onion or something.
It's a
fucking
website
around.
called
Fake news.
Yeah, fakenews.com. Yeah.
It's
Dead
actually
Serious
called Dead
News.
Serious News, which
Yeah, it says
Kinda
a
means
47-year-old gay man was arrested at San Francisco International Airport after ejaculating while being patted down by a male TSA agent. And then it says Percy Cummings, an interior designer from San Francisco.
Ah, right.
Is being held without bail after the alleged incident.
bail?
Charged with sexually assaulting a federal agent. This is a fake story.
Yeah.
Come on.
Totally.
Come on, wake up, people.
Smell the coffee. Wake up
Right.
and smell the coffee.
Right. he didn't get arrested for coming in his pants.
No.
That's something you can't help. So if they're patting you down and
you,
yeah, exactly. They can't arrest you for that.
Face. Oh.
You can't be arrested for that.
No. Ends up coming. And the story goes around like it's a real story.
Yeah. It's making its rounds, that one, so.
Stupid.
How's everything else, man?
Good. I had something I wanted to bring up, but fuck if I can remember it. God damn it.
How great the New York Jets are and how they're going to kick the Pats' asses.
God damn. Oh.
On Monday Night Football.
Are they doing that?
Is it Pats' asses? That was tough to say there.
I would say the Patriots.
It makes it easier,
They're
right?
Patriots.
That is going to be one hell of a Monday night game. Holy shit, everyone's going to be watching.
Yeah, it's a biggie. That's a good one to watch.
And the Jets beat them the first time out, let's not forget.
Yeah.
Because I get beat up being a Jets fan that we've had an easy schedule, which I can't really argue. But now,
bleed Jets green.
But we beat the Patriots earlier this season. So, but the fucking news, it's all about Tom Brady's hair, and they're doing a poll in the New York papers.
Yeah,
saying, and even New York fans like Brady's hair over Sanchez's hair. It's like, can we just talk about the fucking game, please?
No.
It's a big fucking game for both teams, obviously.
People love the soap opera aspect.
Both teams are 9-2.
Crap.
And I don't think the hardcore of Boston guys want to talk about Tom Brady's hair.
No?
Leading up to the big game. The big game.
You don't think Boston fans are into
Brady's look?
Yeah.
They're probably embarrassed by how he looks. Can I tell you who I saw yesterday?
Oh. Do tell.
Jim Kelly's face couldn't be redder. It's not summer, right?
No, not that I know.
I saw the great Jim Kelly in the bathroom yesterday here at Sirius XM. And I said, the great Jim Kelly. And he goes, thank you. And then I'm like, why the fuck didn't we get Jim Kelly on our show? He was in 4 Super Bowls with the Bills.
Yeah, well.
4 losing Super Bowls.
Losing ones. He was in them, though.
I heard he likes. And his face was very...
Well, come on.
Yeah.
If you lost 4 fucking Super Bowls, I'd be pounding him down. It's like, it's good now. You take a pissing. You're pissing over there. No pesky Super Bowl ring.
All right.
Get your dick caught in.
Sure. Who got to talk to Kelly yesterday around here? And are we being offered guys like that?
Like Mad Dog.
I don't know. No, Mad Dog's in the afternoon. He was here early. Yeah, very early.
I would think a sports show.
Sure.
Just throwing it out there.
I'm stalling. Do you remember what you wanted to talk about?
Fuck no.
Was it TV?
It was on the... It probably was. What else do I ever fucking do? Well, look at the little thing, because I think it was on the news story thing that goes out. I love Travis's little news story thing of the day.
I love it, too. There was one the other day we didn't even talk about. Did you hear that they came up with a new product where it's whipped cream and alcohol? Holy shit.
Yeah, they're putting alcohol in everything, and it's just being outlawed the second they do it. Like there was that drink. What the hell was the name of that
Four
shit?
Loko.
What's that kind of drink we got? Four Loko.
Four Loko.
Yeah, Four Loko. And they kind of banned it around here.
That's for the kids.
Yeah, for the kids.
I would love to say that I could drink some Four Loko. Get the fuck out of here.
It's horrendous.
It's so disgusting.
Is it bad?
I heard about it when I was driving in when they were going to ban it here in New York.
Yeah.
And because that's the first I'd ever heard. I'd never even heard of this shit before. So on the way home, I was like, I got to get me some of that Four Loko and see what that's all about. So I bought like 3 cans of it, and I got like maybe a third through the first one, and I'm like, all right, this is really gross.
Why am I doing this?
Have a beer now.
It's one of those, disgusting. Just to get hammered things you drink as a kid. That's it. What do I got in my basement? I got some kind of shit.
Juice.
What's juice?
It's the same thing.
It's the same shit.
Pretty much.
It's like fucking, massive alcohol and fucking...
They're all like 12%, and it's all filled with caffeine and taurine. It's like Red Bull with Boone's Farm.
How did that end up in my fucking basement? I don't even know.
See, juice.
Yeah.
That's even only 10%. That Four Loko shit is 12.
Wait,
damn, yo.
They're not spelling juice properly on the can.
No, it's Joose.
That's Jews.
Jews. Happy Hanukkah, by the way.
It started?
Tonight.
Tonight at sundown.
What's wrong with these people?
Tonight at sundown, Hanukkah starts. Hanukkah.
Thanksgiving. We haven't even digested the turkey, and they're doing the Hanukkah. What's wrong with that?
Hanukkah's odd. Sometimes it's late November. Sometimes it's December. Sometimes it's January.
They can't wait to get their suffering going.
Get it going. Get it going. Light those menorahs.
Oh, my
The menorah.
Yeah.
I got all my Christmas shit going in. Got home yesterday. Wow. Had people over the house. Mm-hmm. There's scaffolding up for the Christmas tree. It's like fucking
real tree?
Rockefeller Center.
You go real tree?
No, I'd have to do one of those things where they truck it in like Rockefeller Center.
I know, but that would be
crazy.
kind of cool.
Nah,
we should do that one year.
I got the fake tree, but it looks really good. It's one of those that like it looks like a real tree.
How do you get the smell going then without the
I
real
can
tree?
do it like I said yesterday. I'm a candle guy.
Candle guy.
I love the candles. I was lighting candles all over the house last night.
Mm-hmm.
It was fantastic, all Christmassy. I think I went through about 3 cords of wood in probably 2 weeks. I get my fireplace going like a fucking locomotive.
Jealous.
It's crazy.
I need a house. I want a fireplace.
Dude, you know
I
how
love when you got that
I gotta tell you,
fireplace rocking.
Sitting there, but I do, and I was talking to Keith about this too. I obsess on it, and I think a lot of people do this. I obsess on the fireplace. I can't. I'm always. I gotta
Stoking?
get up and I gotta poke it.
Are you a stoker?
I'm a stoker. and now the big thing is like I used to. I know. I'm just realizing that Danny, you've seen it 1,000 times.
Why?
I'm constantly getting up off the couch, grabbing the poker and poking,
Why?
throwing another log in because I like a big
Everybody
fire.
has their own thing. Like me, I have like Facebook. Like I'm always on. Like if I put my phone in my pocket, 2 seconds later, it's back out of my pocket.
Yeah,
and it's just one of those things where it's just like you're obsessive over it. And I guess with Ant in the winter, it's the fire.
And he has to poke it constantly?
Poke it. And
in the summer, it's the pool
and
skimmers.
then in the summer, it's the pool and looking at the pool remote, making sure the pumps are on and the temperature.
And the temperature of the pool. And then in the winter, it is completely the fireplace. Like, I'm constantly bringing wood in like a fucking... I need a coal tender in the back of my house, like an old train.
That's usually in hockey you get that.
No, that's a goaltender, Chip. Oh, good gravy. And I'm constantly tossing wood in there and poking the fire. And it's got to be, like, if I see a log, it's turned the wrong way, I gotta get that little hook part of the poker and flip it over.
Yeah.
But it's all part of, like, the winter ritual at the house.
Very nice.
I like it. And then all the Christmas decorations are going up. I have now, during Halloween, if you remember, there was a scary, there was pictures. I took a lot of pictures.
Mummy.
Of the scary mummy in front of the door now. Now Scary Santa is back. It's
You
like
got Scary Santa.
Yeah, you walk in the door and there's
Why would you have
Santa
Scary
staring.
Santa?
Because I don't buy this stuff Angela does.
That's for Halloween. Festive. Joyous.
It's Santa. He's there. He's looking
Wonderful.
right at you. And then downstairs, now a new thing. You round the corner, and there's a life-size nutcracker guy that's standing downstairs right when you round a corner. I went, ah!
I love that you don't even have control of your own house.
I don't know what's in there.
It's amazing to me.
I don't know what's in my house. It scares me when I walk around
When
it.
did you lose control of your own house?
Years ago. The Marescas took my house over.
The Wi-Fi was out at Ad's house last week, and I'm like, "Well, where's your router? You should probably reset." He's like, "I don't know."
Like, I have no idea. I know where my original router was, like the one from Verizon. But then there's like a repeater router. And me and Danny are going around the house checking every freaking closet.
what?
I'm up in the attic. Finally found it in a storage closet somewhere against the ceiling.
You don't have any arsenic in your house, do you?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Why, you watching those crime shows?
What's going on
Out of the
over there?
picture?
You've lost control of your house.
And Keith's wife does get mail sent there, which Keith said they're just trying to establish residency so they could throw me out of my own house.
Well, fuck it, let them pay the property taxes.
Yeah, exactly. You pay the taxes.
I would love to find out you're a squatter in your own home
Yeah,
and they kick you out.
They throw me out. I'm like, what happened? How did this happen?
But in some weird twist, you still got to pay the mortgage and the bills.
Yeah, I'm looking
for
through the
somebody
front
else.
door. Keith is stoking my fire.
That's not.
Oh
good.
my God, is that the Santa?
Is that yours? Is that your scary
Yeah,
Santa?
you know what?
Banister,
I
doesn't
think Travis had it saved from last year.
Oh wow, he made it extra creepy too.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
sure
nice
did.
hipstamatic shot.
Yeah, that is creepy.
You know, getting back to the fire.
Drawing that thing.
Can I get back to the fireplace for a second?
Yes.
I shouldn't like fires because when we were kids, one of our jobs, we had jobs as we
course
were
you did.
living with Mommy and Daddy. We had a wood-burning stove because, of course, why turn on the heat when you have a wood-burning stove?
I like a wood-burning stove. It's nice and warm 3 feet from the stove.
Exactly.
And then your bedroom
Exactly.
upstairs or something is freezing fucking
You nailed
cold.
it. Exactly. So you had to be around the wood-burning stove to appreciate the heat. Everywhere else in the house was freezing.
It's great when you lived in a log cabin, a one-room log cabin.
Because my mom was convinced that they were going to knock on our door at any moment and kick us all out for some reason because we didn't pay our heating bill. Whatever. So my dad got the bright idea. He can't, and you can't pay for wood. That's dumb too because that's another bill. And
That's why they call it the woods.
We had woods in the back of our house.
It's wood there.
But we forested that shit.
Yeah.
There was a time we were knocking down trees just to feed this wood-burning
Was the
stove.
Hughes family getting accused of deforestation? Were you just clearing out fucking...
We did some things.
Pulling down rainforests.
And then my dad got a little nervous that maybe they would be onto us. So he got, and some of you guys could relate to this, he got the paper roller. Do you know what this paper roller thing is about?
It's supposed to roll up your newspaper so tight.
I was 12 years old.
That it makes a virtual log.
I was rolling paper logs as a 12-year-old. It was misery.
And
then you had to put wire around them to keep them together. And then we were throwing those in the wood-burning stove.
They make crazy embers, too.
They sure do.
Paper is not good to burn.
Did I also tell you that my mom got the bright idea, and this is why I think I'm brain damaged and can't read properly? You know that she started burning our garbage in the wood-burning stove?
No.
Yes!
Like a fucking...
Yes!
Why?
Like an incinerator.
I got brain damage.
Like an incinerator in your house.
Where's my brothers?
What kind of garbage?
They steer clear of this conversation.
Like food stuff?
What kind of garbage?
Plastic? What kind of...
Imagine what you throw away.
So like a plastic milk bottle or something?
That's what I'm getting at. Burning plastic in my house.
Wow.
Yes, I got brain damage.
And the ash from that stuff is toxic.
Of course.
Like and what were you like cleaning the ash? Was one of your jobs to clean the ash out?
Yes. And I don't know. I mean, did you have to pay for garbage removal back then? I don't even know.
I think you had to pay your carter on Long Island. It was private carting.
Okay, so there was a time we did away with that to save another bill, and she was burning the garbage for a long time.
That had to
all
be
the plastic milk bottles and
wow.
And then we had to bury the remains in the backyard. You know, all the metal and shit that didn't burn down.
And the toxic ash.
Yes.
When they burn at these incinerators, the ash is so toxic, it's treated as toxic waste.
There you go.
That's probably not good to breathe in your home.
Oh, my goodness.
You would smell the plastic
isn't.
burning. Between that and the paper logs, maybe I should stay away from fires.
That's bad. I've also, it's another obsession of mine with the fire, is to be able to start the fire with the minimal amount of paper and the minimal amount of lights. Because I was very bad at lighting a fire. I needed those fucking Duraflame fire starter cubes, and they're like giant bouillon cubes, and I would use like 4 of them and light them and throw logs on and still fuck it all up. Now it's like a ritual. One little roll of paper, one little roll of Newsday or something tucked in there, and then you got to pull the sticks off and feel like I'm stranded on a desert isle.
That's awesome.
It's great. And then you sit on the couch, you watch some shitty television with a crackling fire, so a drink in your hand, of course.
Burn a cord of wood.
Burn a cord of wood a week. I need more wood. I'm crazy with it.
Poking the fire.
Poke the fire. Poking at the fire with the la 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 la. Getting more wood in the la la
and
la la.
That's what Ant doesn't understand about that song. The him obsessing over the fire, that's his la la la.
Is that my la la la?
That's your
That's
la
his
la 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 la.
That's my la la la.
Trying to get it stoked now, a la 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 la. Just want to have a glass of la 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 la. Think today about the radio la la. That's all it is.
Is that it?
No, it's shit.
I love the la la la.
I was telling my girlfriend last night because that song was in my head. It was stuck in my head.
Feeling pretty good.
Good.
I don't remember that. I don't know that part.
Good.
Does he say that?
Feeling pretty good. It's my favorite part.
Yeah.
Where does he say that?
Just how he says good.
Good. Fuck.
Yes.
Why did you ask? Every day now until Christmas.
Feeling pretty good. La la la. Taking my time on the la 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 la. On the phone down in the la 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 la. Everybody singing like la la la.
Next time you're poking your fire, think of this song.
No, I'm poking the fire.
Just ruin his winter ritual.
I know. He's not going to be poking and go la 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 fuck.
Yeah.
Poking at a teen. La 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 la.
They took over his house, la 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 la. It was like Michael Keaton in Pacific Heights, la 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 la.
No, not this song. It sucks.
I was trying to express to her how much you hate this. I was like, Ope loves it.
I really do.
Loves the song.
It's not even a
and
bit.
Hates it. It's hilarious. I know. It's very real.
And I really realize now when you tell me that it's like La La could be whatever, but see, he doesn't present it in that way. When he goes riding on the La 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 La, it's like, no. What do you mean by that? It's not vague enough. He gets specific and then vagues it up. It's not vague enough for La La.
That's the point. It doesn't matter.
No, it
doesn't
matter.
matter.
Wait, you like the song?
I like this.
It's a cop out. It's a cop out.
Taking my time.
Here,
Taking my time on the La 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 La.
Put it on pause. We'll finish the song because I was thinking about this because, like Jimmy said, I really do love the song and you hate it.
I can't stand
I had
it.
to live in a fantasy world growing up.
Yeah.
And I don't think you had to live in a fantasy world as much as you think.
Well, I did.
Like my Christmases, my parents, I got to do something positive. They always went overboard for Christmas. But then on the other side of that, we'd find mommy in the kitchen crying her eyes out because she had shitty Christmases growing up. Year after year after fucking year.
Hold on Christmas?
Fucking year. On fucking Christmas.
You'd have that?
Right in the middle of the joy of opening all the gifts.
So it ruins everyone's Christmas?
And where's Mom? I don't know. You would find her somewhere crying because, she didn't have the proper Christmases growing up. And I would look at her and go, well, at this point, you've had probably 20 really good Christmases.
It should be about your kids, right?
And now it's way more than that.
Right,
obviously.
yeah.
So would everybody kind of focus the attention that way?
What do you think?
What do you think?
So now
everyone's got to tend to the problem instead of having a joyous
What
Christmas.
do you think, Jimmy? It was very confusing because on one hand you saw the gifts that almost were as high as the ceiling. No exaggeration. It would take over the entire living room. And then on the other side of it, was that.
Here we go. Search for the blue comb, la 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 la.
What do you think? So when I hear the La 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 song, I'm living in a fantasy world.
Up in the apple tree, la 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 la, penis and vagina, got a la 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 la, scared the little boy and a la 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 la.
Yeah, the focus drastically changed.
It
certainly did.
I didn't have a lot of Christmases. As a kid, I had a lot, and it was very cool and very Christmassy and stuff. And I remember very happy, joyous Christmases after, Dad left and stuff. Although I do remember going over my father's relatives, because Christmas Eve was at my mom's relatives, which I still go to and still hang out with them on Christmas Eve. Christmas Day was my father's relatives in Queens, so we had to drive into Queens. And it was just, everyone was hammered. The men were groping the women that were around. And I barely remember it as a kid.
Everyone was smoking,
like crazy, drinking, yelling. That would always end in an argument. But Christmases, I kind of remember those. But then after the divorce and stuff, my mother did a really good job of making sure that we got, trees and Christmas things and presents. But then after I got, pretty much thrown out of the house and had to enter life, I did that so poorly that I couldn't get a Christmas tree or anything. So I spent a lot of years with no Christmas, with nothing. So now I go overboard and completely decorate the house.
So you went a bunch of years without
any Christmas,
caring about Christmas. But you're like myself. Now that you have kids.
I don't have kids.
Well, you know what I mean. Your kids are different than my kids.
Like my oh, God, no, I see.
Now that you got kids in your life, like myself, doesn't it? It brings back the spirit of Christmas.
It's all for the children, Opie.
Right.
I do it for the children.
I'm talking about my son, and of course you're talking about some of your choices you make.
My girl. Jesus Christ.
I do have to say, because I know my mom did as best she could.
Oh, you're gonna. Oh, that's a nice little thing you're doing.
Fucking therapy. Fuck yourself.
Is the other therapist always saying that?
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
No, she's cool.
Best.
Is she gonna get an
best they
earful
could.
this fucking Thursday?
Oh, really?
Oh,
I have to cancel therapy today. Actually, I'm going to get charged for it. Fuck.
Oh,
why? Really? Mine doesn't charge.
Mine, if I don't give her notice.
Mine doesn't charge.
If I cancel 2 days out and she can fill the spot, she's fine with that. But if I cancel less than 2 days and she can't fill it,
Right?
Really?
Well, yeah, it's fair. I make an appointment.
I guess it is.
Yeah, she wants to make money now, la 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 la. She doesn't want to listen to me, la 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 la. Babble about trannies now, la 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 la. Same shit every week, la 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 la. I don't know why I can't stop, la 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 la. No eye contact during sex, la 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 la.
Oh, shit. All right.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Is that true, Jimmy?
Eye
No
contact?
No eye contact?
During sex?
What the fuck, yeah.
If my cock's getting sucked, or if I'm fucking a girl and she's telling me how she'd rather be fucking somebody else or something really dirty.
Yeah.
The dirty connection. Love.
There's no passionate look in the eyes.
Paint some eyeballs on her back.
There's nothing for me.
Kissing, no kissing during sex.
A little bit.
That was pretty clever.
That was all right, yeah, but
out.
it's more that I can't do it. It just doesn't turn me on.
You don't like making out?
Oh, stop it. Years ago, my girlfriend years ago, would look at me while she sucked my cock with her puppy dog eyes. And I would just be like looking down, like, what are you, one of the fucking... Hey, Alvin, cut the shit. Trying to blow a load in your mouth.
You don't like that?
Not when it's an innocent look.
When they look up like that?
You don't like innocent look?
No, not now. Not with a girlfriend. It's like I have different things turn me on. Like inappropriateness turns me on.
Yeah,
and a girlfriend
so.
looking at me with my dick in her mouth is fine.
But inappropriate turns a lot of people on, but they also have the other side. You've decided not to have that other side at all.
Oh, dude, I'm lucky my dick works at all. It's literally, my cock is Joe Frazier at this point. I'm just happy it's fucking walking.
I think most that's really funny. I think most people obviously want some dirty, but they also have that other side too. You don't have that other side.
But I do, but just not during sex. Oh, afterwards I'll lay there, spoon, kiss, hug. I'm fine with that. If I like the girl, I love my girlfriend, so I'm happy doing that.
I got a I have a lot of brothers. And just to back my point up, he writes, "Holy crap, I don't want to tell you which one. You're nailing the scenario."
Yeah.
And if he wants to add to it, maybe he can write more.
It was just...
Well, you run downstairs, it was like, holy shit, there's my new bike, the happiness is everywhere, and then all of a sudden...
Who would first notice?
I'm sure we took turns.
And like, would you say something, or like, what would you?
I was just
like, what would you say if you walked in
and you're awkwardly playing with your toys? Like, am I supposed to be happy still? I don't even know. Maybe put on some Bing Crosby.
But like, you'd walk in there, and if she was upset,
put on some Burl Ives.
Well, would you say, "What's the matter"?
Oh God, I did for way too many years.
Merry Christmas, presents, presents a tree, presents the tree, Merry Christmas lights, festive, happy and stuff. Oh, Mom's crying. Oh,
I can understand if I can't understand whatsoever, because I think if bad memories are replaced by so many years of good memories, somewhere in your head, that's got to translate.
Balance out?
It has to.
No, huh?
Why does your brain always go back to the bad memories of Christmas when you've had many, many years of good Christmases?
Yeah.
Somebody explain this to me. It's that deep psychologically?
Why were they? Well, why were they bad Christmases?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
Be an attention thing.
I don't know much about my mom's family at all.
Yeah, it could just be an attention thing too.
Yeah.
People get overwhelmed by emotion; they don't know how to handle it. Like even good emotion, they don't feel right unless everybody's rallying around them.
My mom's this is what I know. I'll give you a quick scenario. My mom's father was a raging alcoholic. My mom's mom, I've never called her my grandma, was the biggest cunt I ever met in my life. And to the point where my mom, and I give her this respect, blew off her own mom to protect what this person could do to her kids.
Oh.
Okay?
Nice.
And I have an aunt that I haven't seen in 30 years that is still alive living in Queens.
That's
her.
30 years.
Easily. Maybe more. Wow. And she's still alive.
Do you want to see
my
her?
mom's sister. Why? I don't know anything about that side of the family.
Can
you imagine that?
No, I have no way to think about not like cutting off family members. There's not one family member, unless they're dead, that I don't know, keep in touch with, or have a good relationship. I don't know any that I just like, oh, that fuck, forget that.
I know where she lives and everything. I've never stopped by nothing. She's chose to just fucking live her life without family.
That's very
So,
odd
I mean,
thing.
as much as I talked about my mom and stuff, feel bad for her too because she had it pretty fucked up.
It was before I had money, you assholes. It was like the family just comes out of the woodwork. No, we all love you, Anthony. No, it was before that shit happened.
And then my mom's other sister, who my mom had a good relationship with, lived in Lowell, Massachusetts, and she dressed like it was 1910.
They all do in Lowell. I thought.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's.
They just haven't caught up with the times.
That's the look, I think.
She had hats with the fucking bird feathers and shit.
Like fucking Lucy hats that she'd get in trouble for buying, and Ricky would make her take them back.
Yes.
Those hats. They're not even hats. Those old dumb hats that women used to wear that just stuck on the side of their head.
Right.
It didn't even go on top of their head. It stuck on the side of their big dumb hairdo.
Right.
Stupid hats with nets on them and fucking things, ribbons.
And I haven't talked about it in a while. And then my dad's side of the family was all the normal shit that most people could relate to. Normal family shit. You know.
Yeah.
Not perfect, but normal family shit.
Normal family stuff. The hell is that hat? Look at the big feather coming out of it. With that thing.
She would dress like it was the turn of the century when
that
we went
looks
to
like
visit her.
a War of the Worlds spaceship on her head.
It looks like a screen cap of the fucking of a certain frame of the Zapruder film, where a little piece of skull is being fucking shot out through the front.
Out. They loved plumage on their hats.
That's so silly.
And little birds. Like you'd walk around with a little parakeet, dead stuffed parakeet on your hat.
Oh, my brother.
Checking in?
Yeah, he checked in because I asked for more. Talking about the Christmas.
Yeah.
And I forgot about this. She would cheer up when she got to burn all the wrapping paper, plastic, and such.
Oh, is that like the...
Couldn't wait to get to the...
Like, get it over with, burn it.
Burn the boxes.
Burn the nasty fucking wrapping paper and ribbons.
Or was it the mess?
What?
She probably didn't like the mess either.
Oh, no, she... mess.
Because kids unwrapping gifts, they could make quite the mess.
It turned the living room into a sauna as you're trying to enjoy Christmas because it was
burning.
Because it was the wood burning stove, so it got so fucking hot in this one room.
It's like the engine room in an old cruise liner, just stoking the ovens.
Would somebody come out and tell the rest of the family that there was a problem, or how would everybody know? That's like because there's a lot of you guys.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it was just in the air.
Oh, really? You could just tell.
Yeah, just and fast forward to this past Thanksgiving. It continues to this day. I guess she has a new problem with me. I don't even know what it is. She didn't even say hi to me at Thanksgiving.
That is
or even say hi to
really
her grandson.
Odd.
It's just these weird imagined slights.
Who the fuck knows?
And a lot of people do that where they imagine. A lot of people I notice are not comfortable unless they're being like victimized or they're feeling persecuted or they're feeling it's like it's almost like, you know how you get a feeling in your chest like if you see a girl you like with somebody else, it's like it's a block in your chest.
It's a real
it's something
feeling.
I like the word visceral.
Yes, I know exactly what Jimmy's talking about.
It's a tightness.
Do you know there are some guys that have never felt that? Good looking guys, fucking guys that I hated in school.
But they do though, because for them it's like my buddy, like Russ Maneve, the cop.
For them it's the cops showing up after a date rape. Get that feeling. I
like the Russ Maneve, by the way.
I love Russ, but he doesn't have that thing. We were talking one time, and he goes, "Dude, I just wish." Like when they break up, I'm like, "You don't miss them or wonder who they're fucking?" He goes, "Nah, I wish I did." And I'm like, I admire that so much in Russ. He just doesn't care.
Wow, I don't care either.
It takes a little while. Yeah. You don't like the next day. You're like, I don't give a shit.
There's got to be a little.
There's a buffer period where you don't want to know what the fuck they're doing, and then after a while, it ends up, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't.
But there is a buffer period where it's like, don't fucking tell me. I don't want to know. I don't want to know who they're seeing, what's going on.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking.
All right, back to the song. La 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 la.
Oh God, no.
Oh, that was the part. Pretty good.
I'll go back a little bit.
It's like the first verse he says it too, like the first one.
I was feeling pretty good for la la la. Taking my time on the la 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 la.
On the
phone down in the la 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 la. Everybody singing like la 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 la. Decking all the halls with the la 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 la.
What?
Making my way to the la 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 la.
He's doing things, but then he just ends it with la 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 la.
It's like he runs out of steam writing.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Don't make fun of Sherwin.
Sherwin Sleeves.
It could be a
Sherwin
good song.
Sleeves. I'm a big fan of Sherwin.
I don't hate the la la la. What I hate about it is where it should be a better. I don't know what I don't like about it, but I actually I have a weird like. I kind of like the song and I kind of hate it.
I hate it.
I'm like the child of both of these two parents here.
Oh, look at you.
This is going to lead up to Sherwin Sleeves calling our show and explaining the song.
Oh,
but today what we got, Sleeves saw you, heard you yesterday. Beating up his fucking
He listens
song.
to the program?
Yes, he does.
I didn't know that.
Sherwin Sleeves is a fan.
Hi, Sleeves.
I think he's a bigger fan of Ron Fez, and that's fine with us.
I like the Mighty Horse Rocks. I like I like that fucking song.
I like his sledding video, but I think he might have taken it down because I can't see it anymore.
I don't know. Yeah, but this Christmas song thing, Sleeves, sorry.
Really?
I ain't buying it. I'm not buying into the hype that it's so profound and means so many things to so many different people. I don't see it as being that. I see it as being too specific. The lead up to the la 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 la. So the la 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 is like it's like your song is Mad Libs.
Have you ever been
Mad Libs song? Feeling pretty good in the house. I need a noun. Give me a verb. Making my way to the la 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 train station. Fuck Sleeves.
I like talking about family stuff because people can relate. That's really the reason I do it. Because maybe I should keep this shit to myself. But Rob in Chicago writes, "Hey, Ope, at least you got the joy of tearing into gifts. As far as I can remember, I had to carefully open gifts so we could reuse the wrapping paper."
Oh, God, reuse the wrapping paper. Watch it. Watch how you're taking the tape off.
The joy of just tearing away was great.
You want to rip that apart as a kid.
Feeling pretty good.
Feeling pretty good.
Well, you don't like Sleeves, do you?
I don't like Sleeves' Christmas song. I don't know the Sleeves as a man.
The Sleeves.
I don't know him as a gentleman.
Is a very talented man.
A
very genuine man.
I'm not buying into the hype of that fucking Christmas song like everyone else does.
Well,
stop it.
So you don't want to hear the song he made for you today?
Great.
He made a Christmas song for you, Anthony.
Did he?
Did he really?
Yes, he did.
Spaghetti on the wall, la 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 la. Put the doll down, faggots, la 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 la. Get on the bus, boy, la 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 la.
You're gonna run to the store, get some more Captain Morgan.
Gonna hide in a bush, Mexican hog in your mouth. Fa la la la. Lick the guy sets you up. Pops out with his wife, la 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 la. Sex with a hooker at 13, la la.
All of a sudden, best friend wants to blow you, la 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 la.
Jeep, 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 la la la. Keep your eyes closed. Richard taps you on the back.
See, you guys love the song. Secretly, you love the song.
Yeah.
Want to hear your Christmas song from Sherwin?
I don't see as how I got much of a choice, but
here we go.
Hear what Sherwin thinks.
K-Tel and Columbia House present Ho, 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 Three Whoas.
This fucking guy has a great voice, by the way.
It's odd.
It's a
I'll
great
give him that.
voice.
It's an odd
He should be telling
voice.
stories somewhere.
Yeah,
Yes, he's got that
Stories.
storytelling voice.
he does.
Was a very cool Christmas. Got you gone for Christmas. Too bad you died of AIDS. Insert a robe joke here. Featured all your favorite Yule logs. She might have been 10, she might have been 20. I couldn't tell, I was completely drunk. I went outside to piss in the snow, and I pissed on Santa Claus. Hey, Santa, am I on a naughty list now? Old chestnuts, my hair plugs roasted by the fire. Will keep my baseball hat on for a little while. And there would be no Cumia Christmas without a little la-la. I was living near the Jews, la-la-la-la, plugging in my hair with la-la-la-la. la la la. Shooting up my guns with la 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 la. Live from the compound, la 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 la. La 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 la. Ho ho ho. 3 hooas. A very coomy Christmas.
Holy shit.
How do you not love him now?
That's great.
All right, that's
You gotta love
fucking
Sherwin now.
Very
that's
funny.
fucking funny.
That is so fucking good. I want my own now. I want one, Sherwin. I want one. And Jimmy wants one.
No,
too.
Jimmy doesn't.
Jimmy, you want a Sleeves Christmas song.
Yeah, put
Holy
on
shit.
15 pounds, la 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 la. Fucking coattail rider now, a la 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 la. Third mic bag of shit. I'll do it for you. Miss Bill Burr now, a la 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 la. Wish you were in L.A. taping, a la la. Fuck that. I don't need my own.
Wow, I
You just
gotta
made your
say,
own.
I gotta say, I think
You're a fan
after
now.
all this,
You're
no,
a fan.
No, I think after all this time, I may have hit a nerve with Sleeves. I think after all the years of bashing his Christmas
I think
song,
he's showing that he's got a sense of humor, my friend.
I think I might have
That
hit
la
a
la la la
nerve.
line is
The
classic.
la 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 la. He la la the la las.
Why do you think that he was just like getting angry and singing real stuff? Sorry that you had a bad childhood, la la. Sorry that you hate your own guts now, la la. You have a drinking problem, la 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 la. You're gonna be killed drunk driving, la la. Hope your gun goes off and kills you, la 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 la. Hope blacks rape you, la 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 la. The Jews don't like you either.
He was getting a little real there.
Shitty mustache like Raul Julia, la la. That was just me singing that.
I know. I'm trying to get rid of it. And I'm slowly
I like
getting
it.
it down. I like it. It's sort of a 30s movie star mustache.
It is.
Well, Jen,
I say pedophile, you say 30s movie star.
Jen in Erie writes, Sleeves 1, Ant 0.
What are you talking about? It's Ant 55, Sleeves 1.
Well,
It's been hitting sleeves for years.
La 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 la.
That was funny.
It was very funny.
You said
Very
mustache? I
Yeah.
can't find the audio yet, but fucking Charles Barkley finally did something we've been saying for months.
Hitler?
He called out Michael Jordan and his
did he?
Hitler mustache. I think it was on Conan. Yeah, right. On Conan last night. We can't find the clip because it's hard.
Chris
to find.
Cornell's got one too, though.
It's
right?
hard to find
Right now,
Conan
right?
clips online right now.
The only thing they've posted is him talking about Obama. They haven't posted
Who gives
his...
a
They
shit?
didn't post the Hitler mustache.
Not yet.
Talking?
If someone's got that and they could send it in, that'd be great. Give Conan a little promotion.
He needs it from us.
He needs it.
I don't know. I just wanted to make us sound bigger.
Yay.
Sam, by the way, you got an announcement
Oh,
there?
good,
I don't know how to
yes.
I don't know how to seg into this.
That's because
no
it's such
seg
a,
necessary.
such a big secret. You guys have no idea what it is.
I don't know. I don't know if this is rumor and innuendo or if this is actual truth.
Well, I know
or
the
a work.
The rumor is
Yeah.
them dying of a fatal disease. That's
Yes.
what's been said.
I did hear that, and that it was AIDS or sickle cell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ron actually asked Fez yesterday if Fez thought I would make it to Christmas.
Aw.
Jesus.
That's
That show's getting morbid.
well,
Getting? Jesus. You're right. It's well past the morbid point.
I will say that the announcement is not that I have a fatal disease.
Oh!
No, what do you mean boo? No, it's
wow.
a celebratory.
That's,
So you cleared that up.
Yes.
But you know Ron's not going to believe you. He's
Well,
gonna,
I hope
he's
he
going to
does.
run with the fatal disease for a while.
I hope he takes my word for
Or
it.
at least until Fez starts talking again. Whatever happens first.
Has Fez not been...
Nah, he's talking more,
Okay,
right?
good.
That was just a little joke, and now
Yeah.
Fez is going to be upset.
He's not going to like that.
No,
He's not gonna like
he's
that?
not.
That's going to hurt feelings.
No,
It was
he's
just a
not.
little joke.
I
I
know,
actually
but
was listening to Ron and
is it
Fez,
easy
and
to
he was
hurt his
talking more.
feelings?
I don't know.
He's sensitive about certain things, I
I
think.
can't be around sensitive people anymore. I just can't.
You picked the right show to be on.
Yeah.
I got too much fucking shit. I can't take on more sensitivity from other people. Sorry, Fezzy. I love you, though.
He knows that. He knows in your heart.
I love the Fez.
He knows that.
Anyway, go ahead.
Yes, well,
What is your big announcement?
I thought I should tell you guys before I announce to the world
Yeah.
that Jess...
person.
No, that's not...
Oh.
Wow, really?
No, we haven't even done the DNA test yet.
Can you back up?
Yes, I was trying to say that before I announce it to everyone and put it on Twitter...
faggot, what's next?
Well, why wouldn't you just let me finish? Can I?
Sure.
Thank you. I was trying to say that before everybody else finds out, I wanted to tell you guys that Jess and myself
Yeah.
are engaged to be married. Is that Jess?
Yes.
Oh, no.
That's Jess's father. Because,
Wow.
Yes.
Now, we were toying with this idea.
Yes, you were. That's why I had to bring it here.
For a while, and you denied.
That's me.
Which I see as lied.
I was being coy.
Oh, coy?
Yes.
Is that called being coy?
I told you just like a week and a half ago that I had no plans. That was a lie. That was a lie
because you had plans.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I did.
Now, when did you do this?
Thanksgiving.
Isn't that a thing you're supposed to do on Christmas so you save money on the present?
Wow. Yeah, well, some people would say that, but at the same time, if you do it on Christmas and something should happen to the relationship, that ring is a Christmas gift legally.
Oh, shit! Look at this cheap motherfucker!
A lot of women don't want to be engaged on Christmas.
I think they do if they get to keep the fucking ring.
Well, I let Jess know
gift.
that, I mean, the ring should hold her over till Christmas and beyond.
And is it because the ring is a family heirloom?
No. It's a nice, it's a brand new ring.
Oh, it is?
Purchased.
And even though, we should mention it, Steven Singer hooked you up in Philly.
Oh, it was?
I went to my friend on the other corner of 8th and Walnut.
Steven Singer.
That's right.
Which
and IHateStevenSinger.com.
That's his website.
And he didn't get the ring for free, but it's Steven Singer.
No, hell no.
He gets me my ring for free. And he sucks with a joke, which his store went up in smoke.
And I wish he was positive with HIV.
just to show you that
I hate Steven Singer.
I hope he fucking falls into a rock quarry with his rings on. 10 rings on his fingers.
He's trying to swim out, sinking.
Yeah, big diamonds are cutting his own. I hope he's killed by his own product.
And no one finds him for 2 months because no one likes him.
Nobody looks for him. They don't even notice.
You could do everything on the web so no one notices he's gone.
Right. Yeah. All they find is bones, and they got to figure out whose bones they are.
What the hell is that?
Hey, how come no one's been clogging the toilet at work? Oh, wow. Stupid hasn't come in.
Stupid.
That's what you get, Steven Singer.
Wow, look at that. Is
Yes.
it a blood diamond? I hope so.
I hope not. I don't think Steven Singer
I watched
works
the
with
special
blood
on
diamonds.
those. Those are the best blood diamonds.
I don't think so.
No,
yeah.
it makes it a little more special.
You gotta
if get a blood
hobble. You gotta
diamond.
hobble a motherfucker.
Oh,
yeah.
Keep them on sight.
Holla.
I do not think it's a blood diamond.
Oh, okay. Well, you could always hope it is.
Very good question coming in. And by the way, before we beat the shit out of you for a half hour,
Sure.
Greg Hughes would like to congratulate you, my friend.
Oh,
That's
well,
your
when he comes in, maybe he can.
I want to congratulate you.
You had to put that on the record, so when you got home and your wife goes, "Why would you do that?" You said, "No, I was real for a second."
I said.
No, I'm very happy for you guys, but Joey wants to know.
But now that that's out of the way,
Joey wants to know if you spent more on the TV or the ring.
And what celebrity chipped in for the ring?
I mean, I'd like to find a celebrity to become a part-time
Sponsor?
but no, the ring was much more expensive than the television.
Danny put up the cheapest engagement ring ever.
It's a very nice ring.
Is it?
Very nice ring.
Is there anything more awkward when someone gets engaged and they show you a ring like that?
Hey, dude, you don't have to tell me.
You were that guy?
I was not quite that small as the one that we're looking at here, but it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. You know, I got it at the Penn Station fucking jewelry store that was in Penn Station on my way up to Massachusetts to propose.
You should have gone to the other corner of 8th and Walnut.
Well, I didn't know it was there. I had no clue. My world was very small at that time of my life.
Penn Station.
Penn Station, up to fucking Massachusetts.
You couldn't even go to the Diamond District.
No. I was like, because I gave it such little thought.
Yeah.
I'm like, where can I pick it up on the way?
Well, you didn't study up on your 4 C's?
No. I had a C at home. I had 1 C at home, and that was plenty.
Well, what did her father say when you asked him for his blessing or permission?
Oh, the father that left on Christmas Day.
Oh.
The father that left on Christmas Day many years prior.
Oh.
So you can relate to the bad Christmases?
More baggage than the tarmac at Kennedy.
Wow, really Christmas Day, huh?
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
you could hold on.
That
Ed.
was a great
back up.
Yes.
You could relate to the Christmas thing.
Thank you.
She probably hated Christmas because of that fact.
I could relate to it if I I gave a fuck.
Oh.
But I was like, hey, I'm going to have fun. La, 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 la. Father left on Christmas. La, 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 la. Anthony pays. La, 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 la.
I feel like there's going to be a follow-up to the Anthony Cumia
It could
Christmas
be.
song.
Could
I think
be.
he's just getting started.
Stay tuned. He's just warming up.
Sam.
Dizzy Dean warming up in the bullpen.
No, I saw Sam doesn't make any money, and he got a fucking really nice ring.
Yes.
Did he?
Yes,
I mean,
did.
money was saved and allotted, and
Did you have to suck Steven Singer's cock?
yes. And he still charged me, which I don't even understand why I did it.
Well,
Now.
you got a good ring out of it.
That's why you have to say I hate Steven Singer. You can't throw fucking young Sam a bone. I feel like we grew up with this kid, and now he's getting married. That's crazy.
Steven Singer runs a business. He's not a guy that's going to fucking just toss him a ring for free.
You started
like that?
working with us, what, when you were 12, 13?
I was
Had to be.
21.
God, how he grew up so fast.
Wait, can I ask something? I know how he likes to name things, like your TV. What's the new name of your TV?
The Simmons View 6000?
Sure. Did you name the ring?
No, but I should.
What's wrong with you? You got to name the ring.
Yeah, the mistake.
That's not true.
I wish you kids only the best.
Thank you.
I'm just going off of my own bitterness, from my own personal experience with holy matrimony.
Well, I've thought this out, for a long time.
You did?
Yes. So I believe it is indeed the right decision, and it's been nothing but happiness since the proposal. So
the way this kid talks. When is the big date?
I don't know yet.
You're pulling an E-Rock.
No, we're not going to.
Yeah, pulling an E-Rock.
I've told many people we're not nagling this thing.
You're not going to naggle this?
No, this thing isn't going to get nagled
You're
out.
nagling the shit out of this,
No.
aren't you?
It will be either...
I love how he doesn't know, but Jess knows.
Jess doesn't know. We've yet to...
Because now this is Opie gets the scoop.
Jess has the easy pass.
Because Jess and Opie's girl talk.
To the day. Oh, she's got it all figured out. She's been
Has
planning.
the planning started already?
It's been discussed. Discussions have started.
Oh!
It will either be fall 2011, which is soon. So
Fall 2011 is
or
just
spring 2012. Won't be any further than a year and a half.
Spring 2000. Okay, that's before the end of the world because that's December 2012. Okay,
yes.
all right, okay.
Because you don't want to do it in the winter.
Very important question.
Yes.
Prenup. What are your opinions? I'm not asking you if you're going to get one. If you're not,
Jess is going to get one.
Exactly.
Yeah, Jess would probably.
Let me tell you a little story about a little tin knocker from Long Island that didn't get a prenup either because he wasn't making a lot of money when he got married.
I love stories.
Yeah. You know who that guy was?
Who?
Stories.
Bob Hope? No. It was me, my friend. Yes.
But you had to pay so much.
It was Mitch Cumstein.
Yeah.
No, I got married. I wasn't making a lot of money. Mm-hmm. Didn't have a prenup. Why would I get a prenup? Well, I didn't even know what one was. And then I started making some change, as they call it.
But
even
if you get a prenup after you get married, if you start making money after you're married, you still probably have to.
No, you can put anything in the prenup. It's a contract, just like the marriages. Put anything in there. Hey, after we get married, if blah blah happens, blah 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 blah. That's legalese.
Jordan has named your ring.
Oh, good.
The Trap Shutter 3000.
Oh, Trap Shutter.
The Trap Shutter.
That's a horrible name. That's not the name.
All
of
right,
it.
they're trying though, Sam.
I understand they're trying.
They know you like to name your stuff.
I do like to name things.
You got to tell Ann how you did it. And how did the phone call go with the father?
Well, I mean, it's an uncomfortable conversation.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you have to go through the whole thing? That's why you got to go with girls. No dad. I love the fatherless girls.
Well, you got to do it right. She indeed has a father.
So you had to do the right thing and ask him.
Yeah, I had to call him and ask for his blessing.
I'm courting your daughter.
Yes.
I've been courting.
How did that go? That's got to
Sir,
be.
I would like to take your daughter's hand in holy matrimony.
Exactly. Did you ask one of his slaves to go up and knock on the door?
Oh, God, no. Think of that, though. With,
background,
the racial background. How does the father of Lily White, a nice Lily White girl, feel about that?
Well, he gave me his blessing. I called him, and I had never called him by his first name, I realized, because I just had to avoid calling him anything.
What did you call him?
I'd just say hello.
Hi.
I'd just see him face to
Hi,
face.
how you doing? So you didn't have to say Mr. So-and-so.
Right.
Yeah.
But this time I had to use
that's
the first
rough.
name.
Hate dealing with dads.
Yeah.
Especially when they're younger than me.
I called him, yeah.
Where does he live? Like, what part of it? Is he in New York?
Yeah. He lives nearby, but I had to call him because I wasn't going to see him without Jess there.
Why did you go over there?
He was at work.
Oh, shit.
Well, why don't you go to his
sprung
job?
that on him at work?
Exactly.
Wait, you went to his work?
Jesus.
No, I called him.
Called him at work.
Right, sorry.
Meanwhile, he's got to fucking put the mop down and fucking the booths that have come on the floor.
Oh, God.
He doesn't mop up people. That's not what he does for
Of course it does.
You know, there's probably somebody out there that had to do exactly what you described.
But I had been dating her for over 5 years, so it wasn't a
5 years.
surprise.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So what'd you say?
I said, hi, it's Sam.
And he said,
Hello.
Hello, Sam.
I'd never called him before.
You've never called him?
Yes.
No. So
Hello,
then-
Sam. So he had to fucking stop the work he was doing?
I guess so.
Was the call like, hi, it's Sam?
Oh, Sam, you finally called me. I've been looking at you for 5 years, your boyish figure. Finally.
That would be horrible. But
I bet he goes, so what are you doing? And Sam's like, nothing. What are you doing? Just sitting here, just kind of playing a little bit.
Oh, my God.
I bet you when he was talking to you, he was actually in the break room flogging his cock.
I don't think so.
No.
He was helicoptering it.
I think
Helicopter.
I'm almost certain he was working at his desk.
Yeah. He wants to have sex with his daughter's boyfriend. La, 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 la. Put it in his nappy ass. La, 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 la. Kiss him on his boyish neck. La, 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 la. I smell the little Tupperware hair. La, 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 la.
I've never gotten those vibes from him. Never.
Oh, God.
Not even
That's
close.
good.
Yeah.
And so you said hello. And,
I said...
traded pleasantries.
I said, I've been meaning to talk to you.
Oh, shit. Were you sweating? Were you, like, all nervous?
There's a stammering, and I was like...
When the phone was ringing, were you just like, was your heart beating really fast?
Yeah.
I've been meaning to talk to you. What? She won't let me come in her mouth. What did you tell her when she was a kid? She won't let me come in her mouth.
Oh, God damn.
I can't even say her name to do that dirty joke.
Of course.
I appreciate you.
You're just not even talking about the real person.
No.
It's radio people we're talking about.
It's just a joke.
Yeah.
It's a
characters.
joke.
Yes. Characters,
Yeah.
like Mr. Amos uses.
So there's not much of the phone call?
Well, and then I said, I was hoping or planning on, because I wasn't going to say I am going to ask Jess.
Yeah.
Because technically, if he didn't give me his blessing, why would I be asking for his blessing?
Did you practice? Oh, Wade. Oh, jeez. Oh, I want her to be my wife. Oh, Wade, I want her to be my wife, Wade. Oh, jeez.
Wade, I want to ask your daughter to marry me. No, wait. Wade.
It's just Wade.
No, I said I was hoping.
Oh, jeez.
I'm planning on asking Jess to marry me, and I'm hoping that I have your blessing in doing that.
Dork.
I'm planning on.
Was there silence on the other end of the phone as he dropped to the floor?
Drop?
No.
Did you hear this?
Hello?
Yeah. No. None of that.
No, none of that.
Maybe a Homer Simpson sound when you ask. You have that one? Gregorio.
What happened?
He wasn't paying attention.
That may be a sound.
Which one?
From Homer.
Homer. Like what Sam asked.
When I said to Jess's dad, I was planning on asking Jess to marry me and hoping that I had your blessing.
Oh my God!
Which one? The really good one.
And I would say, like, would you be okay with that if I asked Jess to... Oh, don't boo me.
Timing's everything, huh?
Oh, you asked if he was okay with it.
Yeah, I said, would I have your blessing?
She was the greatest piece of ass I've ever had, and I've had them all over the world.
Oh, no.
No, that's in reference. No,
That's terrible.
That's horrible. But he said, well, you do. When I said I was hoping...
Gotta go.
And that's nothing but pure and simple old-fashioned communism. Happens every time one of those dancers start poontanging around with those showfolk fags.
Showfolk fags.
He didn't call me that.
You're not a showfolk fag?
No.
So wait, he said you do, and then what did you say?
And I wanted to lighten the mood.
No, she's dead.
That's his answer.
That would have been a
slams the phone down.
Such a terrible way to get that
That
news.
really would be horrible.
I said I was trying to lighten the mood.
Yeah.
So I said, good because if you I said, good because if you didn't, I would have had to make another plan.
Oh, no, you tried to make a joke?
What was that? No, he didn't.
He chuckled.
I would have had to make another plan,
Yeah.
which is what?
No, I don't
to
know.
burn you two alive in your home and take out the life insurance on you so she and I could elope with your life savings.
And then I think you heard this on the other end.
Oh, dear Lord Jesus, this ain't happening, man. This can't be happening, man. This isn't happening.
Yeah,
No,
that's
so
pretty
he, he gave, and then we, exchanged pleasantries, and that was it. It was a short conversation.
What?
Exchanged pleasantries.
Yeah.
What else did he have to do than stay on the phone with his future son-in-law?
He had to go back to work, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over.
I mean, we hung out before. We know each other.
You know each other?
Huh.
That's pretty much it? After 5 years, you kind of just know each other.
We know
This
each
is gonna
other
be the guy
well.
that walks her down the aisle and presents her to you.
We know each other well.
Ah.
And we appreciate each other. Yeah. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she already looking for a dress and everything?
Oh, yeah. I mean.
Oh, wow.
How'd you ask her?
Oh, this is on the fast track.
We went. She got a bridal magazines. Thanksgiving was the Thursday. Black Friday. We were out the day after Thanksgiving. She was getting bridal
Sam
magazines.
Friday.
She's been waiting for this day.
Oh yes.
She's well prepared
How'd
and
you
moving
ask her?
forward quickly.
Well, she did not see it coming. She thought I was going to ask her.
What, you have
like-
her open? Was it a ring instead of a wrestling magazine?
Yeah, by the way, all those wrestling magazines and all your wrestling
done.
stuff,
I'm
gone.
She knows
Done.
The bridal catalog, you get rid of all the catalogs for cool cars, toys, fun stuff, gone.
She knows that the wrestling isn't going anywhere.
Yeah, not yet, but
yeah,
it will.
Right. Talk to any married guy. Yeah. Oh, no, the wrestling. I'll be able to keep my wrestling belt prominently displayed in our mature married person house.
Yeah.
You see that jerk? Sam will have his man cave with his fucking
My wrestling
pizza,
man
pizza
cave.
rolls and WCW Thunder posters.
Chicken nuggets. And
But you think she's
Thunder
gonna
was a good show, by the way.
her friends are gonna want to come over and fucking and see a picture of you at age 6 with fucking sitting on Hulk's erection. That fucking nonsense is going into the. It's gonna start slow. Like, can I just put one of my pictures here because it's all your stuff up?
Yep.
Can you just?
That's it. And then before you know it, that shit's not in your house anymore.
It'll be there.
Gone.
Well,
yeah, you're fast forwarding very quickly.
One knee.
Oh yes, we
traditional.
My family takes a family picture at Thanksgiving.
Of course they do.
To put in the Christmas card.
It's
that
just
my
an
mom
excuse to
sends
have
out.
another photo of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Just photoshops everyone else out.
Oh, mother must have been crying.
She was happy.
Was she crying?
I don't know if she was crying when it actually went down, but then when she retold the story to other people, there were tears.
Oh, God.
We got to get Bobby on the phone, man.
Her little boy.
I can.
Yes.
It's being taken away by this woman.
No, I mean, she likes Jess. She's happy about everything.
We'll
But-
see.
so-
we competition officially now.
Yep, that is.
We take a picture at Thanksgiving for the Christmas card, and Jess has never gotten to be in the picture.
It's such a horrible.
What, who is she, fucking Kay Adams in The Godfather? you couldn't just grab her and bring her in. Oh, no.
No,
She has to sit
no.
and watch you take the picture?
And
What
even
the fuck,
she
5 years?
She usually even takes the picture herself. She takes a behind the camera role.
I can relate to that. I was once kicked out of a family photo because I wasn't married to this person.
That's awful.
Why?
Directorial?
Really? Your pictures are that important?
Oh,
I would just say I'm not going to be in it. I'm not going to leave my chick just sitting there.
It started to get a little more uncomfortable 2 years ago when my sister was engaged to her husband now, but she's been with him technically less time than I've been with Jess, and since they were engaged, he got in the picture.
Who made that decision?
Mother.
Bobby.
Now, did you ever say to Mom, So that's a bad sign for Jess because you're not going to stand up.
They're very traditional.
But that's...
The Roberts are very traditional.
Oh.
But what's weird is Jess had to stand there awkwardly as they took the family picture at Thanksgiving every year.
So wait, you never said to your mom, look, I want Jess in the picture?
Well, it only happened once because the year after we didn't take it, and it was kind of, I was somewhat surprised. But no, I would just would have called up in front of everybody and said, come on, jump in.
Have Mike take care of it.
But so
He
Jess
doesn't want to fucking defend his girl.
That's a tough position to be in for Sam, man.
Jess wasn't looking forward really to this year because it's just kind of uncomfortable. She wasn't like angry, but it was just like weird.
That's terrible.
And so she said, I think your mom's going to have me be in the picture out of sympathy this year. And I said, maybe, I don't know. She said, I don't want to be in the picture out of sympathy. I said, okay, whatever, I don't care.
Wow.
And so...
she's defiant already.
Well, yeah, I mean...
You got a firecracker there, my friend.
She's got spunk.
Yeah, she does.
So we were all getting ready to take the picture. And my mom is holding the camera. And my mom was in on the plan, by the way. Oh. She knew what I was going to do. And my mom was holding the camera. And everybody was... My brother and sister and her husband were starting to set up. Like, sit down on the stairs. We were going to sit on the stairs because there's 3 dogs and 6
They get
people.
in the picture the things that shit on the rug?
The dogs.
The dogs get in the picture, but not Jess over the years?
Oh, no.
That's right. That's right.
Oh,
And
God,
does everyone
what
have
disrespect.
Does everyone have a spot on the stairs because the picture's taken every year?
No, because we move different
you moved
points
to
in the
different-
house. Yeah.
All right.
Fucking Americana
It is.
bullshit
Exactly.
you do.
Norman
Rockwell.
should pay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Can't wait till there's a murder in this family.
I don't think he liked painting the portraits of the...
Oh, I know what you're going to say.
Oh,
it was an
right.
Americana.
I don't think I ever saw one.
No, I didn't either.
No, he was a racist.
That's some racist shit.
That's
Yeah.
true,
You
Sam.
have to mix the blue and the purple and the...
He was just lazy. He didn't want to mix paints.
But, so my mom is holding the camera, and Jess says, all right, why don't you let me take the picture?
Why would your mom take it? She's in the family.
Yeah.
Well, this is all...
But don't you have a timer on the camera?
What a dumb plan.
That's a dumb plan, because then Bobby's not in the family photo. That's very
Yeah, what does she
confusing.
stand under the thing with the hood on?
Yeah. It was all a grand conspiracy
Didn't
anyway.
she know that the jig was up?
No. Well, because she figured maybe... Oh, yeah. Maybe my mom was going to set up the camera afterwards or something. Mm-hmm. So she goes... Jess says, let me take it. And she tries to get the camera from my mom.
Uh-oh.
But she said my mom had a death grip on it and would not release the camera and said, no, Jess, why don't you
on
get
your
in the
penis?
pic? No, not on my penis.
See, because she's very attached to you.
I know, but not in that way.
Okay.
Not in that way.
Death grip on his penis.
Poor little Samuel.
I know. How many times that penis has been angrily pinched? And
Zero.
Why are we related?
Know it.
0.
All right.
Oh, okay.
So then she
Gotta give
says...
a number.
So wrong.
She says, Jess, do you want? I want you get in the picture. You get in the picture. And she goes, okay. And then she walks, and in front of everybody, she goes, see what you did, Sam? And I was like, okay, I'm creating some awkwardness here, so everybody's looking at Jess, so the attention's on her.
Uh-huh.
And I said, well, do you want to be in the picture? And she said, I'll be in the picture. And then I said, would it make you more comfortable if... And then I got down on one knee.
And then what did she do?
She freaked out. She said, what are you doing? What are you doing? And she left the room.
She walked out of the room on you.
Because he's like, I was just going to eat your pussy. What's the problem?
In front of everyone.
No.
That's how you get initiated into the family. You sit on the steps while the dogs are there and you lick her pussy.
What? That's wrong with
That's not true.
That's a great way to bring someone to the family.
Oh, shit.
I mean, it is interesting, but it's not.
So wait, you said you got on your, and she goes, what are you doing?
What are you doing? And she left the room, and then she came back, and by that time I took the ring and the box out of my pocket.
Yeah.
And then I opened it, and she went, no, and she was like, are you really doing this? And she put her hands over her face, and she was crying.
Yeah, I could understand that.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Well, out of joy.
Really?
No. I think so.
Getting into his family, it reminds me of fucking Rosemary's Baby, the creepy vibe that Ruth Gordon and her husband had.
And then I asked her if she would marry me.
How'd you say it?
I said, will you marry me?
And through the tears and the
she
shaky
said-
voice
she said, "Oh."
and the snot bubbles.
She said, "Are you really asking me that? Are you really asking me?" There were no snot bubbles. She said, "Are you really asking me that? Are you really asking me that?"
She said no.
And I said, "Yes." And she said, "Yes."
Oh, and she said yes.
And then I stood up and gave her a hug, and I was still holding the ring. And I just handed it to her in the box.
You know, you're supposed to put it on.
That's what she told me. And she said, "Put it on." And
Oh, God.
So I put it on, and then she
already giving orders.
And then she
Oh,
freaked out and started hugging everybody else in the room. And
But they were all a little disappointed that Sammy's growing up because it makes them feel older, so they gave her kind of ice hugs.
You're taking a little
No, they
boy
gave her the
away.
handshake hugs, like when they gave her like the fucking you shake hands and clap the back.
Kind of like, hey, how you doing?
They were
You
all-
meet up with your bro.
They were all very happy. And then my dad opened a bottle of 1966
buttermilk.
Dom Perignon.
Buttermilk from 1960s.
He doesn't have. He
To
doesn't.
celebrate, and I bet you that the big toast your father made when I told you he's not a queer.
1966.
66 bottle of Dom?
That's right.
Where do you have that?
In the garage.
Does that shit age well? And you know anything about that?
I
don't
just know Dom is good, but I
Dom's
usually
good.
have stuff. I don't think I've ever had stuff like earlier
Does that shit
than
age like wine?
I don't know.
I don't
Yeah,
know
I
either.
mean, he
like
said
the 90s now.
It's a
I
very
can get some
valuable.
from the 90s. Back in the 80s, I had some from like, the 70s. but
1966,
That's 66 now?
That's
He's probably had
44
it
years,
since
I guess,
then.
right?
What was he? You think he stashed that away? Do you think
He probably
that
bought
they
it-
actually bought it and stashed it for that occasion when their little boy is going to get married, knowing that fucking
Dude.
bottle was there?
Do the math. 44 years ago.
He probably
17 years before he was
Exactly.
even born.
That's how planned
okay.
his whole life has been.
I'm sorry.
He probably bought it in the 70s.
All right, I got you now.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, and then put it in the garage.
In the garage.
In the garage.
And then chilled it up.
Spray
Yeah,
it by the fucking chock full of nuts can of nails. Your fucking your marriage proposal wine.
Yeah, the garage hasn't gotten hot over the years.
Half jars of paint.
Oh, it's awful. Get me that special box. It's behind the WD-40
And the lawnmower.
Get behind the lawnmower. It's got mulch on it. Your shitty wine.
Champagne.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, it's very
Champagne
good.
goes bad after 2 weeks.
Sam,
Fuck Don.
Anything you want to add before we say hi to Bobby, who's on the line?
I don't know, unless you have any questions. I think that's the story.
I think it's nice.
It's a beautiful thing.
I think you did
regardless
it,
of
I think
some
you
of
did
the
it properly. A little tradition there.
Yes.
And yeah, right on.
And Jess is still very happy. She texted me even yesterday saying how great the ring was, how great the proposal
She better
was.
be happy. It's only been a few days.
Very
week
happy.
or something.
I don't want to fast forward too quickly here, but will there be big people food at the wedding?
That's
at the reception?
Good question.
Because you don't eat meat, and everybody has a meat choice. A little steak, chicken, or
Yep.
fish. Are you telling me there's going to be just chicken?
There'll be some chicken.
Chicken nuggets.
Chicken.
and- What else do you eat? You eat like kid food.
Well, I mean, pizza, big time.
Dude, everyone else
Pizza
is going to have a plate of big boy food, and then they're going to hand you a plate of kid food, right?
Not
Well,
if
they
I-
said it's okay though because the reception is at Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh.
That's not true.
That's what we heard.
We haven't even booked a venue.
You
So.
two are gonna jump in the ball pit. It's gonna be great.
Did you after like later that night? Did you know?
There was a celebration.
Yeah. Was it very loving?
Yes.
Did you say I love you? I love you and.
While the celebration was happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Not over and over. Maybe it was.
How about
said once.
as you were spraying confetti on the sheets and the legs?
I don't know what that means.
After you propose, it's called confetti, right?
Yeah.
Honeymoon at WrestleMania.
That I would love that honeymoon.
Oh God, no!
Jesus.
Stop it.
There should be. Jess is not going to tolerate a goof
No,
wedding.
of course she's not.
No, I think Sam's a little traditional. You want a traditional wedding, right?
Yeah, but I also told her I wanted to get married at the Rawway Rec Center in New Jersey in a Jersey All Pro Wrestling ring. So she's a little. She said, even though you're joking, I'm mad right now.
Yeah, the idea of it made her angry.
Yes. Very
just
mad.
the idea.
And are you serious about that?
Not 100%, but it would work in the
If
Rawway
she was
Rec
into
Center.
it,
Oh God,
that's wild. All right, let's
is
say hi to Bobby. Sam's mom, Bobby. Everyone,
You're on the air.
you're on the air, Bobby.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Sam's mom.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
Very good. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
'Cause, you
We're
know,
all extremely happy.
The mom gets
and
congratulations.
way more happier than when your daughter got engaged, right?
No, it's really the same happiness.
Equal. Wow. Exactly.
Yeah,
100%.
equal.
All right, I understand you have to play it one way on the radio, but we know the truth.
What do you think?
Sam is your special kid,
the go-to
Hey,
and
look,
not special that way, just in huh?
But Jess is really special too.
She's a fan of Jess.
Terrific girl.
Yeah,
How did Sam tell you that he was going to ask Jess? Because he said you were in on the whole thing. So what did he say to you?
Well, he'd been thinking about it for a while, and when he first brought up the subject, he said, "You know, I'm saving a little money because I'm thinking before long I'm going to have to invest in some jewelry."
Yes. Prince Albert.
Yes.
No?
And
nice
then
piercing.
Why would I talk to my parents about that? I wouldn't have done that if that were it. I wouldn't have talked to
Bobby.
my
You know
mom.
what a Prince Albert is?
Yes.
All right.
She thought she was going to have a nice phone
know.
call with the boys
Well,
today.
It's such a special time
It
for
really
you.
is. Let's try to keep it on the
I
up and
know.
up.
I'm going to keep it nice.
Thanks, guys.
So she goes, "Thanks, guys."
Yeah.
As in, I would really appreciate it.
Yeah.
So Sam says he's got to buy some jewelry.
He thought so, yes. And then he decided it would be a good time to ask her at Thanksgiving because, that's when we always take our family Christmas photo that goes in our family Christmas.
And I gotta cut in here. Did you ever feel bad leaving Jess out of the family photo?
Well, after the first couple of years, I felt a little bad. But
So didn't you have the capability of saying like, hey, let's bring her in?
She has ultimate power.
Yeah, you're like the matriarch.
And do you understand, like, nowadays it's Photoshop, so as long as she's on the outside of
on
the
the
picture,
edge.
you could have got rid of her?
Shop her out.
So you didn't hurt any feelings?
No, because she knew the rule from the very first Christmas.
Rules.
You had to be in the family to be in the Christmas family picture. And until Sam made it official, part of it was, it had to be official, and then that made it more special to be in the family picture.
She was trying to throw it back on me by doing that. See?
Yeah, I saw what she did there.
That's passing the buck.
That was your fault.
My fault.
For not.
No, we never had any of my daughter's, boyfriends in the picture until she was engaged, and that's just the family thing. That's just what we were doing, and that made it really kind of fun.
Well,
when
I like to.
I had the camera out.
Hold on, hold on, Bobby. I like to compare your wonderful Norman Rockwell life to mine. If you walk through my old family house, it's just a bunch of broken relationships and family photos.
My God. My mother and Sal at their house just taking down frames all the time, having to open the back, dump that. Tragic.
Remember that one? Remember that disaster?
Yeah.
You don't know what you're missing. But anyway, okay, so it's time for the family photo this year.
But Jess has been taking it for the last 4 years,
she.
5 years or something.
Taking the picture.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought that. I'm sorry.
Bobby, you know what Anthony was talking about.
I
there,
misunderstood that. I thought your son was, whatever. So yeah, she's been taking the picture.
Yeah. So this year, I had the camera out, and she reached over and took it out of my hand and said,
Tried to.
No, she did take it out of my hand, and she said, okay, I'll take the picture. So I said to her, Jess, it would really be neat if you would be in the picture this year. She said, oh, no, I can't. No.
I know the rules.
Yeah, I know my place.
There's a lot of pressure in this family.
There is.
It's a for real family.
And I said, no, it would, you could. I mean, you really could. No, she said, no, really, I can't. And at that point, Sam just stepped in and did his thing.
His thing. He stepped in and
proposed
got on one
He
knee.
just stepped in and said, Jess, would you really like to be in the picture? That's what he said.
Yeah, we know. We heard this whole story that you're telling. You're just reiterating what Sam had said, but that's okay.
From a
He's your
different
little-
perspective.
He's your little boy.
So Sam said that, and what did Jess do?
And Jess said, well, yeah, but... And then he took the ring out and went down on one knee.
Who's one knee?
It's no one's name.
It's an Indian friend.
That's not nice.
I love it. You guys crack yourselves up, don't you?
Crack yourselves up.
That's not.
Fuck. Oh my God, this is so wrong. This is a very special moment for Bobby and Sam.
Yeah.
She's losing her little boy.
And I'm sure Jess is listening.
Yeah.
She wouldn't. She doesn't like some of the comments you've made.
I would imagine.
I wouldn't think so.
I'm trying. Sam, I'm trying. I really
Well, I know, but the one knee thing.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
There's nobody named one knee. You knew that.
And I did know that. I'm sorry,
You
Sam.
knew that.
And Bobby, I did know that.
You knew that.
That was uncalled
right
for.
on.
So this very special time. I'm sorry. I apologize.
You guys do know that I only live to give you these lines that you.
Yes, we thank you for that.
Okay.
So now, how do you feel about you're not losing your son, but he is moving on. It's a big step.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah, he's found a new mommy.
That's not the case.
Oh boy,
Jess is not filling that
he does
role.
not want to hear that.
Do not say that around Jeff.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Sam.
Jess will be very upset if you say that.
I have a
That's gonna
question though,
make her-
Bobby. I know you like to save little things of Sam's. Was there anything you scooped up from the big event and put in a Tupperware?
Oh,
That's a
like
good question.
something memorabilia.
I'm afraid to hear that.
No, it's not in Tupperware. I have because I took the camera back then, so I just started clicking pictures of Sam doing the proposal.
But you didn't collect anything? Some old, I don't know. The plate Sam was eating on that day? Or off of nothing?
No, nothing like that. No, I'm not as bad as you guys think. Am I, Sam?
You saved his afro in Tupperware.
Yeah.
Well, that was unusual.
There you go.
Oh no, and the baby teeth in the freezer.
I told him that you had baby teeth in the freezer.
Yeah, well, those aren't all his. I think some belong to my daughter and my other son.
Jesus. Neighborhood children who were rivals that were murdered.
I think Bobby's a serial killer.
Yeah.
How great would that
I think
be?
anybody who ever beat Sam in a competition wound up missing.
No, I'm really, really happy. This is a fantastic
Oh yes,
thing.
I'm sorry.
I'm
Yes.
very happy for Sam.
Are you planning things now already with Jess? Has she called you and asked for advice, things like that?
Well, we've talked a little bit. But,
You know what that talk
Jess and
is?
her
It's going to
mom.
be my way.
Jess and her mom are going to do this thing.
Oh, you're not going to muddle?
Only if they, ask me to do anything, I'll be happy to do it.
Because, traditionally the bride and the bride's mom, they really love when the groom's mom gets involved in what the
know.
bride is going to be doing.
Yeah, I
they
know.
love it.
I know. That's usually a real good thing. Yeah.
Well, we're
Oh,
very.
I meant metal, right? Not muddle.
Muddle.
Well, don't muddle either. I'm being chastised.
Bobby, before it gets really ugly, we're very happy for Sam.
Yes, we are.
Yes,
I know you guys are. I know that all this. I know that.
All right.
Oh, you hung up on his mind. This
All right already.
Sam's mom on a happy day like that.
She's gonna pretend to laugh it off, but inside it'll hurt.
It'll hurt.
She thought she was above that. She's heard it happened to other people.
Just make sure your mom doesn't talk about her aching back when you're having the fucking mother-son dance.
Why? Whose mom would do that?
I don't know.
The mother-son dance.
I don't know.
Wait, during
Why would you make it about your son?
Oh no.
Why would you?
Why?
During the mother-son
Why
dance.
would you when you can talk about your aching back?
Oh no.
Why would you?
During the mother-son dance?
Why would you?
Her back hurt.
Why would you talk about the moment?
Whose day is
boy.
it? I mean, it's,
Yeah, whose day is
You
it?
know?
Exactly.
And what were you
That
saying?
hurts.
What would that son have said, whoever that was?
Well, if you look at the wedding video, Jimmy, you'll see me through clenched teeth going, now? You're going to talk about that now? Really? Right now?
at least it was a memorable special dance.
But you said that?
Yes.
You're going to talk about that right now?
Seriously? Can we talk about that later?
But it was just like, what, my back hurts?
Mm-hmm.
I can't, but what was it? It was, Was it like, oh, I just can't do this, my back hurts?
Isn't that a time to
she could
take
do
the
it.
pain?
She could
take
do
the
it.
pain, even if it hurt. Though you don't say it.
Yeah.
It's a special time.
Yeah.
You just go like, "This is very wonderful. Congratulations." Yeah. It's sort of almost that last little before you're married, mother son kind of talk. You're alone there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, yeah.
Way to go, kiddo.
Maybe a little memory, a little story, maybe.
Yeah.
I remember.
I know
what you've been through the last few years.
Very special song is playing.
Yeah.
I don't even know what song it was.
Did you enjoy the dance, though?
That's a fair question.
After the back line, you're like, let's not talk about this now. What did you guys talk about? No? There was no other conversation?
No.
It was just quiet?
I miss my dad.
Oh.
I miss him.
Just
Say, I'm very happy for you.
Tumbleweeds going across the dance floor.
Don't worry. She had her chance to tell me, what she thought of the wedding 2 months later.
She like it?
Oh.
It was fun.
I loved it.
Yeah, it was a great time.
Here's a good...
Did she see the candy table?
Well,
it was good.
It's always good to know that the one person that didn't like your wedding was your mom. That'll stay with you for a while.
You're much nicer than I am.
Literally the only person.
Did she take a picture in the photo booth?
I don't know.
That was fun.
It's not about me, Sam. I'm really sorry.
That's okay.
I shouldn't have done that there. Very happy for you and Jess.
Well, who's getting invited from work? As we know from the Nagel wedding, the Nagel nuptials, a lot of controversy about the invitation list.
Yeah. Well,
a lot of snubs.
Yeah,
just
there were
blatantly
some.
calling them snubs.
There were some.
So is it going to be like this Friday morning when Borgata tickets go on sale?
Oh,
you think I forgot that?
Another gala event.
Why would it be like that? It's
January
a comedy
15th, the second show. It's the Saturday night show.
Yes.
Added me, Attell, Burr, and Brewer. Borgata Atlantic City. First one sold out in 30 hours.
I want to go to that. Can I go?
It's a great show, yes, you should. Tickets go on sale this Friday morning, 10 a.m.
Can I hang the whole weekend?
Of course.
Oh, all right.
It's probably not going to be anything.
Is
like
it in
that.
the plans?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Very cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Oh,
Well,
I'm
listen,
going. Hell yeah.
We should take a break.
Magic Bob is here.
I know.
Magic Bob.
And Bob Saget.
And
so we gotta take a
Successful
break.
Bob.
Yes. Sam, obviously, we're very happy, and there's more to come as far as Sam and the wedding. I want to know what kind of wedding. I want to know who you're inviting, who you're not inviting.
I can't
where
wait.
the honeymoon's going to be.
Who's one knee? That and the Prince Albert line was just to his mother.
I know.
That was my mom.
I know. She's a sweet lady, and she's got a great sense of humor.
Bob Saget and Magic Bob next.
Opie and Anthony mornings, Ron and Fez middays on The Virus, Sirius XM.
What happened?
E-Rock was panicking.
Why?
The music's playing. He goes,
Relax,
We're
we
back.
got
He's
it.
going, we're back. We're back. It's like I heard the music because it's blasting through the headphones, and so I knew we were back.
Yeah.
But sometimes the music can play. They're not going to be like, what happened?
I was trying to.
I hear music.
I was trying to tweet a picture of Bob Saget and Magic Bob. Everybody just hanging during the break.
I'm shocked over Magic Bob. That is his name. I mean,
it's Magic Bob.
now.
I'm actually Magic Bob isn't here yet. He's coming.
So you turn around when
I'm
you
Bob
become
Kelly, the comedian.
Bob Kelly's here. When does Magic Bob make his appearance?
Well, first I would like to, there's a lot of good stuff we have to talk about. Bob's new show, Bob Saget's new show is
Strange
amazing.
Days on A&E.
Maybe Magic Bob could do a thing. Maybe Bob wants to learn about magic someday, and he'll do one of the
more
shows.
than I can even tell you. Do you spin around and become Magic Bob?
Oh, I'm not Magic Bob.
Oh, Bob Kelly
will come in. You'll see.
He'll
Yeah,
come in.
Yeah, that's Bob Kelly.
Can he
this
pull
is
a
Bob
coin
Kelly.
out of my ass or anything?
Well, he can actually put a cigarette through a coin.
Oh,
what
that's
happens
right.
with my ass? Nothing?
No,
I didn't see that.
No, not right now.
Okay.
I'll put fingers in it during the trick.
I could be the puppet during the puppet.
You can watch half an index finger disappear.
Oh, that's my favorite trick.
It really was. Me and my girl had Thanksgiving at Bob's house, and it was very good. The food was great.
Right.
And then Magic Bob showed up and just wooed everybody.
Oh, really?
He was amazing.
With his wizardry.
I can't wait for Magic
wizardry.
It was
pure wizardry.
Most of the tricks. I mean, one or two backfire. You got to redo them, but that's part of every great magician.
You gotta learn.
How many tricks does Magic Bob have?
I do is two.
Two.
Yeah, you said a few backfired.
Wait,
all of backfired.
I think there's maybe three or four. I don't know.
Large?
I
Are
don't,
they
he's
large?
working on a big. It's an illusion.
They're big. They're
An
big.
illusion. You're working on an illusion. That's not a trick.
Yeah, they're not tricks, guys.
There's
They're
street
illusions.
magicians that just do street stuff, and then there's illusionists that do the big productions.
Can you make Ozzy's birthday gifts disappear because they're still here?
Transport them to Ozzy's house.
The fucking funniest video
David
I've ever
Copperfield
seen.
could not make these disappear.
Jesus Christ.
Bobby,
that was
you know what
so
happened,
sad.
right?
Dude, I watched that video in a cab last night, howling by myself.
It's hysterical.
I felt bad, though, because it's so
Everyone
big.
did.
Bob Saget, in front of you, you'll see 4 Beatles books.
They're
that weigh
90 pounds
18.
yeah.
They weigh 18 pounds. We weighed them.
Right.
And Jimmy got those for Ozzy's birthday yesterday, and I don't know what happened, but they're still here.
He will not be able to lift these.
I'll tell you what happened. It's karma. Because fucking, first of all, Jim has never bought me any gift ever. And I bought him a gift one year, and he actually told me to hold it.
Oh, you know what? You're right.
2 years.
That's a good point. That actually is karma.
2 years.
years?
I literally hand him a gift, and I go, "Hey man, I got you. Oh, thanks, man. That's cool." It wrapped and everything. He goes, "Dude, can you hold on to this? I got to go down and do a spot."
No, by the way, I got you guys a gift for Christmas one year. I got you something for the two of you.
Oh,
I remember what it was, but I did.
Oh, you got us that rock thing. Oh, that was actually pretty nice.
What was it?
It was rocks.
No.
Those are candles.
Oh, was it candles?
Candles with rocks.
Oh, it was
It
nice,
was actually
right?
very nice, for the apartment.
Candles with
Sorry,
rocks.
Bob Saget. They go out or
That was
something.
No, this is actually my favorite moment of my life. I'm doing press all week. I'm in between
I haven't. Bob,
Jim and Bob and discussing the gifts they bought each
Yeah,
other
here
and
you go.
Thanksgiving of
pass it over to
days
Bob.
past.
A little
Here you
something
go.
for his birthday. All right.
A little 20 for you.
Give him a 20 spot.
When was your birthday?
October 8th.
All right, I'll give you 10 then.
Magic Bob would like that.
Me and Jim. Hey, how much did you were you sick Thanksgiving night?
Dude, I literally ate so much at his house.
Right.
And the food was amazing, and
I wasn't there, though. That's the truth. I don't want to blow it for people.
Bob Saget was not there.
No,
Bob,
I wanted to be.
Magic Bob was there.
Right.
Magic Bob.
And I ate so much. I'm like, I said to my girlfriend, you'd had to go downstairs and shit. Everybody shit. I'm like, I'm going to go throw up. I ate so much.
It's the biggest plumbing day. It's a giant plumber's day that day because everybody shits.
Everyone
at the same
shits.
time.
Are you serious? And clogs the
Swear,
toilet?
It's known
Not
fact.
know that.
I thought the next day would be.
Dude, I dropped a fucking deuce. It's the first time in my relationship I've called my girlfriend in to look at my shit. I've never done that in my house.
Epic?
No, in my house. It was fucking. It went all the way in the bowl and then snaked out mightily. It really did. Fucking Sean Connery should have been powering it.
I woke up in the middle of the night.
Oh, it was beautiful.
I woke up in the middle of the night and threw up in my mouth. Like I woke up and I just
Did you have to? Did you
and
have
I
to dodge?
swal-
Did you have to dodge to catch that?
I actually
You
swallowed.
try to? Is it like throwing a little cup up in a ball in a cup?
I just took a Tums and went back to bed. I didn't even go to the bathroom. I was like, fuck it.
I got on a plane the next morning and I shit 3 days later. I did not shut up my Thanksgiving till the road was over.
Came out and hit the like a
I did
nickel.
a gig in Vancouver. It just went further back into my heart. And then on the next day I did Seattle and it became part of my ribs.
International
And then I
shitting.
came back international. They
Yeah, that's
scanned
good.
me and they
What
said
is
you
it
have to shit.
When you take, they
What is it about
scanner.
flying? You can't shit for a couple days
You
afterwards.
got all the air because I'm afraid all
I
this
don't know what that's
shit.
about.
If you're on a long flight, and you take a sleeping pill. If you do something stupid, you shit yourself. So you don't want to do
Oh,
that.
you
You
don't
do
wanna
want to do that. How great would that be to clear out first class?
Did you see that though?
Give you
Bob
more room?
Saget shit self on plane.
You know
It
what? I should just do it. It just sounds
Do
great.
it. Do
Yeah,
it. Do
would
it.
you like to see that on TMZ?
Yeah. You know what I'll do? I'll twit before I shit.
Oh, there you go.
I'll put it right out there.
Just
I'll
say
say I'm
that.
about to shit.
Guess
and
what just happened?
Send.
Can we get some business out of the way? Bob
Yes.
Saget has a new show on A&E called Strange Days. This is before Magic Bob makes his big appearance. I want to say I've seen the first 2 episodes, and I'm loving this show.
I thank you.
And-
I spent
and-
a year on it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm that bad.
And if I saw the first 2
Other people could have done it in weeks.
if I saw the first 2 episodes and didn't like it, I would just make believe I didn't see the episodes.
Yeah, you would.
I
I've
would
known
just
you a long
make
time.
believe.
You liked 1 versus 100 when I did.
I did. I said that earlier too.
I know you
and,
did.
you,
Yeah.
and you laugh every time I say that because I,
I know,
think
man.
I think you didn't even like it.
I didn't understand it, but I liked it. My girlfriend was watching it with me, and she said, "I like this show."
I
went,
like the
really?
show. I don't know what
Cool,
happened with
too.
that one.
I forgot I did it.
There's awful game shows on all the time.
Yeah, there's
and
awful everything.
And I thought it was all right. But Strange
the
Days.
gist of the new show?
The gist of the new show is I studied subcultures. Originally, I had an idea to sleep over anybody's house I wanted and just go in. That was like 12 years ago. And it just didn't happen. It didn't get bought. Like I really worked hard on it. And then 10 years later, came back, thought about it, talked to this guy, Scott Lonker at A&E, this wonderful guy, picked it up on the phone and said, yeah, let's do this with these guys from Tijuana that do Obsessed and do a bunch of other shows, and then this Brillstein Entertainment Company. Let me name all the companies involved. I want to thank Amana Radar Ranges for heating up our food. I don't know. Motorola for the first phone I ever got. But then we went and did this thing where we wanted to see, I guess, documentary comedy is what I'm calling it. I'm calling it cockumentary. So
there you go.
I don't want it to be reality. Unless it's
as long as it's not a rom-com.
Unless it's cock reality.
Rom-com.
What is a rom-com?
Yeah, it's from
romantic comedy.
Romantic
really?
For the rom-com.
We hate romantic comedies.
Yeah.
Ant said rom-com yesterday, made us all laugh. So.
They don't make that many of them anymore.
Thank God.
Really?
Well, Jennifer Aniston's in most of them.
Yeah, sure.
So anyway, this show is the one that aired last night. I looked for Bigfoot. That was the later one that aired. I really did go into the Pacific Northwest with infrared gear, and we kind of found something. You know, there were howling people. They go up, they get pretty wasted, and go look for Bigfoot.
And go look for Bigfoot. But were there any signs of Bigfoot?
My whole theory on it is that he has a tiny penis, and that he has big feet. If you have big feet, they assume your penis is gigantic,
and
that
he's
you
just
can't
embarrassed.
He's embarrassed, so he's in hiding.
So he hides.
But then they say there's women and teenager Sasquatches. So I guess they're all embarrassed by their penises.
Yeah, they would have to be like
even the women.
a bunch of different sizes.
Well, the females will be Sasquatches.
They're afraid of their late night queefing.
Hey, obviously there's kooks wherever you go, but do they believe in general?
That's racist, dude.
Do they believe in general? In the Pacific Northwest, do they believe in general that there might be a Bigfoot thing happening?
The people that I
Not
talked
just the
to,
kooks.
you saw the thing, so I can tell you that in the beginning we interviewed some Native Americans and from that area, and they really said that they're people, that we've seen them, and they were telling me stuff off camera that they've seen them mating with. There's folklore stories of them mating with people, with humans.
Did they mention that when they were in a fucking in a peyote fucking induced? They were like one of those hot things where they sweat for 3 days.
Sweat lodge.
Yes, sweat lodge, and they see spirits.
Dream Quest. No, they're not dropping shrooms.
They handed over Manhattan for $8 in a fucking shiny thing.
but maybe if Bigfoot exists, they can make a couple bucks.
But our problem is they've never found one. They've never found a dead one.
They found one last year, but it was actually just a pig. In a Bigfoot costume.
It was at Soup Plantation. Yeah, I was with them, and as we're driving past the lake, the guy goes, "Oh, the Loch Ness Monster's in there." I'm like, "Wait a second, don't give me." You know,
how good is the weed up there?
Where's Magic Bob hiding?
Is that their little jokes? Like,
well, I'll be honest.
Sense of humor
I'll
about
be really honest about it because they're maybe listening. They're really funny guys. Like a few of them.
They're characters.
I liked them.
I
really did. There's a guy named Bobo, really funny guy.
We have a Bobo on this show, so I laughed when I saw
the Bobo in the Pacific Northwest was like, I used to fucking hate you, man. Your comedy sucked. Now I like you. I'm like, wow. That's am I still complicated?
Yeah.
Complimented? Or?
Yeah, was that a backhanded compliment?
It was kind of, but then he told me how much he loved Sam Kinison, and we went off on that for a while, so I don't know.
You should use this line I use. I'll say to somebody, tell me how you really feel.
Oh,
the worst is when someone goes,
that'll get him.
They'll go, I saw you last night. You'll have been on TV. They'll go, I saw you last night. And then they don't say anything.
Oh, that's it?
Oh, that's an insult.
And it's like, what? Yes, thanks.
Yeah, saw you.
I saw you.
So you went
Thank
deep.
you.
You went deep into the woods
and
camped out.
Yeah, we did. And with
try to
infrared
find a
gear,
Bigfoot.
And then we went back. We went back in the afternoon. We dropped down salmon and apples and donuts. This dude.
I want
said,
to talk about that. I
he
wasn't
likes.
sure what you want to talk about with the episodes. They baited the trap for Bigfoot,
right?
And they went to the local, I don't know, like fucking 7-Eleven, whatever it's called up there.
Bigfoot's
Market.
like?
And there's donuts, salmon, and apples or
And
something.
I asked
right?
if Bigfoot is a Jew, and he said absolutely not. And then we left it, and we went back at 2 a.m. with infrared shit, and I was scared to go back because then you thought bears, you thought of other animals
Yes,
that could just
forget
attack
about
you.
Bigfoot. How about the
How about
bears?
something real?
How about the real
could really
animals?
kill you
Right.
out there.
You're out there with a
Angry
Sony recorder. You know what would have been great if what attracts Bigfoot is scat porn. Like if that's what finally got him
Well,
there.
a guy farted into a parabolic mic, and I said, "What if that is what attracts him?"
Yeah, that's like a sonar sound.
How is it?
Picks up.
It is so.
Oh, hold on 1 second. I'm just going to leave this here. Okay. Sorry.
The freaking Dead Sea Scrolls. And then next Tuesday, just to finish this up, so you don't have to do it all day, because you're overly gracious to me always, is next Tuesday I join a frat at Cornell. On A&E. That's the first one. I
Marshmallows up the ass?
All the way with a skewer. Happy birthday to me.
Ah.
It was,
Did they haze you?
Serpent. A little bit of hazing.
Little date rape?
Yeah, a little date rape. I raped myself.
Little homoerotic activity?
I
bit?
poked a hole in the Bed Bath & Beyond
And you're
toga.
a brother.
Frats
High
are
five.
And then and then the second one, I joined wrestling. Lucha Libre wrestling.
Oh, the Mexican?
Yeah, the hooded stuff. And I
Sure.
spoke phonetic Spanish off of cards. And I did backyard wrestling and Dragon Gate. And we had Roddy Piper come on. And he's cool.
The show is really good, Bob.
I hope so. I worked hard on it.
Did
so I
the
hope
bike
people like
episode air last night?
Yeah, it did.
Joining the biker gang?
It did.
That was scary.
It really was. It was.
What were they called? The Iron
Order, and they're
Iron
a
Order.
big organization. I did the Warner Theater in Washington a couple months ago. 100 of them came strong to it, and they brought their bikes. So people were a little bit skeptical.
Jesus.
And
Oh,
I
the
came out
bikers
on
came?
stage, yeah.
And Bob-
and I said, "Who the fuck are we?" And they went, "Iron fucking Order." And the audience was like,
Oh,
"Okay."
it's like what now? What is Bob doing now?
They're my friends. I'm sidecar. They named me sidecar.
He was in a sidecar riding with these guys.
I'll show you a
How many
picture.
days did you spend with
5.
5 days with the biker gang?
Every episode's 60 hours of shooting. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. It's fun though, you know.
And he was in a
Kinda like-
sidecar for
There's
many
a
many
picture of
hours
it.
on the road
That's a cool shot, actually.
with the biker gang.
That's taken out with your iPhone, right?
No, that was taken by the A&E guy. But I showed footage from my iPhone. You
Bob,
saw this
It's,
already.
it's the
He's-
poster to the fucking show.
Yeah, it's,
Bob.
it says,
Bob, he's laughing at
it
you,
says
Jimmy.
Bob does America one culture at a time. Is that from your iPhone? That my iPhone does
It's the
graphics.
promotional poster.
Yeah, it's
My
the new-
iPhones do billboards.
It's the new professional PR app.
My head is airbrushed.
I do want to say, I said it off air and I want to say it on air because I think it's kind of important. The biker episode, what I liked about it, I mean, Bob Saget is hilarious and the jokes are there in this show. But in the biker episode, it got real serious. And I saw you break down. You were crying.
I was pissed at myself in editing. I would just go.
You're like, fuck, why did I cry
fruit,
through this?
What the fuck's wrong with you?
It was pretty intense.
It was real, though. I mean,
If the
guy
episode
lost-
aired, we could talk about it.
Yeah. The kid
One of-
lost his, not his dad, but like his dad. I mean, he was very close to this guy, his uncle, basically. And I go and meet this kid, Lil Killer. And I get concerned when you put kids on TV because I've just had a weird career anyway, and I want people to be okay and not ruin kids' lives. Mm-hmm. And this kid just watched himself on TV crying and bawling and just saying, you know, he's in a better place now, and I loved him.
Well, you went to the memorial for the guy who was killed by a drunk driver, by the way.
There was someone else in the organization that we lost, too, like after we shot. So they actually told me about it. My producers, we keep in touch with the different people that we've been doing our things with because we're not out to haze anybody or to lower people and to make people,
right.
You know, we're not there to deify people either, but we're not there to go out and go, hey, look at these morons. You know, we're just trying to show it, have some fun with it, and get to know it.
It's our
You
job.
do both. You do everything. You go all over the place. I hear you guys go, why am I telling you what you do? Let me come on as a guest and tell you what you've done for 57
Could
years.
you please? I have no idea.
You
what
guys
I've
are
been doing here.
sometimes very thoughtful. Here's a book.
Thank you. It's a very lovely gift. Take this, fat tits.
I bought you this Encyclopedia Britannica collection.
Are you nervous that the biker gang's going to call you up and say, hey, Bob, we're going to be doing something and we need your help?
I do think I'm going to hear from them again. I have heard from them. They
Perhaps,
actually watched the show. We had a production assistant go down there and show it to them 4 times.
Really?
And they released her. They let her come back to L.A.
You wanted to make sure they were okay with the episode.
I wanted them to be okay with it.
Because they
I wanted
were way more
everybody-
serious about it than Bob Saget was.
Well, and they were tongue in cheek about it, but they were also like, "This is a real thing, Bob.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is serious.
Don't
And
fuck around, Bob."
And I told you before we came on the air that the guy Izod, who was in charge of the whole thing, I kept going, "You are the grand," and I didn't know what to say. I got to say
the grand poobah.
It's all dangerous territory.
Yeah.
And he goes, "I am the MC. I'm the master of the." I don't know what he was saying, but I was trying to just stop.
He's the main guy.
He's the main guy, and other guys are holding. I don't want to get killed. And then he kept going to me. That ain't right, Bob, which was my last HBO special. And he goes, I like your comedy, Bob. That ain't right. He just kept saying that
You're
off
like,
camera
all
the whole
right,
time.
you're good.
Yeah,
You
that's
smile and
that
just
is not right, sir.
What about Naked Dave, I think?
Yeah, guy came up.
He just walks around naked?
Naked. One guy's named Cooter, one guy's Peckerwood, Stiffy. Naked Dave is just a naked guy, and we scrambled the signal for A&E.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we'll turn away. Guy. People do turn, and women take their boobs out a lot. So there were women flashing. I actually showed this woman's breast, and it's the narration was, I'm proud of it, said, we did not scramble the signal for this. We did not blur the signal. Which
That's
means
what it looks like.
boobs
They're
were a blur.
horrendous, yes.
What are you looking up right now?
Just something on Facebook.
Does it have friends? Are you looking at friends?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And how many friends do you have? Do you talk about it?
Very few. On 300 something. Only mostly.
Oh, this is your personal life.
Yeah. My other one has got 35,000 or something.
Right. Yeah. I have a fan site.
Do you just ignore?
If I don't know people, yeah.
Yeah. I've gotten to that point where I just ignore.
Well, if you can block somebody on Twitter, if they go someone like, you're a hunk of shit, I want you to die, it's like, wait a second. In high school, if you were walking past somebody, if you could just delete them, we were talking about that, Bob.
Delete up the whole person, yeah.
This is nothing better than blocking somebody.
Wait, Bob Saget even blocks people?
Well,
who are you on Twitter? You just Bob Saget?
I just
or Bob
don't do
Underscore?
negative energy. I don't always go through it all. I mean, I can't. If I'm having a good day, it's a ton of people. I just won't. I don't want to do negative. I got enough negative. I'm my own worst critic. I know what's wrong with me.
Yeah,
I know when I'm not funny.
There you
I
go.
know when things
We
are
all
bad.
know about ourselves.
Right.
So you just
don't have
block,
to tell us.
Block,
What is
your
I'll do
Twitter
it if
name,
it's a
Bob?
guy that started the account just to tell me to go fuck myself.
Yeah, that's a little.
and then
What's
especially
your Twitter name?
I'm under my own name.
Oh, is it just Bob Saget?
Oh.
Yeah, one word. Okay.
I like my Twitter.
And Bob,
I like it a lot, actually.
One more thing.
Talk to
They
people.
had you drinking some heavy shit, man.
Yeah, one of them was like a moonshine, really strong, crazy. I mean, it burned my inside.
It burned on the way in.
Well, the show I did that has not aired, but if we get a good rating, and we'll know around noon today. That's how this lovely business I live in.
I hope it did
You know
well.
our ratings, right?
Right.
How life works. And then we'll know again next week.
We blew it because we could have got people psyched on our end for the show. I thought it was airing tonight. It already aired yesterday. We could have pumped this up yesterday for you. Get people watching.
I would have liked that. Well, you're doing it now. Tuesday night's an important night.
Right.
The 7th. But the first episode I shot, we went to Ukraine, and I got guys mail order brides. I went to Ukraine for a week.
That's the real deal, huh?
Didn't have a relationship. I went there, and they are beautiful. The joke, which I really can't do many places, is that I did it on Conan. I can't do it many places. Is that in Ukraine, the age of consent is yes. I saw a girl. I mean, I see people, and they're like, "Oh wow, that's an attractive girl," and she's like, "She's 15, man." I'm like, "Let's go away. What are you doing?" Oh no, that's all fine. Well, what's all fine?
That's fucking terrible.
It's
when
terrible.
does this air?
Yeah,
What's the number?
What airline flies there?
Yeah, what airline goes to the Ukraine? Do they still have
three
Aeroflot? Is that it?
Is the Ukraine
flights right now?
Is it a shitty country?
Polanski Air.
Yeah, is it shitty?
It is. The Odessa steps. The baby carriage goes down the steps, and Woody Allen did a takeoff of it.
Yeah.
That's where I was. I was staying off of the Odessa steps. I was in Odessa.
So what? Mail order brides. They obviously you go online and find one, but
Yes, and you
they
pay for each email. That's how the business works. You
Each
pay
email?
to talk to them. They pay every time you get one. You pay.
How much?
I guess it's like a couple bucks. So there's thousands of dollars being made into hundreds of thousands.
Because
I don't
what's
know if they're
happening-
making millions, but there was money being spent.
Dude, it has to be fucking just hot chicks working for them.
That's what it was. I want this to air
yeah.
because they walk into an agency and it looks like the agency could be gone the next day.
Sure.
There's no furniture
Yeah,
or anything.
little boiler
And it's all
room
beautiful velvet curtains and young girls everywhere. And I keep going, what's behind this door? More hot girls? And I hadn't slept and I'm just like looking at everything.
What a
like
scam,
the
though.
Matrix.
It's a scam because they're not gonna give up the girl right away. They're gonna make you do a lot of emailing.
They
If
want
it's
you to
per
date her.
email.
You get to go on a date with her. So these four guys we took, that poor guy Steve. This one has to air because it's really interesting to watch.
So what happened? You go to the Ukraine.
I went there and I came back and I didn't hook up with anybody. I don't know what people all said. Your reputation. I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
You're more that guy than I am.
Yeah, I am.
But I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm a relationship kind of guy.
But so the guy went on a date with her. What happened? Was it good or bad?
It was pretty good. They didn't. They don't consummate. They can't.
Of course
go and
not.
Tell
They're
the
probably
people,
agency girls.
and they sign the thing. And I'm sure there's a lot of
Rape.
Side money.
There's a lot of hookery, you know. And
I would love
right?
hookery.
So half the people that you would meet, I think, would be in the hookery dickory dock business.
You're right.
And then the other half are just people seeking a husband that would get them a visa so they could come to America.
Are they pretty?
And then
some
they
of them?
usually
Yeah, a
wind up.
lot of them are pretty.
It's usually, from what I've seen anyway, desperate guys. They grab these girls up because they're hotter than anything they would ever get.
And 2/3 of the men
and then
are
they
dead.
just leave.
Yeah, but they're hot, but they're like Ukraine hot. Like they get like a German Shepherd mole, and like 3 teeth are black around the gums. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like, oh fuck. They're smoking from a distance, but then when you get close up, you're like, ah, Jesus. She looks like a dude.
She wants to come here so she can get her dry socket repaired.
She's got like a huge, thick hair growing off her Adam's apple.
You can see them at the strip clubs, man. They got a lot of
we
those,
were at a strip club in L.A., one of those Ukraine bitches. She did a turnaround with her asshole, and she had like a fucking berry hanging out of her asshole.
Oh, God.
Shit or a Roy?
It was like a fucking just a
Cheerio.
berry. It was like a mole, but a purpley big
Fred
mole.
berry.
Did you flick at it?
No, I threw it, dude. I puke.
You got to get on a crane to see it.
You try to slip
Marvin
$1.
Berry?
Try to slip $1 between that and whatever part of her body is next to it.
Everybody, you could see her turn, and as she turned, the faces just turned. Like it's
yeah.
just, what the fuck is? And you couldn't help but go, what the fuck's in your ass?
Well, you know it's a long thing hanging out of a woman's ass if it slaps 4 guys. It's just like boom, boom, boom.
Like the Three Stooges.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, damn. Wow. So the Ukrainian girls.
Ukrainian
and then
girls are hip.
They come over. If the guy does buy them, what do they cost?
Well, it's not a marriage. They get married. I mean, they would
do.
want to get married, so they would.
Wow.
And they stay in contact. And some of the girls are very nice. And it got awkward. I mean, it's all awkward. It's
Yeah,
awkward if you're
it
dating
sounds
somebody.
it. Yeah, right. Imagine.
Imagine you go there and they
Mail
know
order.
that you want to bring them home. But they're not really called mail order brides. You know, they're women. They go to a social. You go to a disco in the afternoon, and you have your
We
pick
go
of
to
all the-
disco.
of them. That is what it is. Very
We go to disco.
2 sexy guys.
How long do you think those marriages last, though? Do you think any of them are actually good?
Yeah, I was told a couple of them last forever because they want that. I don't want to say misogynist, but the women really 2/3 of the guys in Ukraine died, or they
During a war or something?
during the war and before
Which
Cold
war?
War. Well, 95 they lifted the Iron Curtain there, so every war. And they they didn't even have gas in the country, so they didn't have toilet paper, and so the guys just left and smoked and cheated on them, or bad men ran away. Like America.
Yeah, of course, sure.
So they like American guys?
I love American guys.
Don't they get to come? They'll come here for a while, live with you for a while, and then they look, I get to leave now.
And then they figure it
after
out.
a few years.
They got a film career, some of them.
A film career, yeah. Some of them figure it out, though, don't they? Like, hey, I could maybe get the divorce, get the money, and leave this man.
Yeah, I think they
know
do
that.
stay with you for a while,
I
though.
just want to do a Bullwinkle cartoon in my mind.
Yeah.
I
Moose and
made
Squirrel.
Moose and Squirrel.
Moose and Squirrel.
I'm Maddie Bottas.
Watch me pull a bride out of my head.
How do you remember that voice?
Magic Bullwinkle.
Yeah, Bullwinkle.
So now
No, that's something.
Wait, you get one of these girls, you bring them home. Fuck, I can't comprehend that.
Yeah, it
Is
is.
there a language they speak English?
You can't?
No, but they speak English.
It's the same shit. It's the same shit you do all the time. You just get to keep them.
That's the worst part, though, right?
He can't comprehend the bringing them home part.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What if they have small
Well,
pussy
don't you
lips?
What if?
Yeah.
I don't think they're all gigantically down below. I don't think
I
it's
like
all...
a big pussy lip.
You do?
Yeah.
How big?
Like a mom's
A little
Mabley
too
mouth?
big, Bobby.
Yeah. You should be able to see it from across the street in a dress.
Jesus.
Again, in the strip clubs, though, I've seen Russian girls. I don't know if they're known for their puffy.
They're not.
Puffy pussy.
You really
lips.
honestly like a woman with large...
Fuck yeah.
Bob,
Love big
Bob
sides.
he likes the big clit.
Well,
Big pussy.
Is it because you're like walking out of a curtain before you go on or something?
No, I just like a big...
Is it like a punching bag? Is it like working out at the gym?
I like when she's wearing tight panties and you could see the outline and the
Like that?
bulge.
Oh,
Like
I know
that
this.
right there?
Actually, I know this 5 minutes of you.
But I really mean it. Like, that's kind of hot. Any of the... There's
How is
different...
that hot?
How's it not?
It looks like
What's
a
falling out of her?
looks like a Muppet male.
Looks like our pussy got into a fight.
Is that a baby elbow? What is that?
A baby elbow.
I love it,
It looks
man.
like something ended at the knuckle.
Wow, that's
I love a nice big vag.
That's what Jimmy's into. Yeah,
Love it.
How about this one?
I like long fat lips.
So would you like to put your penis into another penis?
No, I don't like the.
Oh,
There's a certain
God
line.
damn,
Bob,
look
let
at
me see
that.
it. I'll tell you, it's probably too big.
God.
Probably too big.
That's not real.
Jimmy likes a pussy that looks like frame 313 of the Zapruder film.
What that is, that's what they do is they suction puff it. I don't like that at all.
That looks like an alien from Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
That's not it. That's an exposed brain.
I like a natural fat pussy, not a puffed up.
Do you like to watch surgery? What turns you on the most, that or eye surgery? Bobby's see eye surgery on TV. Don't you turn it off?
You can't.
Why would you
that.
watch that?
Why? It's someone watching you while they're getting surgery.
Bob Kelly's giving our computer a lot of viruses right now. He's clicking on shit we've actually done before.
Bob Kelly is 6 seconds from jerking off right now. The picture I just sent.
That one looks dead.
Oh, God, what is wrong with that one?
Sorry, that looks.
That did its grooming with a weed whacker.
Yeah, a little infection, it looks like.
That's dry socket.
Look at yeah, very dry socket there.
That looks like a knife wound that healed in prison.
Guys, may I make a declaration that it's at least 7 minutes till we plug my show again?
Yes,
just
yes,
because
of
of
course.
where we're
because
at.
of the content
You don't want
now.
to. You don't want to be separated from this.
Please,
Okay, that's
tragedy
fine.
plus timing.
I'm
The
waiting.
content,
I'm waiting
yes.
for the arrival of Magic Bob. When is Magic Bob going to be here?
I think Roland actually was on the phone with him this morning, or his people.
His peeps.
Yeah, he's coming. His.
Oh, what the hell was that? That's petticoat slap a junction on
That
someone.
looks like my dick after I've been in a pool all day.
I like that a lot.
Really?
No way.
That and panties,
No way.
that would bulge out in panties.
You want a nipple with a hole in it? That's what you want?
That's it. That's
Looks
disgusting.
like a cigar
That looks like
unraveling.
someone that comes off a goat.
Right?
Something
It does look like a
out.
shitty Cuban.
I wouldn't know what to do with that if you telestrated it.
It's the worst.
I don't know.
Looks like an
Anyway, so next Tuesday, it's a really good episode.
All right, next Tuesday.
You want to
See
go
you
back to
next
Strange
See you
Days?
next Tuesday.
I'm telling you, I think our listeners would love Strange Days with Bob Saget on A&E every Tuesday night. I really do.
Thank you.
What are some of the other episodes?
The one coming up Tuesday, I joined this frat. The second one is, the wrestling thing, backyard wrestling is pretty severe. You know, people just kick the shit out of each other.
And some of those guys want to make it hurt a little bit, right?
And they want to make it hurt, and they want to actually go into the big leagues. They want to go into, like,
No, I mean,
WWE.
they want to hurt you.
They didn't, yeah, but I didn't get into that whole thing. Remember when they did that to Belzer? They turned him upside down?
We just talked about that again on our show.
I used to watch Andy Kaufman in the main room of the Comedy Store when he wrestled women,
right.
and pissed off so many women, and he was doing it because it was an experience for him to do it.
And a fetish probably, too.
It was a fetish, and he got hurt. He really got hurt.
Did you know Kaufman?
Yeah, but no, I didn't know him. You know,
No one
I'd
knew
be
him, right?
next to him. You know, I'd sit next to him. I'd watched everything he did.
He's one of my
live.
favorites.
He was one of the. I actually hosted a special on NBC with Mary Lou Henner and Rodney Dangerfield and Lily Tomlin about him, and it was like because I was obsessed with him. Because I used to watch him all the time.
Did you
And his
ever-
manager George Shapiro, I loved. Bob Zamuda, his old friend, is a friend of mine.
We had Bob in
so
here recently.
It's fascinating, and he's able to do the Kaufman stuff like nobody because he was the guy that was there to shepherd the whole thing.
Did you ever see when he would do Clifton? I heard Leno said he got him to break Clifton character once, like on the way to a gig or something, or he got Andy to admit he was it was something. They were in the car and Jay said something like, "Yeah, someone's saying that you stole that from them." Or someone is saying that you stole that, and he goes, "No, I didn't." Like, he got him to break.
Oh, it was
shit,
Andy
wow.
within the makeup.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It was either that, or he got him to admit. EJ got him to admit something by saying that somebody accused him of stealing it, so he actually got it out of him.
Because Andy would play it all the way.
What was amazing was when Andy died, Bob Zamuda did a benefit at the Comedy Store, and I was at it. And I was, everybody for a second went, "Is that Andy?" Because Bob literally summoned the spirit to do it. And he started singing. It was an American Cancer Society benefit. And he said, "This is a travesty. The American cancer people put all that money in their pockets. This is bullshit." And people started walking out, which is what Tony Clifton would do. So,
Of course.
in true Tony Clifton form, Bob Zamuda was walking people. And as they're leaving, he's going, "Fuck you people. And you know what? Fuck this. And I don't care about cancer. I don't care about anything. This is all bullshit." And he threw the mic down. And then he goes back and he picks it up. He goes, I can't do that to you people. Hit it. And that's Life starts playing. And he sings, and then he does that, and then he does another 45 minutes after that. Yeah. But he does the famous thing that Andy Kaufman shepherded, that I'm sure that Bob had a lot to do with. But he sings at the end of That's Life. He goes, I'll roll myself up in a great big ball and die. And they bring out the clock, the Times longest note ever held, Johnny Mathis, 1962, and die. And they run the loop of the voice like a buzzer, and he's just standing on stage just with his mouth open without any sound coming out, but they're playing and it goes 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, and the audience is like, what is this?
How long is this going to go?
It was like 3 minutes, and then he goes, he does a big flourish at the end. It was the best thing, one of the best things I'd ever seen. And the saddest part is that Andy Kaufman, we lost him.
Yeah, that he wasn't there.
I was pissed off, and Leslie Nielsen died. I'm like, and because I jumped into all this press to promote my show, and then people would always throw what happens that day or two before. And they're like, happy about your show, but what about Leslie Nielsen? And I'm like, well, I loved Leslie Nielsen. He was on the video show once, and he came out with that fart thing that you.
Oh, he loved that.
He loved
fart
that little
thing.
fart
God,
thing.
he used that all the time.
Squeeze it, and then he would just make a face because his whole thing was reacting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did react, right? You're right.
Reaction, like almost like silent film, and then but was able to do the voice of with deadpan. I don't like when funny people die. I like when really non-funny people die.
Won't be disappointed when anyone in this room goes.
Hey, do you know Ozzy, Bob?
No.
Do you know Ozzy or no?
I met him, but I
don't know him.
No.
Why, you going to have him bring him the books?
Can you give these to him?
I know Jack.
Oh, yep.
You give these.
Jack's the only one I haven't met, actually.
Books are just a really good guy.
I like him.
Really good guy. He's a good friend of a friend of mine.
Why did you buy such big, heavy books, and why so many of them?
We're confused by
I
the whole
haven't seen
thing.
books in years.
I know.
Why would you think he would read books?
Will this fit on my iPad?
Because he's a Beatles
like
fan.
A tablet.
These are all great Beatles books with photos in them.
John.
The one book's 10 years old, Bob.
I didn't know that was 10. That's the only one he had, the one Bob's holding. The other ones he
wrapped
loved.
in plastic that is melting off of the book. The plastic will disintegrate if you leave it out. It's really cool. You hazmated this book. Look at that. It's ripping apart.
That was probably Ozzy's eagerness.
Oh,
I can't believe this book even has barcode on it.
Yeah.
So,
Are you bringing these to Madison Square Garden?
No, but I may have Sharon. I may just hand them to Sharon and have her give them to Ozzy. Could you bring these to your husband?
Nobody wants to carry around 80
I know, I was
pounds
kidding.
of books.
Yeah. I was kidding.
Toomey makes a backpack.
I wouldn't hand these to his wife.
I handed him his wife. Could you give these to Ozzy?
Why all of a sudden in this absurd room did everybody get literal? Like, why would you hand those to Sharon, for Pete's sake?
Because you gave them to Ozzy.
Yeah, but Ozzy, he loves the Beatles. He would look at these are all like cool photo books. If someone gave me a Sabbath book, I would love it, man.
Yeah, one.
You.
Well, yeah, but four's better.
Yeah,
I tell you the best.
You love Black Sabbath?
Oh,
Want to hear how I was honored? It's about me. I had to turn it narcissistic.
That's fine.
During Halloween, someone came out with a cover band called Bob Saget.
No way.
Wow.
And BJ Novak tweeted it to me. Do you want to
And
see
did Sabbath?
my thing?
Can we hear the band,
very
maybe?
I don't know. You
They have
can
a
probably
website
look
or
them up.
anything?
No, I don't have it.
Bob Saget.
I guess it really isn't anything.
If Bob Kelly wasn't at the
Hear the
helm
joke
over
and then
there,
see the JPEG.
always see,
nothing.
always see his porno.
Nothing.
I got it.
Just
I'm
nipples and clits and
That's it.
that's all that's in here. Oh, carpet samples.
I Twittered you,
I've been
Bob.
redecorating.
Thanks,
Did you?
Bob.
Yes.
I'll get you my Bob Saget. I had nothing to do with it. It was just sent to me by a friend. But you bring it up. I'm just going through my iPhone list. Oh, it's all John Stamos. John Stamos, my mother. That's a rooster.
Oh, that's nice. Why
You've
would
never done nothing with an animal, right? I mean, don't think. Just answer. I've known you a long time. An animal. Have you ever done anything with an animal?
No, the only
but-
thing I ever
Oh,
did with
there's
an
a
animal
pause
is
there.
when I was a kid.
Right?
Oh no.
My cat John, I was like 11 and I had to fart, so I held his little head behind me and I actually felt his nose touch my asshole and I went on his nose.
What did the poor
Oh,
little
you just
fella
farted
do?
just now.
Yeah, he kept trying to back up.
look
His
at
little
him.
cat
What's he
head was
doing?
trying to pull out of my
Shit
because
himself.
he knew it wasn't good. What was about to happen. But no, animals do nothing for me. I'm not
No,
sexually
right.
attracted.
Well, I know. I ask them. I beg them. They do nothing. I wrote a song in my stand-up. My dog licked my balls, and people sing it with
Yeah.
me for my special. They like that. I'm still looking for something. I'm not going to find it.
Jesus.
How many photos do you have in
Bobby.
there? Let me see.
Hundreds, thousands.
Bob, let me see.
What?
We found the cover band, Bob.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, there it is.
I don't do gay porn. What?
Wow.
You're straight, right?
No.
Yeah.
Not all the time. I'm married.
Yeah. What's the name of that?
So
Where's
once in
that?
a while, it's always weird when you hang with a dude, and he's your buddy, he's your bro, you go to war with him, and all of a sudden he's just showing you pictures of cocks and mouths of guys.
Yes.
Guys blowing guys.
Yeah, welcome to the O&A show.
Yeah.
That's all they do.
I know. I was sitting here with Jeff Ross. You made me look at two girls in a cup, and we
that
sat there
was
for
normal.
25 minutes.
That was normal.
And it was a 3-minute video.
Yeah. Well, is Magic Bob here?
I like Magic Bob.
Magic Bob is about,
Should we take a break and get Magic Bob in here?
Let's do that.
Yeah, we're gonna set up the studio.
The party?
Time is ticking by.
All right, hey, Bob, Mr. Saget, you're staying with us or what?
Yeah, I'd love to.
All right, Bob Saget in studio.
I have other press, but I don't want to do anything but this.
Thank you. The new show is Strange
I missed
Days
you
with
guys.
Bob Saget. They're saying Thursdays.
No, Tuesday.
Jesus.
Nice
Tuesday.
printing, nice intern.
Aye. All right.
Yeah, what are you
Tuesdays,
doing?
10 o'clock, and then another one at 10:30. 2 first runs, and then 9 o'clock and 9:30 Central. And then somebody has told me that Mountain is 8 o'clock, and I don't know what that means.
That's very confusing.
Isn't that
'cause
weird?
We're talking to the whole country. So
Mountain.
Just check out A&E Strange Days with Bob Saget every Tuesday night, okay? All right.
you.
Magic Bob next.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Opie and Anthony on the Virus, Sirius XM.
Bob Saget in studio.
All they needed was computers.
That's right. Real fast, Strange Days with Bob Saget once again on A&E every Tuesday night. Depending on where you live, it's a little different. So check out your TV there and
10
watch
to
Strange
10:30,
Days.
and then 9 and 9:30, and then I think in Paraguay it's on at 4 in the afternoon.
Nice.
The ex-Nazis are in Argentina listening to it. I send them copies.
There's never an ex-Nazi.
No, that's
Once
true.
you're a Nazi, it's like, being a Marine.
What was I
You're
thinking?
always a Marine. Ex-Nazi.
True commitment.
Like all of a sudden they're just like, I love the Jews.
Possible future episode.
Well, we thought about it.
Possible
Oh,
future
wow.
episode of Strange Days.
I don't want to
doing
be
the subculture
skinned.
thing.
Yeah, that would
skinning
be-
is. I'll ride a bike. They can dump beer on me, but I don't want my skin to be slowly cored off of me.
Yeah.
With that
could
said,
be trouble.
has someone suggested one, and you're like, come on, I'm not doing that. Was
Well,
there one that you said no to?
That's the biker one.
Oh, really?
And Bigfoot.
And they talked
I want to
into
go to. I want to go to. What's the cool festival? The Burning Man.
Burning
I wanna
Man?
do that.
Yeah.
I just
And
asked somebody
that
about
was
that. What exactly is it?
good. People drop drugs and then they go and light things in effigy and rock and roll concert.
A lot of
crazy.
nudity.
A lot of nudity. They
Yeah.
burn furniture and giant.
It's out in the middle of the desert.
But if you get hurt there, you're fucked, right? You're not
Yeah. People die there
Unless
and
you could
stuff.
copter in.
How far is it
Sounds
from-
good for me.
How far is it from civilization?
It's upstate New York, isn't it?
I thought
No,
it was out in
Arizona.
the desert.
Oh, that's
Oh,
the
really?
desert.
Somewhere out in the desert.
There's
Oh, no
desert
wonder we
upstate.
didn't catch it.
Yeah.
Running around fucking.
We had a whole crew. Went to the
Oneonta.
wrong place.
Yeah, you're in Kingston.
Carmen
Where is it?
Santiago. We're the opposite of the Travel Channel. We go to the wrong place. Set our GPS for opposite day.
How big is that, Danny? How big is the man they burn?
Well, that
How big's the man?
I don't know
That's
if it
strong.
changes, but I mean, this
It's like
is
a Terry
this
Gilliam
is,
movie.
particularly large.
How big? I mean, 20 feet?
I don't know. I'm just
Nah,
looking
bigger
at
than that.
images.
There's some of them that are like 50 feet tall.
I mean,
Saget
here,
had a very good
here's some
reference
scale
there.
for you.
What was his
Very good
reference?
that
reference
one.
there. Terry Gilliam movie. Very good.
Thank you.
He was the one that came in with that movie, the Doctor or whatever.
The Imaginarium of Dr.
Yes.
Parnassus.
Yes.
He did Brazil and.
There you go, Jamie.
Oh, my God.
There's a way of filming his movies.
That's a big man.
That's
How's
a
that
big
sandwich?
burning man.
It's really good sandwich.
Good, right?
Kevin.
Cool. It
Dude,
cost me
If
$6.
that was a picture of one of those clits that you like, I'd throw this up right now. It's the burning bush.
Sam, are we ready for Magic Bob?
Magic Bob is like counting his cards or something.
That's Bob Kelly. Bob
Comedian.
Kelly's setting up the tricks for Magic Bob.
You're a road manager?
Oh, Bob
Tour
Kelly
manager.
helps out Magic Bob. There's 3 Bobs in the studio today. It's very confusing.
Magic Bob is in the building.
Oh,
Where
he
is
is?
Magic Bob?
He's signed in.
His
signed
assistant and him just showed up.
Yeah.
His assistant.
He's got an
He
assistant.
has assistants, but unlike
Why don't
hack
we name him
magicians,
Bob too?
unlike hack magicians, he has young topless boys. Irish assistant.
Oh my God!
You know, I've known you a long time, Bob. Am I talking to Bob Kelly?
Yeah, this is Bob Kelly, dude.
How you doing, man?
Hi, what's up, brother?
So this whole thing. I mean, you show me gay porn and stuff, and young male assistants.
That's not
Magic
me.
Bob.
That's Magic Bob. I would never do that,
No, but
Bob.
you're saying that
I'm married, bro.
Bob has,
I don't
know
like.
you're married.
I'm not really a fan of Magic Bob.
No, but you show me two guys going down on each other on the web.
You really
I'm just
did.
asking. I'm just pitching.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, what's wrong with looking at a lucky
actually,
devil?
there's nothing wrong with that. But I've
What's
known
wrong with
you a
looking
long
at
time.
3 lucky devils?
The one in the middle is always the luckiest.
I never looked at you being fascinated by it like that, like 3 guys with balls and mouth and on each other.
Yeah.
Like that.
No, I'm not.
You're not into it per se.
No, not
But
per
you
se.
should, but I got up in the morning and not per se. Cocky. So you were just, that was for my viewage.
That was for you.
Right, as a favor, because I hadn't seen you in a little while.
Right.
I was like, hey, buddy.
Yeah, in
Haven't
case
seen you.
it's like a
handshake. How about that road trip one day?
That'd be a great.
I can bring my laptop. I got lots of
We
pictures.
should do that one time. Just me, you, and Norton take a photo like that. Like you're in the middle. I'm sucking your cock. Jim's fucking, and then we just like Christmas card, like for jokes.
Oh, you know what?
As a goof. You know, as a goof.
Now, I get it now, what you were driving at.
Bob Saget. Bob, it's only fair, Mr. Saget, that we show
Sure.
you the greatest gay picture ever now.
What is that?
See, Danny even knows. I don't know. He knows. You want to see the greatest
It's
gay
actually
picture
not
ever?
that graphic. It's actually not that graphic.
If we're talking about gay
If you're
pictures, you might as well
asking
see the greatest gay
It's not
picture
that
ever.
graphic.
I don't.
No, because
See?
there's thumbs up. Yes, Danny. Bob Saget, the
Yeah.
greatest gay picture
Why do you
ever.
always say my name right before
Bob
you
Saget?
show the
I
most
know,
upsetting?
yeah.
Because there's Magic Bob, Bob Kelly.
It's a guy's going to have his head up his own ass or something, right?
No, it's not that bad, really.
Oh, Christ.
The greatest gay picture ever.
No, I can't look at that. Why do you guys do that to me? I'm just
They're
eating a
all
sandwich.
older gentlemen.
Of course, it's the
First
lemon
thing I
party.
was dumb enough.
They
to
named
eat
it
Jim
Lemon
Norton's
Party.
sandwich.
They named it Lemon Party, Bob. What? It's called Lemon Party.
Do you like the fact that the guy has this fucking hairdo like Claudius Caesar in the back?
I like the fact that the.
Now, who's the guy that's the less gay in that picture?
That's Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
And
one of the-
Eleanor.
William Howard Taft.
Yeah.
And the other mother of our country.
I would think the dead guy lying down with a heart on would be the least gay.
Could be anyone at this point.
But he's kissing.
No.
Who's the least gay guy in that picture?
Can I
Bob
tell you what
Saget.
you guys have done for
All right,
me
he doesn't
today?
want to really go with this. He doesn't really want to go.
I am leaving here.
He doesn't want to go with this.
Okay.
Why would he? He's
Play.
All right, you're gonna play. All right,
Yeah,
back to the
okay.
picture.
I'll play. Back to the picture.
And one of the guys does look like Arnold Palmer.
Yay. Who are those three?
Yay! What's your win?
I'm looking at the TV.
Oh,
Nothing.
Jesus.
That's
Oh,
gone.
that's not nothing good on there.
Yes,
None
there
of the news
was.
is good.
Apparently,
Now look at real
Bob
television. I want to go back
Saget-
to the old man gay porn picture.
Oh, you do? Oh, he's pulling it up.
Apparently, Bob Saget.
Bob Saget was at the was it on The View?
That's, yeah, it was, and that is, I believe, George W. Bush.
Yes, he does look like it.
On
We're
the
back
left.
to Lemon Party now.
I love the
Right.
fact that, let me say this one thing, the one guy just doing the sucking, he's propped up on his elbow, and you know that he could probably deep throat that cock, but he's probably just got the head in his mouth, and he's giving the head good suck action.
I looked at it. I did everything you wanted. Are you happy?
I did everything.
And Jim, you narrated it like I could never narrate it on the video show.
I said,
That'd be
move on.
great.
All right,
Well,
let's
you
just
sent it
move
home
on.
on a Sunday night at
He
7 o'clock
can't, but he
12 years
can't-
ago. Look at that guy deep throating that cock. Let me tell you something. If this guy falls on that rake,
I love that he can't hold the cock because of his arthritis.
uh-oh, look out for that cock.
Watch it.
That's
Look at
no
him.
weed eater.
He's
That
taking
is-
the whole dick.
It's Groundhog Day. Boy, Grandma wants a piece of the action, too. But no women in this picture.
Nope.
So pick up your controllers now and vote.
Which guy's the gay?
Which guy?
And the winner is, it came out of nowhere, fingering Grandpa's asshole. Or Jacuzzi Dog. Oh, man.
I bet if you could zoom in, I bet if you had audio of that, I'll bet you his lips, like he's probably holding, I bet you he's not even,
Jimmy, here he goes.
I'm just speculating. He's probably not even bobbing up and down on the cock. He's probably just holding it, and his mouth is moving like a little hamster mouth when he's fucking drinking water.
Drinking the water out of those little water.
So it's
Yeah.
not as sexual as it's just trying to eat a meal.
Oh,
No.
God
It look-
damn, Danny.
See?
Look at that little pud in the background.
Yeah.
Bob Saget has to keep
Yeah, he's turning
twisting
it
the
away.
screen away.
The guy's all.
Guys, honestly, I was trying to eat Jim Norton's sandwich. What was I even thinking?
I don't know what's
Everything
going
is
on
wrong.
anymore.
What were you saying about Bobby on The View? You were on The View?
I was on The View
Yeah,
yesterday.
I want to say
and,
from the gay
um,
porn to the View. view. It's
And
a natural
Susan
segue.
Boyle was on, and there was a bit of.
Oh, you were on with her?
Yeah, there was
Yes.
a bit of an issue, and she went on.
Oh, can we play this?
Yeah,
let's
I was
hear
I
this.
was on earlier, and had a wonderful time promoting Strange Days, my show on Tuesdays on A&E.
Yes.
And then Susan Boyle came on and sang, and very talented, but she stopped the thing like it was a rehearsal, like didn't know it was live television.
Did you speak
and
to
they
her?
went back, and I did speak to her backstage, and I did the reach around on her. She's a good guy. And then they redid a redo. They did a rethink for the West Coast feed, so they had her.
Oh,
sing.
they did.
Yeah.
So she.
Can we play the
looks,
clip?
Normal
She was
in that
also, yeah, you should. She was also really good on Little England.
I'm totally getting Wood.
Little Britain, I'm sorry.
What?
Little Britain.
We had gay porn on. What happened?
No, I'm looking at my house cameras and I'm getting a delivery.
Oh,
It's finally coming in because I go through a lot.
Okay.
The truck just pulled up. And,
How many,
getting
do you have
a
a
delivery.
quad split of your
We're getting,
home?
about, yeah. Here I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cameras. Checking out all the perimeter.
You get like on the roof with your gun sometimes?
No, I have balconies.
Like the White House?
Balcony's fine.
Like Scarface. We saw how that worked out.
Oops.
Can't wait till you fucking fall into your pool with the world is mine fucking statue. Some guy with awful sunglasses fucking shoots your spine out. How great would that be?
really did creep up on him, didn't he?
Yeah.
Here's
Dummy.
here's the Susan
Didn't
Boyle.
see that coming at the end of that
he
movie.
certainly
Who
didn't.
wears sunglasses for a murder and a members only jacket? He was dressed like the Iranian president.
The Colombians.
Here's the Susan Boyle clip from The View that Bob Saget
Yes.
just explained.
The thrill of home, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn.
Oh my God.
And they clap. She's stunned.
Trying to help her along.
I go,
Exactly.
I was backstage.
You had a frog in your throat. Oh my gosh, Susan.
You have a newt on your shoulders.
There's something of an angel that comes out when you open your mouth. It is this amazingly pure sound.
She fucked
Yeah,
it up.
except
What are they
for that
talking
time.
about?
Yeah, you know what I was doing?
fucking
I
too
was
funny.
backstage going. That was a good plug for my show, right? That's literally, and then someone said, "Oh, they had a problem." I went, "What problem?" I was literally just narcissist central. And then, like, she shot a hairball out of her throat.
Yeah.
yeah, that really was like a hairball.
She actually coughed up a wig.
You have a frog in your throat and John Cleese on your shoulders. You ugly bitch.
She's not unattractive.
She's fucking
She's
horrible.
horrendous.
I've been looking at pictures of guys blowing
I'd
themselves.
rather fuck 2 of these Beatles books. Fucking monster. Beat it, ugly. We got it. You dreamed a dream. You're still a fatso. Enough of everybody. I'm sick of everybody's love affair with that fucking wildebeest.
Come on.
Hey, wow, we can't believe the fat cunt can do anything. That's all it is. Nobody can believe that fat, ugly bitch has anything coming out of her. We didn't think you had any redeeming social value whatsoever. Thurgood Marshall would have declared you worthless.
It is odd that her last name is Boyle, isn't it?
Oh, exactly.
Well, where's Lance?
Yeah.
Lancer head.
Let me pull that hair out of the middle
Susan infected clit.
Oh, jeez.
Did you shoot something on this sandwich?
No.
Oh, God.
Why do you eat Jim Norton's sandwich?
What if I just you hazed me? I just ate your goo.
I would never do that to you. No,
You-
no,
you
no.
would do it.
I don't fuck
Wonderful.
with food. No.
All right, go cool.
No.
It's too
I
late
mean,
now. You ate most of it.
the cock print in there was there before it came.
Someone else did that. More importantly, where's Magic Bob? Bob
Oh,
Kelly.
he's here.
Oh, thank God.
How does this happen?
Oh, he doesn't just come in the studio like an average guest.
Well, you represent him, so tell me what's going on.
I will go out and get him, and he'll make his entrance if you're ready.
You know, do we have entrance music?
No,
that would be
Anthony.
appropriate? Oh.
He's all set.
I think okay.
Do we have
He's
to
all
turn the
set.
lights down or anything?
He's got it.
Wow.
Magic Bob is
Just
set.
enjoy the show.
Bob Kelly knows how to manage Magic Bob.
Just enjoy the show.
Does he need entrance music? Because E-Rock's confused now.
He's such a dumb.
He just asked me, does he
Not
need...
you know what? It's not him. It's Travis. I talked to Travis about Magic Bob and his management call. It's not you. I apologize.
What did Travis do?
Hang on. I'm gonna go get Magic Bob. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Bob, are you ready?
Are you kidding? I'm really happy.
Of course, we're ready.
Oh my God, this is...
Well, it'd be great if Bob Kelly had a stroke and Magic Bob couldn't make it in. Half his body shut down.
I heard that.
Oh, sorry. Well, you should
Go get Magic Bob.
Exactly.
Was that in or out of character? What was that?
I don't
Goes
know.
through doors. It's amazing.
Yes, he does. Refrigerator doors. Here's things
This
saying,
is an
pick
oddly
me up
long
and eat
amount
me.
of time.
Yes, I thought he was just going to go out and walk back in, but he's left the whole premises.
You putting on velour of some kind?
Maybe. Oh, you know something?
Cape?
Maybe there's some kind of
Is this
an
Karnak?
outfit. Did Bob forget that this is radio? Did Magic Bob forget? We could say he's wearing a cape and a top hat.
I will
and
say,
has a wand.
Bob Kelly should just leave the building and leave us hanging.
Would that be fantastic?
That would be funny. But don't you feel sad when people go from comedy to magic?
To magic, yeah. It is tragic.
It's like going from music to
breaking news.
poetry.
Breaking news. I'm being informed that Magic Bob's assistant refuses to be the assistant.
Why is that? Did it entail going down on Magic Bob?
Why won't he be the assistant? He doesn't want to take his shirt off?
Do you want me to go out and find out what's happening?
I know what's happening. I guess I can.
Sam doesn't want to take his shirt off?
Sam doesn't want to take his shirt off.
Take
for
your
Magic
shirt
Bob.
off!
What's wrong with you?
Oh, he needs to have his shirt off to be the
ass.
assistant?
Yeah, he wants to have a sexy assistant.
Yeah, he wants him
like
to try.
every
I'm
magician.
hearing we need Sam to take his shirt off immediately.
Yeah, Sam, take your shirt off.
Immediately is what I'm being told.
Is that a live
Sam.
feed?
Sam, what are you doing?
No, I mean, I was just trying to hide out, but if this is what it takes, this is what it takes. I have to do it.
Yeah. Well, I guess it does.
All right, so all right, I guess you gotta take your shirt off. Bob Saget, I apologize.
Yeah, this is great.
This is more homoerotic activity than your frat house episode that's gonna be on.
This is a black orb of dead air. I mean, I actually felt myself like a reverse geyser getting pulled into the earth.
You notice when you just start watching TV,
right,
and not realizing that we're on the radio.
Who's the tranny on fucking Fox? Jesus,
what happened?
No,
to,
that's that lady from that show, that fashion.
She's one
top.
of
Is she
thing.
Top
Oh.
thing?
Fucking Adam's apple? What the fuck's...
No, that's a woman.
You don't think
You're
she's
busy looking at cock all day on the web?
No, she looks like a guy.
Oh, she's the Top Chef lady. Okay.
You think she looks like a tranny?
Yes!
She's all right.
I thought it'd blow me. The fucking Asian trannies, there's no difference. Even when their cocks are out, they're small.
Man breath on your...
That is a good point. You never want
junk?
fucking Asian man breath on your dick and balls.
Have you ever been in like a woman's group where they sit and talk about their issues and stuff? You'd be
No.
funny in a scene like that.
I would love
like
to be
you
a part
with
of
a bunch
that.
of ladies sharing their feelings and stuff.
Yeah.
And you just do your whole dick and ball thing.
sharing their feelings.
One confessing a rape, and I stand up in sweatpants with a tent. in front of...
Talk about I can't get a big enough clit in my face.
I'm being informed again that we
Yes.
have to make the big announcement.
Okay.
So who wants to do it?
Is Magic Bob this big? Is this
Yeah.
big of a diva?
A dud?
I
What?
guess.
I'll make the announcement. What's the announcement, though?
Well, you just gotta do the big here's Magic Bob announcement.
Like any magician
Sure.
would be introed on any
Okay.
stage.
The lights are down. It's
Yes.
perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves to be wowed
By the prestidigitation.
by the prestidigitation, by the magic of Magic Bob.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Magic Bob music and everything.
Oh, the
Curtains have been drawn.
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
Assistant.
Magic
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Magic Bob.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Who is that in the UFC sweat
I don't know.
hoodie that's pulled up over his head?
You fat cocksucker.
Yes, he's a Unabomber.
Unninja.
it's
Ladies.
Phil Lack.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Wow, he's very, very flamboyant with his
Yes,
arms.
hands
Yes.
My
He's
first
really-
trick.
Very
Yes.
descriptive.
Are you ready?
Yes.
For my first illusion.
Someone
Yes.
tells me to
It's
say
almost
your
like-
first trick.
It's like strike
Regular deck of cards. Please take those
Is this
cards.
guy moving
Just
around
touch
like
them. See them?
He is. He's just
like a
moving.
Madonna video.
Yeah.
That's
Kind of-
good.
You
All
better
right,
nail
let's hand them
dancer.
back. Okay, that's enough. All right, we get it.
You like to
He's
smell the
inhaling
cards?
and
Yeah.
sniffing your fingers.
Jimmy's inspected some of the cards.
They
Now,
are real cards.
Magic Bob
These
is
are real
fanning
cards.
fanning
I'm gonna
through the
take out
cards.
two
Expertly.
cards. can you hold that card?
Yes.
Bob Saget, now the assistant.
holding a
Don't
card.
know where this
Don't look at
not
Don't
Texas
look at
Chainsaw
it.
Massacre deck of cards. Actually,
Don't look at it.
Won't look at it.
Bob is now still fanning through the cards.
Don't look at
He
it.
gave him another card.
What?
Please put them together.
He's
Put
giving
the
him 2
cards
cards.
together.
Let me see the cards.
Bob is
You're gonna
putting them
see.
together.
Okay,
Kelly.
see these cards? Now, Jim, you inspected the deck. It was a regular deck of cards.
Yes, I
I'm going to
did.
show you the cards with 2 red cards. We got
I
that.
can't see them.
We're
No,
going
you
to take
moved
them
them
right
very
here.
Dark in here.
No, you're moving them really
And you
fast.
turn the lights out too
I
dark.
went to a bar mitzvah once. The kid
We're
did
going
his
to
trick
take
slower.
these cards. Here we go. These cards, 2 red cards. We're going to put them in the deck to 9.
They were red.
Queen.
I barely saw.
Here we
them.
go.
I can't-
Now we put them in
the
the middle
lights
of the
are
deck.
off in here.
Here we go.
It's pitch black.
Are those the cards?
I don't know.
I don't know. I
don't
wasn't
know.
able to
I can't
see
see.
anything.
Those
It's
are the
pitch
cards.
black in
Those
here.
are- trust me,
It's
those
like
are the
you're doing
cards.
magic to a blind audience. Wow.
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't think those are the cards.
I'm too distracted
I
by
remember
that.
it being a wider
go.
shot. of
That
the-
tuft of hair underneath Sam's belly button.
I don't like it at all.
it at all.
Are you
It takes
aware-
away from the twinkishness.
Magic Bob, are you aware that you're doing a trick right now? We're not talking to you.
Magic Bob just gave you the hand
He's
swoop.
just doing some
He's
kind of.
doing some real David Copperfield hand motion.
It's beautiful.
It's Schmuck Henning.
Shuffle these cards up.
Oh, this is that's amazing.
Magic Bob drops a couple.
It's Harry who gives a shit.
Harry, who dummy.
The way your hood covers your chin, it's like you have a set of balls.
Yes.
What do I do?
Just touch them.
Touch
the deck of cards.
Take the fucking cards.
Oh, take the card.
Magic Bob is impatient.
God, he changed.
Sorry, Bob, sorry.
He got
Now
a little
what?
testy.
Now
Now
what?
just look at the cards. Make sure they're regular cards.
Look at them.
Oh, just
Yeah,
inspect the
just look at
deck.
Did it?
All right.
Okay,
They
great.
seem like regular. What's that one? Seems weird. Okay.
All right.
Here we go. Are we
That
ready?
was a good one right
He's creeping
there.
me out how much he's staring me in my eyes.
Are we
Yeah,
ready?
Bob,
trying
Magic Bob is very intense.
They call him Penny Pasta
He is
and
very-
Teller.
Someone taught him to
Here we
stare
go.
down his subject.
Alfred Boring.
All right, here we go. You ready? All right, everybody.
This copper.
I'm the only one staring into this guy's face. No one.
Here we go.
you
We're
guys
going
are-
to take this card. You see this card? I'm going to
Yes.
take this card. I'm going to put it right on top. And then I'm going to take the card. I'm going to take it. I'm going to actually slip it into the middle of the deck. Push it in.
David
Remember the
Plain.
card, correct? I'm going to snap the deck.
mundane.
Here we go.
Mundane.
And that's the card.
I don't know.
Wow, listen,
I
the
stopped-
music kicks
I
in.
stopped watching you when you came in.
I forgot. Oh, he's flipping the cards around like a
He's
maniac.
theatrically throwing cards
Very
around.
theatrically. I think I saw a red light. Who's working? He's got a follow spot. The card just nailed Jimmy right in the top of the
That's
head.
all right. It's where it was meant to go.
Okay.
Wow.
It's Ricky J. Date. I got nothing.
Magic Bob.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Magic Bob, could you make those books disappear? Please, do some press.
They're too heavy.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Yes,
this
yes.
chick right here. Now, I want you to find.
He's looking at me.
We'll
I
pop-
become you.
Yes,
Hey,
yes.
you.
Oh, right.
Okay, I want you to tell me to stop.
Right? Stop.
When you feel it, Bob.
When I feel
When
it.
you feel it.
All right.
The 10 of diamonds. Tell me when you feel.
Feel the 10 of
Call
diamonds.
him Moudini.
Stop.
Right here. That's it. Right there.
terrible.
Is that
Take
it?
that. Take that. We're gonna take this right here.
Okay.
That's the 10 of diamonds.
His
right
magic
there.
word is pesto
Okay, we're gonna put
changeo.
this
I
card.
just saw what he did.
Who was it?
No, I just saw what he did.
What did he do,
He
Bob?
switched the card out.
No, I'll do it again.
No, I saw it. I saw you palm the card. No, I've been around magician hacks
I'll
my
do
whole
it again.
life. No, I saw it.
Look at, I'll do it
No, I
again.
literally saw it. You did it right over there by the.
I'll put the card right here.
No, you stopped staring at me and you went off game.
David Lane.
Tell me when you see the 10 of
There's a card on the floor. It's
David
complete
Lane.
pandemonium. He's standing on my foot to keep me from looking.
10 of diamonds. 10 of diamonds.
Okay, that's it.
Jordan,
Yeah, right here.
Jordan writes Chris
Okay,
Angel
look, it's
food
right
cake.
here.
Chris Angel food cake.
10 of diamonds. I'm gonna put the cocoa
Abracaflabra.
Yeah.
This card right here is 10 of diamonds.
Guys, he's doing it now.
10 of diamonds.
Did you do Harry
Now,
who has a
please stop.
sandwich?
Guys, he's working his heart out here. What'd you say?
Harry who has a sandwich. Fucking Andrew from DC.
That's the 10
He's touching me. That's do I look at
David
it?
Stoppermeal.
That's it. That's the 10 of diamonds. 5 of diamonds.
David
Five of diamonds.
Copperfield's magician.
Oh shit!
Five of diamonds.
No.
What?
Tell me when you see the 5 of diamonds.
Okay, I guess.
Right here?
Yeah,
Cigars
yeah.
and scotch. For
Okay,
his
so
next
this
trick, he's
is
going to
the
make a
five of
buffet
diamonds.
disappear.
Where is it?
What's going on?
That's Five of Diamonds.
He's still going at it.
It's so bad I turned off my camera.
He couldn't find
Five of Diamonds.
Five of Diamonds.
No one's even bothering.
Right here is the
I
five.
guess.
This
I want
is the
this to
Five
be
of Diamonds
over.
right here.
Oh,
Okay, now we're going to put the Five of Diamonds there.
Let me tell you something.
Now, I'm gonna
Schindler's
pick-
List was more fun than this.
Bob, this is
I'm going to pick the Jack of Spades.
All right.
Out. I think it's right here.
Yeah.
Okay. So the cards you picked out of the deck.
Yeah.
Penn and
The
tell
Jack
her
of
to order
Spades.
me another
Yeah, you
plate
said
of
Five of Diamonds.
Yeah.
10 of Diamonds.
That's what I picked.
You picked them out of there.
But I didn't look at them.
What are these cards?
That's exactly the cards he said was going to be there.
Oh, wow.
What happened?
Yeah, I think he did a trick.
Why? Because the music's playing?
They want him to. They want him to make a bullet disappear into his head.
Can I do what you guys would do?
Yeah.
Where's Magic Bob going to be playing?
Oh,
I'm going to be at the Gotham Comedy Club Thursday,
Magic Bob.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Just Magic
Hang
Bob?
on one second. It's hot.
good news, by the way, from Magic Bob.
yeah.
Tickets for Jim Norton's Borgata show go on sale Friday morning for January 15th. Magic Bob will be making an appearance.
I will.
Oh,
I'll actually
nice.
be opening there. You guys see this? This is my final
Harry
trick.
Panini.
Oh, what a Harry Panini.
That's a great. Here we go. You ready?
Yes, it's a quarter.
It's a quarter. Inspect that.
That's a
Pass
quarter.
that around. Go.
Let me
Oh,
see
my
if that's a
assistant
real
will pass
quarter.
that around.
Is that a real quarter? That's a real quarter.
All right, it's a real quarter. I'll take everybody's word for it.
That's a real quarter.
That's
All right,
a
show it
quarter.
to Anthony.
Oh God!
I don't like his nappy nipple hair.
No, I don't like it either. Just
Touch
stay
it.
away from me. I don't want to touch anything.
Anthony,
I-
Big Tom in Brooklyn. Next trick, he's going to saw a 6-foot hero in. What am I doing?
Is that a real quarter?
Magic Bob.
Yeah,
Touch the quarter.
Yeah.
It's not a gay quarter.
Well, why you have Sam fucking with no shirt on?
That's my assistant's.
Oh, is it?
Okay, I'm going to take this quarter. I'm going to take this quarter. Okay? Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready?
Are you not
Yeah.
off book now?
Are you ready?
That's cool. Magicians always put their hands in their pockets while they're talking. That's good distraction.
Are you ready? And then you stare at people for 5
He's
seconds.
got his hands in his pockets,
Aren't you
fishing around.
Aren't you supposed to divert people's attention before you just put your hands in your pocket?
I have the quarter. It's right here.
right.
Is your hoodie flammable?
I hope so.
Oh, what's he doing?
Oh, it's a smokeless cigarette.
Behind
Wow,
you.
he's burning a hole through with a smokeless cigarette.
That's amazing. Oh, wait a minute. Well, the assistant's not really doing any flamboyant things. You're supposed to like present it. Yeah. Oh my God, the cigarette went through the quarter.
Cool.
The cigarette went through the quarter. I don't know how it's done.
Look at him.
And now he's blowing it. His assistant. Oh, and now it's out of the quarter. And it's back to just being a regular quarter. It actually went into his other hand. I'm amazed. How did it end up there? Oh, the cigarette. I get it.
Did you used to go to aerobics classes back in the day?
Look at
Your
no.
movements. Your
His
movements.
hand just went
are-
back in his pocket.
Look at the way he moves.
He just puts things back in his
Oh,
pocket.
wow.
is
And
that-
just
that's
as
it?
quickly as he came in,
That's it?
he's leaving the curtain.
A round of applause, please, for Magic Bob.
Wow.
All right, Sam, put your shirt back on.
I have to go get it.
Wow, that was
I have to go get it from
What's up,
amazing.
guys? How was everything?
Oh,
Oh, hi, Bob
Kelly's
Kelly.
back.
Where have you
You
been,
missed
Bob?
Magic Bob.
I was just doing some sit-ups.
Yeah. Oh, you're
Could you have picked a more believable excuse?
I'm sorry. I was
like anything. I was running for office. I was reading.
I was having homicide cereal.
Can I ask you a question, Bob? do these cards look familiar to you at all?
I've never seen. I don't play with cards, dude.
I've never seen these
I
cards
don't
in
do
my
cards.
life.
Oh God, that was good.
That was amazing.
I like that.
That was
Just
interminable.
amazing.
Just amazing. Honestly, I've never.
Bob, you might
I've been
want
on
to check
the show a lot of times. That was unbelievably
the
painful.
quarter might have landed in your drink.
I don't want to eat. It did land in my drink.
It was you threw the quarter and landed.
You're trying to kill
That's
me.
the end of the, that was the end of his trick. He throws the quarter in the air and it lands in somebody's drink. He does that every time.
I ate Jim Norton's
only thing that
sandwich
worked
while
right.
I watched Magic Bob. It was like dinner theater in hell.
Magic Bob said that the shirt he had over his head smelled like baby farts.
He told you that? Magic Bob told you
Yeah, on the
that?
way out, he ran out. He ran by me. He actually ran right through the window.
Who opened the curtains?
I don't know.
That was amazing.
I saw the curtains open.
Oh, my God.
Thanks for,
people wondering if he disappeared in a cloud of smoked ham.
Urethra writes, I wish he was Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
Does he say Prego instead of Presto?
I wish he could make all those cards go to his stomach or something.
Chip.
Fucking Chip stinks. Fucking Chip was over Thanksgiving.
I like the coin trick with the cigarette.
That was good.
I
with the
always used to
smokeless
like
cigarette.
that when the 10-year-old special kid would come over and do it. They learned that. A Johnson Smith catalog. We'd order it.
What, did he do a magic trick with a coin or something?
Yeah, he actually put a cigarette
you don't
through
need to
a through a
Oh,
corner.
he
It
didn't.
was
No, we're not
It was
gonna
amazing.
It was cool. I wish you could have seen it.
Oh wow!
We liked it. We enjoyed what happened in here.
Was it good?
It was pretty good. Yeah.
I was digging it.
Why are you holding cards?
I don't.
Bob
I
Kelly.
just found these.
You found these cards?
Yeah, they're
These
laying
are
around.
cards.
Yeah.
Just laying around. I'll just,
Oh, you're playing with cards?
Oh, he's burying that top card, which was an 8 of diamonds.
So
I
the
believe.
two main things.
8 of diamonds, 2 of spades.
Oh wow, 8 of diamonds was on top, but I just saw him take the 8 of diamonds and bury it.
Yeah. What's
I
that?
don't know how that happened. That's amazing.
What do you like better, Bob? Cards or gay porn? Think quick. Just
There's actually
answer.
a site called Gay Porn Magic,
Yes,
which
I
is
Where you make your hand disappear
it's called,
inside a man.
it's called sleight of hand,
You reach into a man and pull out his card.
sleight of cock, sleight of hand. Yeah. Yes.
Here's the 9 of cock.
It's where you put his penis. You put a penis in, and it comes out as a pink sock, and it makes his intestines appear. you go ta-da as he lays there with his fucking entrails hanging out of his asshole, like an elephant stuffed on his stomach.
You could sew 2 buttons on that for the kids.
Little sock puppet. Oh,
It's funny.
Bobby.
I wish he was Magic Johnson was a good one. That was funny.
We got to apologize to Kevin Smith. He was on hold during that.
We had Kevin on hold?
Yeah, we couldn't get to him. Someone,
Oh,
please
man.
apologize.
I feel better about the
or have
time
him
I've
call
been
back
left on a
immediately.
hold. That's the
Damn.
shit that goes on.
Yes,
when you
I'm
keep
sorry.
people that
Yeah.
I know.
Kevin
I
Smith's so
know.
smart and funny.
I know.
Why would you?
Bob?
Why would you do that?
There goes our relationship with Kevin.
And he puts me in movies. Get him back on the fucking phone.
No. Oh, that's terrible.
Why would you? Why would you have Kevin Smith on hold?
Well, Magic Bob was a 90-minute exercise.
Fuck Magic Fat Bob.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I wouldn't take those 48 minutes back for anything.
No.
It was only
48 minutes.
Bob, it was only 8 minutes.
I could have done a special, gone to Switzerland and come back on the length of what that was.
That was fantastic.
It really was good.
I was stunned by
it was good 4mm something.
Yeah, very good. I didn't get to see one trick. I was too busy reading what people were saying and making up names for you.
Were they positive?
Yeah, very positive.
We're so negative. Our audience is really mean and nasty.
Oh, that's funny though.
I like your audience.
Wow.
I like to bugger them. So what are you guys going to do now?
I don't know. We're very close to tying things up, but I wanted to talk about the WikiLeaks guy for a second.
Oh yeah, I love him.
But now he comes out with all these secret
Yes.
memos and documents about what did it?
World leaders.
It was world leaders and stuff
and
the diplomats
situations.
are doing around the world.
Yeah.
And now he's being brought up on rape charges.
You know what though?
Out of nowhere.
No, but there was allegations for a couple of years that he
Were
had.
there?
Yeah. Larry,
What a convenient time to actually put him on the Interpol.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound like I know this is what they're doing. It's a conspiracy. The government is involved. If you can't trust the government, I'm a Navy SEAL. Are you?
Oh,
What,
shit.
do you know? Do you know what happened? But this sounds like one of those conspiracies.
Sure does.
He's up on rape charges.
Jesus Christ, that's a brilliant.
Do you hate that guy
impression.
though when he's doing those shows? I exposed the Kennedy assassination.
I just
This many
watched that
years
the other
later?
day. Yeah,
Did
well,
you see?
He went to
did you see
Area
nothing?
51.
Yeah,
he goes,
Area
if I step
51.
over that line, they can shoot me. Will they really shoot?
Will they shoot a governor?
Yeah.
What? You're not a governor anymore.
And no, they wouldn't.
They wouldn't shoot you. And then they kept teasing it. When we come back, the governor confronts gunmen at Area 51.
They have binoculars.
And then he goes, they'd shoot me? Yeah, they'd shoot you. All right, let's turn around. It's not worth it. And that was the whole show. See, they go, the guy just jerked us off the whole goddamn show. And then the other one, Plum Island, was one of my favorites because he's like, we're being tailed by the Coast Guard. And it's a dinghy that he needs a fucking lens 3 feet long to even see. A little Zodiac boat. They're tailing me. I think we better turn around. He never does what he wants to do. The governor confronts a line of machine guns. No, I don't. I'm going home. All right, governor, as he shakes. I love the shake. One of my favorite shows now to watch.
So yeah, it is uncomfortable if they're targeting this guy. It's been going on for a while, but the timing is obvious.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And you know what, man? I don't know. Like, as long as troops aren't put in danger, that's the only issue I have. Or if he's not endangering civilians. Right. But as far as the communications and fuck these people, man. I've had enough.
Yeah.
Look at the shit. They're not doing anything.
It's taken out of context.
I'm sure it is, but like they don't give a fuck about taking things out of context. Fuck them.
Could you? But
he should be doing it, by the way, with other countries too. I don't want it to just be the naughty United States. How about you fucking you get some stuff from Pakistan? Get all of the stuff. You know what I mean? Don't just
stuff.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't want to do this.
Symbols.
I don't want to do this a second time. We got Kevin Smith on the line.
Thank God.
Kevin, we have to apologize. We were in the middle of this really crazy bit from Magic Bob.
That was totally cool, and I was listening to it, and then we had a get the kid to school emergency that I had to hang up.
Okay.
So it all worked out.
The timing was a
I
little
felt bad, and then I saw on Twitter somebody was like, quick, call him back.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No worries, but the bit was funny. I was digging it.
It was funny, really?
Bob,
not what we said.
Magic Bob. Why did I go silent, Bob?
Magic Bob. I was listening to the Smodcast, and it was you talking about the Spider-Man musical.
Did you guys go?
No,
we
have
want
not
to.
went. Have not gone to that. I was laughing my fucking ass off at the Smodcast. You hit it right on the head. It was amazing.
My favorite part of that conversation was my notion of the Spider-Man musical of a dude just running back and forth across the stage while they turned the lights on and off.
Yes,
instead of the swinging effect.
Turning the lights on and off. It really did sound like you guys were smoking while you were doing the show.
Yeah, I mean, certainly not Mosier, but yeah, I can't say that I was a little.
I mean, at one point, I think I heard one of those raspy, nice, I just took a great hit cough.
Yeah.
And then you went into the thing about Swiss Miss, the villain. And I was fucking laughing my balls off.
Thank you.
Very funny, man.
That
Very
means
funny.
Coming from a pro, that means a lot. Thank you.
Why? Who else said it? What's your take on the Spider-Man thing? Let our great audience in on it.
I mean, it was just, I didn't see, in terms of on the podcast, I talked about not seeing the point in going so incredibly expensive, $65 million, like it's theater. And theater people are used to like kind of dopeness. And I know Julie Taymor likes to do things very big, but I'd just do it the opposite. I would just, every time he had to swing, I would just have him run back and forth across the stage, turn the lights on and off real fast, and play like.
You know how much money you'd save? Logistically, it's easy. You're not breaking equipment.
It's so easy. It's not going to be as expensive. There's one guy to pay to turn the lights on and off. Did you read all the stuff about I guess they had a preview night. Everybody wrote a piece where they're just like, it's a disaster.
Yeah, they said it was. They had a lot of mechanical problems, and at one point, Spider-Man was just kind of left hanging there.
Oh, really?
On his own thread.
Oh, really?
Web. Yeah, yeah.
I want to see it. Based on everything I've heard, I want to see it, but it feels like I have to see it very quickly.
Yeah, I think you want to see it quickly, and you were mentioning on the Smodcast that you want to see it because it seems like something that's going to be so incredibly bad that it's good.
Yeah, I mean, over the top.
Yeah, and another great point was, what's the core? Like, who are they looking for? Because I don't think you're going to get a lot of people that are into the original comic book wanting to see this.
Yeah, well, I mean, the people who are the core, the Spider-Man fans, or people that read the books or whatever,
Uh-huh.
I mean, they're going if they're going at all, they're going to be like, look, they've done it again. another abortion of Spider-Man. Just to sadly mark yet again Spider-Man getting taken and bent over something pretty hard.
Are they doing another movie too? Like another?
They're revamping. They're rebooting.
What the fuck, man?
The series of Spider-Man that you were in, Jimmy. That's old school. That's
already. That's crazy.
So old school. Now they're revamping, completely rebooting, recasting,
Hollywood
and
sucks.
redoing the whole universe.
Kevin, how can they do it? Saget. Hey, man.
How
are you?
I thought of you the other day because I don't want to. This is kind of an age thing, but go with me as a compliment.
I'm here.
I was reading an article about Bosom Buddies is having its 30th anniversary.
Yeah, I was the warm-up comic, and I was on it once.
Yes, you were.
I was the audience warm-up of Bosom Buddies.
But you were on an episode.
I was on an
But
episode.
you were on an episode where Thelma Adams wouldn't come out and sing. You had to keep coming out.
I was Bob the Comic. Tom Hanks called me Bob the Comic, and Chris Thompson was the producer, and he put me on the show.
Wow.
That was the first place I remember seeing you, and I remember being like, that dude's funny.
Thank you, man. I sang New York, New York, and they cut to my feet doing a lame-ass move. All I was going to ask, how did Marvel Comics not sue over this Spider-Man?
Because they probably licensed it out.
Signed off on it.
They signed off, probably, yeah.
Yeah, they must be involved.
Yeah. Why are they doing a new the same story? They just stink out there.
Are they going to
Whole
go?
town should be
Are they
blown
going to
up.
go darker with it, Kevin? Do you know?
I don't think it's darker. I think they're probably going to go a little closer to the Ultimate Universe books that they do. Spider-Man a little younger and whatnot. But I think the idea is this: essentially, the deal that Marvel owns those characters, and of course they own the rights to make movies, unless they license them to another studio. Years ago, before Marvel was a filmmaking force itself, before Iron Man and Hulk and whatnot, they would just license off their characters. They licensed them off to Sony, and Sony made a very successful series of Spider-Man movies. Now, Sony's license runs out at a certain point unless they choose to renew it. The deal favors them by making more movies. So they were like, look, we obviously went astray with the last series of movies. Nobody seemed very happy with the third one. Sam Raimi was kind of non-committal about wanting to do another installment when they wanted to do it, and they agreed to go their separate ways. And the studio said, let's just start all over again. They're like, why not? That was 10 years ago. Let's just start all over again.
Wow. What shitheads?
They're doing it to keep the character and to keep it out of the clutches of Marvel Studios, which is now owned by Disney. So naturally, if you're Sony, you're like, I don't want to give that up to Disney. Fuck that mouse.
But how about they just fucking get some creative writing, and they just write a better story for the fourth?
Maybe that's what they're doing for this version. That's the thing. It's like maybe the revamp is better than the last one.
I don't know.
It may not have Jimmy Norton in it, but
well, a lot of people say that I was the linchpin. That kind of
you were. I bought it. I was like, that's New York, right?
Brought the
there.
whole
If
story
webbing
together.
could shoot out of a penis, Jimmy Norton.
Believe me,
you could pull yourself around by your own strung semen.
I improv that. I improv something about masturbation, and they're like, "Look, this is a kids' movie." I did
exactly your target audience.
It's good for the Blu-ray, though.
They didn't. It was second unit. I didn't even meet Sam Raimi.
Why don't we tell everybody what Kevin Smith is going to be doing out on Long Island?
Yeah.
Oh, the Westbury Music Fair.
It's called something else
I'm
now.
actually I'm coming east tomorrow because I got a House of Blues gig in Boston, and then and then on that's December 2nd at the House of Blues in Boston, and then December 5th is they keep calling it the theater at Westbury, but I call it the Westbury Music Fair.
Yeah, I'll always know it as
there.
that.
Yeah, you did.
Played there? How is it, man?
It's really nice.
Are you
Did
doing?
the stage move?
Opie came out and saw it, and it
I
was
saw
fun.
it. Are you going to be in the round? You're in the round, and I think the stage moves the entire time unless they change that.
They can
up.
turn it on and make it revolve like a little a microwave if you want.
I'm looking forward to telling stories and getting a workout at the same time.
It moves so
selling out.
slowly, you'll never know unless you start looking and realize people are changing in front of your eyes.
Bob, you know I'm the guy that got thrown off the airplane, right? I would notice any speed.
And I've been going to a lot of places, and you've been just kicking ass in these places. For people that might not know, what do you do for your show that you go?
For this one, sometimes I go out and do the podcast live, but this one is just me doing the kind of Q&A thing.
That's great,
and to be
man.
fair, I don't have that many. Well, actually, I do. Now I have a whole bunch of red state to talk about. But before I was kind of like I got to cop out in my life in terms of like making that movie, and then much hadn't happened, so all my stories kind of end there. But the last year I actually got a bunch of new stuff to talk about, so the Q&As could be kind of interesting. They're always at least kind of fun.
I've seen one of these. I went to Carnegie Hall. It's amazing.
Right.
Standing ovation by the end of it.
I need to see it. I got to come out and see it. I've been hearing.
You really should check it out, Bob.
I will.
Yeah.
It's backdoor comedy, Bob.
Well, that's where I start.
But is who's anybody from the show coming out to the Westbury Fair?
What night of the week is it?
Yeah,
It is a Sunday night, sir.
Yeah, I think I might be going to that one.
Yeah, you live in Long Island.
Yeah,
I'm
right there.
I got family all asking for tickets. I think your people are helping me out.
They're all taken care of there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm going
if you can make it out, no pressure. I heard the silence, and I was like, "Fuck, I offended it."
No, we were all looking at each other like, who's going?
Well, it's
I'm in studio. I'm flabbergasted that they blew you off for the incredible act of Magic Bob.
Magic Bob was amazing.
I can't tell you. I was watching paint at an old house of mine dry.
I was thinking about going too. I had to make sure my girlfriend might be PMSing now, so I have to see what her fucking vag looks like by Sunday.
Jimmy's lady is really good looking, man.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, she's sexy.
I don't want to say hot and offend him, but
That's not offensive at all.
Yeah. Oh, she's a really attractive chick.
My father elbowed me and goes, "God, her mouth looks fuckable." I'm like, "Dad, Jesus." Yeah, she's sexy, man. But she's I might come Sunday, but I have to get up so early Monday, and
yeah, that's the problem. We do the morning radio.
Yeah,
but
that's why. Believe me, no worries.
I'm close enough.
Hey,
though.
Kevin, what are you doing with the hockey season being so bad for you and
Holy
myself?
Christ.
Both our teams.
I mean,
suck.
I've never, as a fan, I've never had a season like this in my life. So it was kind of, this is almost like the first season, like 1982 Devils.
Yeah, I'm frustrated because I got season tickets and I'm looking at the stack of tickets, realizing it's a waste of time at this point.
At least you got a couple of cups,
Your boys are at the bottom too.
Bottom, we're the worst team in hockey, and you guys aren't much better.
Yeah,
the Devils.
we're maybe one above you, 2.
But in recent memory, at least the Devils have some, glory there. How far back do you have to go for the Islanders?
Yeah, but I agree with you. But the Islanders are even worse than that.
Yeah,
they are so fucking
terrible.
bad.
But to be fair, they beat the Devils last week.
Devils, we shut them out, and that was the day I threw my tickets out the window and filmed it, and people think it's a fake video, whatever.
Fake, totally fake.
I decided
tell it's fake. Photoshop.
I'm so frustrated with the team. They lost 14 in a row. I made a video of me actually taking my season tickets and throwing them out the window.
Oh, good Lord, man. Yeah, it's been tough on you and I. And even I had a West Coast team that I enjoy, which is the Oilers, and they've been in the bottom as well. I think I curse anybody that I enjoy.
I'm kind of taking a peek at the Flyers because they got, in-laws and family down
You're
there.
just searching for a team that is doing kind of good. I got in-laws in Philly. Let me root for them.
I need a 2-hour drive.
I could never do Rangers. I would almost do Devils. Flyers, take a peek, and honestly, a little peek at the Bruins too.
The Bruins, good Lord, dude.
A little peek. I didn't say I'm.
God.
I didn't say they're my second team.
Out of town,
Throw you out of fucking New York.
You're a carpetbagger at that point.
Yeah,
I'm just going. With,
what's wrong with the Bruins?
I'm just going with cities I lived in. There,
Has someone been
the fuck
talking
is
to
wrong
you?
with the Bruins?
Who's influencing you? My mother would say that.
Dude, for an Islander man to suddenly go Bruins,
that would be unprecedented.
I think it's worse to go Flyers.
I don't know. It's right up there with who gives a shit. It's a bunch of guys hitting a fucking black thing on a patch of ice.
Good point. Good point.
Right up there.
Good point. It's just.
Well, you mean you grew up in this city and you want the guys to hit the black thing on the ice and that? No one.
He sure puts it in perspective, doesn't he?
My mother was like,
"I don't give a fuck.
I just want both teams to be healthy,
healthy, happy."
Right?
You don't follow hockey, Bob?
Do they like their families? I haven't in a long time, but I was there in Philly when the Flyers won. I was there with Bobby Clark and Bertie Perrant. That's how old I followed back.
You were living
Stanley
down there?
Cup. Yeah, I was living on Cotman Avenue.
Cheap bullies.
Yeah,
I didn't know you're a Philly guy, sort of.
Yeah.
How many years down there?
Temple University graduate.
Oh, okay.
This means nothing to
So two. Is that a community college?
That was another one.
I lived at home and took a train to a deli.
Hey, how are the old Canucks doing?
Jesus.
I don't know, man. That's so far west. I don't care.
I know. I just want to sound like I know
Talk about
hockey.
sports long enough, everybody just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, why don't we stop? You're right.
It really is just a bunch of fuck. I love the Jeter controversy. Should he take $45 million for 3 years? I hate everybody.
But the headline today is they're at least talking.
Oh, thank God.
They're at least
Kids
meeting.
a fuck.
Jimmy's so down on
cares?
sports in general.
I'm sick of these fucking assholes.
I don't know how people do sports radio.
Oh,
For
well,
4
you know,
hours of just sports.
Kevin, you know, he bats 250 with runners in scoring position, does he? Who fucking gives a shit? You bore.
Kevin, when you go on sports radio to plug something, do you talk sports? Because I go on there and only talk about myself or a project for 7 minutes. I don't.
I only tangentially talk about sports, and as much as I open with something where I'm like, well, of course I never got to play because I'm fat. And speaking of fat, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, you know, they're going to play the nickel defense. If they play the nickel, I don't know what to tell you. How about you tell us you're fucking quitting sport radio, you fucking dullard?
It's like watching someone speak a foreign language.
It's fucking horrible. It's fucking terrible.
You smile a lot. You're just sitting there going, nodding, and you smile.
Yeah.
It's like as if they were barking at you in Hindi.
And they play the shitty sound clip. Well, you know, we just got to play one game at a time. Well, you know, that's the way I say it. They got to get out there and just win and leave it on. Why don't you shut up?
Yeah, they got to extend everything.
Who fucking cares?
Wonderful.
4 hours of nothing. Really annoys me.
Like this very program.
I know that, but at least we say cunt.
Magic Bob was here today.
Yeah, yes, we had Magic Bob. And
Kevin, when's
Bob
your
Saget.
show? I'm going to keep this on promo track again.
So I got a show tomorrow night, Thursday night rather, in Boston, and then Sunday night I'll be in Long Island at the music. What is it called? I'm sorry.
The music fair.
Westbury Music Theater at Westbury.
Yeah, whatever they call it, everybody on Long Island knows it as the Westbury.
And where are you in Boston?
In Boston at the House of Blues.
Oh, that's right. That's
Nice.
cool. That's a good place.
Yeah, it's a good joint.
Yeah, I've been in a bunch of them. I haven't been in this one, but I saw
Gospel
it.
brunch, right?
I like. Yeah, you
Gospel
were. I
brunch.
followed you at the House of Blues in Houston and Dallas, and they said how much fun it was.
Did you draw well in Houston?
Yeah, those were great shows.
They're
man.
great. Great place there.
Do you do well in Houston?
Yeah.
I can't get more than 6 people in the room. I hope a fire starts at fucking Dallas Fort Worth and then just fucking and just blows through Houston.
But every one of my shows ends in a lynching. There's pitchforks and I'm
See,
raped.
Bob knows how to
I'm
do it
raped,
right.
and
Yeah.
they try to eat me alive like cannibals.
Big game. You got the Sooners. Fucking college sports is even more vomit-inducing.
They suck. And their names for their teams stink, too.
That is
The
really
fucking
bad.
Idaho Deers.
Yeah.
They can't even get, like, good animals.
Yeah. You know, the Michigan Ohio State game is coming up on Saturday. Who
Saratoga
cares?
Hedgehogs.
Fucking cares? Colleges don't like each other. Wow, these educated assholes don't like those educated assholes. Why don't they solve it with fucking pitchforks and hammers? Fucking pussies. Look, they're all wearing the team colors. Look, what color's your team? Like, we're blue and gray. We're red and yellow. Faggots.
Wow.
I fucking hate college sports.
He's visceral about
It's annoying.
My God, Jimmy.
Jim's not going to be doing a college tour anytime soon.
What do you think, LeBron? I mean, why would LeBron leave? I don't know, because it's a fucking cesspool with a mayor. I'd rather perform at the fucking lie pit that Jim Jones left. I shouldn't say that. I actually love Cleveland. A lot of fat pussies in Cleveland. That's what Cleveland. That's what it should say. You're entering Cleveland, city of this fat pussy.
They say the same thing when you get there.
As soon as I heard that's funny, I knew it wasn't a compliment for my joke.
It was a setup for a brutal one. What are you going to do?
Fuck it. Let's get the fuck out of Dodge.
Who wants my picture?
on, man.
I'm giving away my picture.
But we had a lot of fun yesterday.
Wait, plug my show real quick.
All right, let's do this properly. Let's start with Kevin Smith so he can get off the phone.
Kevin?
Kevin's going to be at the Westbury Music Fair, I guess, on Sunday. Whatever it's called now. But
Please come out if you can, man.
Yes.
I highly recommend.
It's
I've
cool
seen
as hell there,
a couple
and
Kevin Smith shows. They're great.
Kevin in the round, it's like
It's
cool
not going to
as
be in the
crap.
round. I just found
I
out.
live my life in the round. This should be no.
And of course, Boston tomorrow night for Kevin Smith at the House of Blues.
Thanks, guys.
Good seeing you,
Thank
buddy.
you, man.
Real
Kevin
pleasure.
Smith.
I'll
All
see
right.
you out there.
Kevin Smith,
Very
everyone.
good.
And then
Kevin's
Bob
great.
Saget, I've seen his new show, matter of fact, and I'm loving it. Strange Days on A&E, Tuesday nights at
10 or 9 Central.
and then the mountain thing.
Mountain. You got a pretty mouth. You got a pretty mountain.
Strange Days with Bob Saget is really good on A&E.
Thank you very much. I love it.
Congratulations on the
and
new
Jim
show.
Norton's going to be doing a lot of college sports.
Jimmy's got a big show that goes on sale Friday.
morning. We switched the nights. We have one. The Sunday show is sold out. It's a holiday weekend. Saturday, January 15th, we are doing the Antisocial Network show at the Borgata. It's myself hosting, Brewer, Bill Burr, Dave Attell. First one sold out in a little over a day, so this one will probably sell out very quickly, too.
It's going to be insane.
That's a good show.
And also tonight, Ozzy Osbourne at the Garden. What else are you doing?
Yeah, right.
Go.
Bring him his books. They're still here.
Yeah, if you can carry them.
Can we just leave the books in the studio?
I want to.
Forever.
Someone
It's
will
good
steal
karma
them.
for the show.
Someone will steal them. They got to bring them in like everything else in the morning when they set up.
And
Well,
just
watch
throw
my
'em
photo,
around.
by the way. I don't want that anymore. Bob, remember you were with me when I bought that?
Really?
I was.
When I lived on 43rd Street.
Magic Bob going to be performing at that show at the Borgata?
Yeah, he's actually going to be doing
Robert
it.
Kelly has an iPhone app, by the way.
Yes, he does.
And he will be at Gotham this week.
Very cool.
Gotham. Yeah.
We
iPhone
didn't
app
even-
this week.
We didn't even get to talk about your Canadian tour. We'll do it next time.
Yeah.
You were
yeah,
on the
I'm
road
around.
for like a month.
I was fucking Canada, yeah.
Next time.
What dates are you gone?
This Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm at Gotham Comedy Club in New York City.
Right.
Free parking.
Oh, wow. That's in living color.
In living color.
It's a cool club, isn't it?
I like Gotham a lot. I like Caroline's a lot too, but Gotham is actually last time worked out for me. It was pretty good. I like it.
Good for you.
It's a great club.
Tomorrow we have Jamie Hector's tomorrow, right?
Is that tomorrow?
I think it is.
Mañana.
Is it?
I don't know.
What a fucking insecure douche I am.
I never
Caroline's
know.
is good too, just in case.
Just in case they're
a
listening.
fucking asshole.
Please.
In case Gotham doesn't want me back after this weekend.
Still love me.
Florentine
Yeah, I mean-
tomorrow, too.
Oh, is Jimmy
Funny.
tomorrow?
Yeah,
Good.
It doesn't matter.
What's that?
You can go anywhere you want.
Oh.
Magic Bob, I don't,
I'm going to...
I liked him.
Is Jamie Hector tomorrow or no?
Well,
He liked you.
Marla from The Wire.
So many people.
There we
Finally.
Set to jack me off.
We're going to leave you with the one-question interview that Sam does from time to time.
Oh.
He's got a brand new one. See you tomorrow.
The Opie and Anthony Show presents Primetime Sam Roberts and one question with a guest we couldn't get. World famous actor, singer, and alcoholic, David Hasselhoff.
Primetime Sam Roberts here with David Hasselhoff. David, what color shirt are you wearing?
I'm wearing a black shirt.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
This has been Primetime Sam Roberts and one question with a guest we couldn't get on the Opie and Anthony Show. Opie and Anthony. This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Sirius XM.